could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling on the mob, pushing the train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test. Expect nothing less, your check is on chest, what's happening next? You got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in a second. This life is a lesson, you got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just hold an obsession. I'm in this possession, you got the retention. I'm leaving an impression and take your redemption. Just kill no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11, it's time for progression. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheme. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running a race. Life is a chase, I don't wanna place. I wanna be first, work till it hurts. Dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions in the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off from a break, off from the weak mind. They can stay soft, you can change lives, you create thoughts. Never waste time, you got one shot, you got one life. Better pop off, what do you like? Make a dream job, no 9-5, no mean boss. Just my life and free thoughts. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep, only scheme. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me.
All right. I am Foretrosake. Welcome to the DSP Pre-Cream Podcast from December 3rd, 2022. As I said, I am Foretrosake. Today is Sunday, December 4th, 2022. We're going to get that Pre-Cream Podcast out of the way from yesterday so we can get all caught up on everything DSP. I hope you're ready for some Super Mario Bros. 3 action. I took a small break from Evil West only because I felt like playing Super Mario Bros. 3. Because once again, I am here to prove that DSP is a total tool bag and doesn't have to pick only what his viewers say. I'm all about listening to what my viewers want to see me play. But at the same time, I like to play what I want to play at times. And this is a game that I absolutely love. So let's go ahead, get that screen going here. Let's throw all of our awesome guy merch pictures up there. There you go. Looking real good, DSP. What's going up there in the top right? What you doing? And I understand you can beat that video game, DSP. Looking good in your red dress there. I mean, your red gi there. That looks real good. And honestly, out of them all, 80s Phil looks the best. I mean, 80s were the time, right, Phil? Right? Those were the days. Let's go ahead and get that music out of there. Let's throw me up on there. How we all doing today? Glad to see ya. I mean, I can't see you, but glad you can see me, I guess. We are playing the Super Mario Bros. 3 on the original equipment. I know it's easy enough to just be like, look, see, I'm holding a controller, but I guess nowadays with that NES Classic, that some of my viewers won The Edge gamepad the other day. It technically looks like that is a different connector that would go into like a computer and stuff. So One of my viewers that won told me, I don't have an NES Classic, but I'm pretty sure it'll hook up into my computer, so I'll take it. I was all about that. So what we're going to do here is we're going to switch over to the guy down here looking ever so fly. I mean, if I've ever seen a good morning face, that's not the one I want to see. So thankfully I've been up for an hour or so. So there's no reason for me to be like, ugh. But then I look and I go, ugh. It's just a bad taste to wake up to in the morning. Sorry for Cat, but then, am I? Yeah, Dead School. He needs a banana too. He's already prepared. Get me that banana. I'm not singing that song because I'm sure I'll do one of the two variations of what DSP did, and then everybody will be like, Foretrosake sounds just like him. That's not good. He can't even remember his own songs that he does. That's some deep gin brain. Let's get him rolling.
Good morning, everyone. Happy holidays. Phil here, and welcome to the Level 1 Podcast, where we're busy having fun down here on Level 1. This lovely Saturday, a nice, cool winter's weekend. Today's December 3rd, 2022. Hello, hello. And I hope that you're all doing very well out there, and welcome to the show. Interesting combination of topics to talk about today. First of all, we are coming off of an entire day of me playing a hot and contentious new release in the Callisto Protocol. Now,
and y'all just let me know
I wasn't expecting that this game
if the sound of the video game is too loud or anything, because I can turn that down.
You know, all signs pointed to the fact that this game was likely going to be quite good. A game made by the original dev team of Dead Space. A game that's the spiritual successor to that franchise.
Yeah, keep saying spiritual successor so I can smack you in your successor mouth.
Company EA, and went on to make their own IP. And the fact that after this team was fired, that
and how
EA
are you doing, Dead
decided
School?
to go ahead and remake
Sunday.
Dead Space with a new dev team is kind of a ginormous slap in the face to the original creators of that IP. So, seeing that this game was coming out was exciting for me. Actually, one of the most anticipated games of the year.
Something's wrong with the game
that,
music?
I planned on playing it all day long yesterday on release day, which I very much did. And man, it seems that gamers have big mixed reactions to this game. Both gaming journalists as well as just gamers at large seem to either love it or hate it. It's kind of weird, actually, in that regard, because honestly,
speaking of regards,
I thought people were looking for something that was going to be very, old school, survival horror-esque, thinking like the original Dead Space, but maybe with some new elements. And personally, after playing it for 5 hours yesterday, that feels like exactly what it is.
Yeah, for some reason, if I turn the music on with my capture card,
about my thoughts about the game.
It pulls it up as double. I noticed that last night when I was charging it.
I feel like I'm well versed
when I was charging it, whenever I was setting everything up.
Although, admittedly, the game's supposed
and then
anywhere from like
I also thought maybe it was just me. Like, so I appreciate you saying. As soon as you said that, I knew exactly what to turn off, because that's what I thought changed it for me. I try this trick here every single time.
I'm going to tell you my thoughts.
And I never get it right.
YouTube short last night that was only 60 seconds long. That kind of
there's a trick where if you jump on that first Goomba's head and then keep jumping around, whoa, gross. You'll get a whole bunch of
for clarification purposes, I'm not playing it today.
if you just keep jumping on the Goomba's head.
Yesterday, 5+ hours.
But
so,
as you see through my playthrough here, I'm not going to need those
one-ups. Today, and today we're going back to God of War Ragnarok on the first stream. And then tonight it'll be more Modern
We may not even get through the entirety of the game, depending on how long the guys
went pretty well. On the last
stream is here
on the late stream, okay? So, if you're looking for more Callisto Protocol, you're in the right place. You're just at the wrong time. Now, I was in the right place, but it must have been the wrong time.
Already singing, huh?
It's a good song.
Wow.
Anyway,
you should have been a singer, DSP. You know,
Callisto Protocol
not that anybody would have liked or listened to your music,
I'll be honest,
but you should have been a singer.
I actually wish I was.
Then I wouldn't have to be doing this content.
5 hours, I'm kind of really getting into the vibe of the game. That, how you get into that rotation, the routine of how it works. And not to say that I'm steamrolling the game at all. I'm dying a lot. But it's fun to die and then say, okay, I see what they did there. That was tricky. Now let me try to re-tackle that room
Take
another
that
way.
fun and put it into your real life.
Okay,
DSP.
that almost worked. And you try one more time. Yeah, we did it. We beat that room, and now we can move on. You see, I like that about the game. And I am excited to play more of it tomorrow.
I'm glad you're excited. That's all that matters.
For those who were into it yesterday, I was too. I was into it. I was really liking it.
Sorry for those that were into it.
Since I am a variety streamer, I do have to mix it up. I can't play the same game all day, every day.
You really could.
I know I would.
It's only 10 hours long. You could just play it for a couple of days and be done with it.
God of War Ragnarok, good lord.
I'm pretty sure
you guys are not aware yet.
Dr. Disrespect beat the game in one day.
29 parts into the game.
I mean, he had alternative reasons for why he was playing that. But
so you're talking like 29, 30 hours. And the game, by all reports, is around maybe 50 hours long. So I guess you can argue we are more than halfway into the game. But it sure feels like the game just started in the last like 5 to 10 hours. So we'll see today. Today, in God of War Ragnarok, it's going to be major story progress because we actually finished up all the side content in the main Lake of Nine open.
We may not use this
last time.
whistle,
Took a couple hours to
but
get through
we're
it.
at least going to find all of the secrets that we can in this game today.
I am very excited to jump back in today and
see how long
myself
this
to story
podcast
advancement
is.
And see what happens. Okay, so I guess here's what we should do. Let's do the gaming schedule first.
Hour and a half.
So you guys know exactly what's going on
That's
here for the rest of the week.
Podcast for the boy.
Fusion. And then we'll jump into my little spiel about the Callisto Protocol. There's a little bit to talk about in gaming news today. Not a heck of a lot, but there's maybe like 2 news stories I'd like to cover. One of which is kind of interesting to me, and other is kind of like not necessarily interesting to me, but everyone seems to be talking about it, so I'll gloss over it today. All right. So, game schedule. Today, God of War Ragnarok on the first stream, and as I just stated, we pretty much finished up nearly all the side content in the Lake of Nine. So likely what we're doing today is either there's 1 or 2 final pieces to do, we'll do that, and then we're heading to the main story.
Anytime someone's leaving
on in that today. All right, hope we get good progress in the main story today.
Wait, I didn't know about that whistle. How'd you get that? So what you have to do is you go to the white.
In Greek mythology, the Fates are these 3 witches.
Dogs barking
kind of
driving
know the
me nuts in my
future
head already.
and are almost like not that they control anything because they don't. They
you go to that white block
time and they can
right after you get out that pipe there. So you go backwards just a little bit. You sit on the white block and you
ended up taking control of their powers.
Hold down for about 5 seconds.
Those fates from happening. Okay.
And after that 5 seconds, you will drop through the cloud.
To reason, if you know the previous
you go to the right
games,
towards the end screen.
These, in this one,
and at the end of that screen, instead of being able to pick one of the magic cards for an ending, you will go into a secret area where Toad gives you the whistle. And it's actually the only choice. So you would walk behind this. There's like a third wall behind there. And whenever you go back there, you'll go instantly into Toad's little secret house.
And he's getting retired. And
we missed one of the secrets here in 4 because I was explaining that. I accidentally missed the first 3 coins. If you collect all of the coins in that particular level right there, you will get a secret White House also.
I don't buy it. Okay.
You didn't know.
All right, so God of War Ragnarok progress here on the first stream. Later tonight, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time, Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer. Last time around, I started using an SMG. Now, I don't exactly remember the model. I actually don't know because I just kind of listened to my audience and just grabbed one. And I started doing well.
I'm not very good at those
like,
spade
seriously,
cards.
immediately
Like,
I was
suck
killing
at
people
those.
way better than I was with a single shot.
I would always hand that off to my one little brother.
I'm excited
and he
to
would
try
do it
more of this tonight,
because
more
he could get them every time.
Maybe the SMG or maybe an LMG is more my style in this game. I guess we'll find out.
Oh, we will find out, Phil. What's best is whenever we do find out, we're going to find out that you suck even more and that your viewers don't care to pay you for that stupid game. Here's the second little secret.
My opinion on this game. Tomorrow night, Sunday night, the late stream is
another
Pokemon
whistle.
Scarlet, and I'm very pumped. Pokemon Scarlet so far has been an outstanding playthrough.
Why they put 2 whistles in the same level, I really don't know. Like, it didn't seem like Nintendo's way, given that they usually hide the secrets pretty well via
Pokemon on Sunday night
Link,
as a chill stream.
Metroid,
then on Monday,
all of those standard
more
games.
God of War, and yes, more Modern Warfare 2. All right? Now, I know, already people in the stream chat, when is Warzone? Why no Warzone? Because I'm not a Warzone player. That's why.
You know what makes a Warzone player? Someone that...
Hold on. You ready, guys?
Starts up Warzone.
I, Phil Burnell, Darkside Phil, also known as DSP on the internet, owner and operator of DSP Gaming, the channel.
To go up there.
I'm not a Warzone player. I'm not known for Warzone. I didn't even really play Warzone.
You're not known for
than
gaming,
times,
bro.
And I hated it. I'm in no rush.
You're
to play
known
Warzone
for the
2.
incident.
I'm not Dr. Disrespect. I'm not one of these battle
Good
royale
gamers.
streamers. I don't know why you're demanding this of me when it's not something that I do. It would be one thing if it was something that
Maybe
I was
it's just because they want to see you do something different.
Why not ask me to do a paint your life stream?
Why is he laughing like
you
that?
know, just ask me these random demand. It's so weird. The people are like all over this.
Why is it so weird that a gamer is asked to play a certain game?
The last time that I was into Battle
Why
Royale,
is that so weird?
Honestly, was Call of Duty Black Ops 4 Blackout. That was many years ago.
What's your point?
I liked it.
So you've done it. You've done that style of game before, and your point is what, man?
And it was a lot of chill streaming fun, even though, admittedly, it's not really a chill stream when you're getting down to the wire and you have to kill everyone. That was an opportunity for me to have a lot of social interaction with you guys as I was running around and gathering resources.
Oh,
and
I'm a dummy. I went the wrong direction.
We had a lot of conversations that were quite fun, right? And I get that. But that was 4 years ago.
Okay, great. So 4 years ago, you're a total different content creator.
It's really not. Like right now, the only multiplayer game that
this has to be the only baby individual on the internet that is asked to play a game and is like, why do you guys want me to play this game? What is wrong with you?
Because people tell me
still crying about it, bro.
They want me to do multiplayer games.
Still crying about it.
It causes rage and stuff, but then sometimes I do well, and it's kind of wacky when I do and stuff like that. Then I do it. Oh, well, we on Warzone. Why? Because the memesters are fucking doing it. Because the hardcore Call of Duty players are doing it.
Why is everything about a meme?
You like wake up and realize
like,
it's not
did he find this word and be like,
every fucking internet meme
I like that word. I'm gonna stick with that word for the rest of days, George, and we're gonna love it, and we're gonna pet it, and we're gonna use it to death until no one cares me say meme anymore.
It's annoying, quite frankly. But I'm listening.
You're quite
and I'm not telling
annoying.
you I'm not doing it. I'm just saying, like, I'm enjoying the natural progression and evolution I'm having playing the Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer. Just
natural progression, evolution, playing.
I started with the M4. Then I unlocked enough different weapons and LMG, and I
can't hear him
now, I thought the
and
M16
not want
was be good
to stab
it's
myself.
Like, it sucks in this one. I don't know what the people have actually said since then they patched
no
it.
one was confusing you with Dr. Disrespect. No friggin' doubt.
Accurate and low damage.
Gosh.
I was like, geez, this gun sucks.
I like it whenever I wear these headphones. It kind of makes it look like I'm wearing a chain or something.
Right? I did the whole
and then I'm right beside 80s Phil. I feel pretty stylish.
And I like the gun, but I didn't like the fact that it was basically
looking good.
A gun that you can't really use a scope on, and it wasn't really for mid to long range. So I said, let's keep going. Right? So then we went back, used the F-Tag, and now I'm using an SMG, and that's kind of...
Who you talking to, man?
This is cool progression.
Can't nobody talk back. Remember?
I'm doing something
Anybody talks back, they get banned.
We are on the precipice of me unlocking the decoy. Finally, that inflatable decoy that was my favorite item to use in the beta is finally about to be unlocked. Finally! I'm like, geez, this is great.
Oink.
I can finally use it and distract people. It's really fun, right?
Oink, oink.
So...
Hey guys, you wouldn't believe this right now. Guess what's going on in the background right now?
And I may unlock it tonight.
My wife just started up the vehicle.
Okay. So,
she's gonna go to Walmart all by herself.
And the out there all are fucking doing the Warzone shit. Oh, look at me.
And she's gonna pick up the groceries, dudes. She's gonna pick up the groceries. Something that Fat Cat can't do.
Oh,
I don't know how my wife is so amazing and awesome and able to do this all on her own. But she doesn't have to wait until my day off from streaming and have me go do it myself.
It's like, who cares about that trick shot?
You know what it probably is? Cat probably refuses to buy him the gin or the booze. And she's like, no, I'm not going to supply that to you. If you want it, you got to go get it yourself.
I feel like I basically got into a situation where we've kind of done the logical progression we've done in Modern Warfare 2. And I'm like, okay, at this point,
4 to 6 Build-A-Figure pieces found. They're hiding the last 2 from me.
Multiplayer in the game. Right now, we're still unlocking weapons. We're still getting to the point of the unlocks I want to do.
What game are you talking about,
I don't want to stop now. You know, I got that momentum going.
Oh, that's what he said.
Got to the point where I can play the game twice a week, right? Seriously, like we just got to the point where I'm playing Modern Warfare 2 2 to 3 times a week, which is great progress, and it's going to make me play better. The last thing I want to do is now play.
It's going to make him play better? That's about the only way he would
Okay.
get better is if
So,
something makes him play
I
better.
will consider doing Warzone. Yes, I'm still listening. I'm not writing it off. I'm just saying, as of tonight, there's no way I'm doing it tonight.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. So
All
what
right,
we're doing
then.
this week is we're alternating. Monday, it's going to be
I'm
God
a
of War and Modern
dummy.
Warfare 2, and then Tuesday it's going to be more Callisto Protocol and more Pokemon Scarlet. Now,
Yeah.
will we beat Callisto Protocol this week? Probably not. If we're 5 hours in and the game is reportedly 10 to 15 hours long, let's say we play it
Big
Sunday,
ups,
then we play it
JG
again
Winnow. How you
Tuesday.
doing, buddy?
By
I
Tuesday,
want to
we'll
play some
likely
Super
be
Mario
near the
3, so
end,
guess what we're doing?
considering the fact
We're
that I
playing some
am
Super
taking my
Mario
time
3,
to go
listening
look
to
for
the
side
guy
content and the
tell
like.
us how
Yeah,
terrible
notice
life is.
I found some significantly interesting side content areas. We found an underground bunker underneath the prison that proved that there was some kind of a weird secret society or cult that was kind of controlling the events that would happen at the prison. We found a secret lab where they were experimenting on the mutations before there was an outbreak at the prison, so they knew that they existed. You see? So because
Do
we're
you
finding
see?
all the supplemental stuff in the game,
Oh,
the game's actually
I thought I
significantly
could
better.
hit that.
So I do want to
I
keep
missed
taking
it.
my time and exploring around rather than just try to rush through the
So
game.
one of the
Okay? So we'll see.
little
We might beat it
known
this week. We might not. If we don't beat it this week,
tricks
that's fine.
that some
We'll
people
continue
have
it on
done
next
with this
week.
particular
And I already
game,
told you guys, since
like
you guys
you're gonna
really
get
seem to like
8
Pokemon
coins for
Scarlet,
doing this part right here.
I would be okay.
You could
taking Pokemon
technically,
Scarlet back
since you have 2
to a
minutes,
daytime stream for a stream or two next
two,
week,
two,
if, time
203
permits,
seconds, I
each
should
week.
say, because the
Callisto
seconds aren't
Protocol?
real seconds.
Since
You
guys
could keep
seem to really
doing this
want it,
over and
I'm
over
down for
again
that,
to
okay?
collect another
We'll see
life.
what happens.
But that's about
And
all
then,
you're
like I said,
really
if
going to
time
get out
permits
of
or
it,
whatever,
even if you
we'll
had
go
2
from there,
full minutes.
Okay. Cool. All right, now.
But it is an
the next
area
new
where you
releases
could
for this
just
month come out on the
recollect
13th.
coins
That's
over
actually
and
a
over and
week
over again.
From
I agree, JG Winnell. It is still one
It's
of the
coming
best
Friday?
NES games.
no,
What's funny though
a week
is
from Tuesday.
having more time going
it's a
through
week
some of
from
these
this
games,
Tuesday. You
I
see?
have found
And the
games
two
that I
releases are
really
coming
didn't
out
realize were that
are
good.
Final
And
Fantasy VII Crisis Core Reunion,
we played
which
that
is the modern remake of
Rad
Crisis Core,
Gravity,
which is a PSP
probably
game,
like
and it's a tie-in
back
game.
in
It's
July,
a prequel to Final Fantasy
and that was a
VII.
fun game. I definitely
then
want to go
also,
back and play that one
there's,
some more
High
because
on Life.
I had a
It's
lot
a
of fun
Game Pass
playing
game.
that.
It's from
I didn't
the
know
makers of Rick and
really
Morty.
where I
It's
was
that
going
fun
and a lot of what was
quirkiness
going
and humor.
on at the
I'm
time.
actually excited to check that one out.
But that's
too.
just because
Okay?
I have
So,
no
those are
background in
coming.
it at all.
And,
I
you know,
wasn't
the goal is
ever
to
a
beat
kid to
Callisto
ever play that
Protocol
game.
before they
So
come out, and maybe do a little
sometimes
bit of
trying to
extra
figure out a
Pokemon,
game
and
30
then,
years
those will be
later
some main focuses along with God of War.
can be a little bit of a headache at first.
And then keep in mind after
Speaking
that,
of
on the
that
16th
Axiom
and 18th,
Verge,
I'm in the Street Fighter 6 Wave 2 beta.
We got to talk
which
about
we're
that.
excited to find out more about because we actually don't know
Like,
what characters will be available for it. But
we got to
I'm pumped
talk
for that, and I'm
about
gonna be all
the
over that.
future
And then,
and
of
me
course, we got the
playing
two holiday events
Axiom
coming up, the
Verge.
Christmas Marathon event,
Because
which please keep nominating games by
I gotta be real with everybody.
Stream chat for that. If you're a
That
member,
game
remember
has
the
turned
videos
into
only
a
post
search
on the
and
YouTube
destroy
chat.
my
You can
heart.
post up your games
Like,
and nominations for, so I'm excited about that.
I spent another hour
The
and a
tips
half
thing is broke.
easily looking
The
around
tips thing
just
is broke.
for what I should be doing next yesterday. And that's why I didn't stream any of it, because I was like, I don't know that I can entertain an audience with gameplay, try to chill and talk with people and everything, and not end up just becoming toxic. So if you want me to become toxic,
No, it is not.
I can still continue playing the game.
I just clicked on it and it worked.
And there's a
I don't know
good
what you're
chance
talking
I'm
about.
going to become
It works.
toxic while playing it.
Are you using? Wait a minute.
But
Xi Jinping, are you using the super
I can
old
also
tips
just
like
play
from
it
a million years
and not
ago?
care.
From
Like,
like 3+ months ago.
I'll get over it.
That
I just don't
changed
want
a
everybody
long
so
time ago.
bored.
Like a long.
The
time
problem
ago.
was last time I had
Because I
every
just
bit
clicked
of
on the link and it
5,
worked fine.
6
Sent me right to
people
the
on
tips page,
stream
no-
still
no
watching
issue.
me go through this game and struggle hardcore. And last night
I don't know.
I had to look up a guide for a
maybe
second,
you
man.
didn't
Like
see
I had
the
to
old
look
link
and
you
see
bookmarked it
where's the guy
3+
going
months ago,
next.
remember?
I
You've been using,
swear on my
the direct
life
PayPal
that I
link
didn't
for
go
many
any
months now,
further.
and it's
Like
working
I
well,
literally
by the
got
way.
to
I will say
where do
this,
I need to go?
you know, we've been through
And
the
I
ringer
stopped the video
of
and I went and
people
got there.
being
But then
dicks and
5 minutes
everything,
after I got
but
there, I didn't know where to
now
go
we're good.
again.
Like, I'm now in a situation where I
it's-
fully control everything.
it's a lot
There's
like
no more,
Metroid,
like, third party
but it's also
middleman when it comes to you guys
not,
contributing to the streams.
if that
You don't
makes
have to worry
sense.
about,
There's a
oh,
lot of
some
things that are
asshole
like
false
extra
reports me somewhere, I
hidden.
get banned. It's not gonna
And
happen. You know, which is
I'm
good.
all about playing it
So,
still.
no
Like
more
I don't like to
bullshit.
just quit
You know,
on a
it's worked
game.
really smoothly and well.
But
play
I also don't
manually, I
want
play the
anybody,
animations for
like-
you guys. I just got a $1 tip, by the way. It's working. It's definitely working.
I don't want to turn people off because
Yeah.
I'm
this is good.
continuing on in a game that I
this,
obviously
you know,
just
I know
can't
we had
seem
adopt,
to
we had to change.
get
I know I
anywhere
played
in, you
manual
know?
Animations. You guys seem to be fine with that. I'm fine with that. Everything's working well. So no complaints on that end. Everything's good. Okay. Okay. Anyway, Yeah, Christmas event coming up. Please nominate games for the Christmas event if you haven't yet. That's exciting. Christmas Eve event, which is the WWE King of Christmas Sims tournament. That's making a return this year. Of course, we get the year-end.
I do stupid things sometimes, like try to go get coins that I don't need.
We got a lot coming up.
Like,
a lot of exciting things. And by the way,
apologies.
In 2023,
there is nothing else in that level besides hidden one up in there, and I didn't find it right away, so I wasn't going to keep wasting time.
If we hit the members,
I want to make sure that I get through the game.
Viewers' Choice event, where you guys
Knox says, yeah, whenever I get lost, I get toxic too, and that's exactly what's going to happen, and I'm cool with it. Like, you want to just hear me get toxic? I'm fine with that. Like, because I don't normally, like, I don't, it's not a normal trait that you guys have seen out of me. So I'm totally okay with being 100% real and getting toxic while watching it. You just have to understand, there's a good chance that I'm going to just rage quit. We might as well just call it as it is. When I quit it last time, what was that, episode 2? That was technically a rage quit in my book. Like, because I was not having it. Like, there was no way that I was getting anywhere. I was getting mad, and I was done. I had plenty of audience still to sit there and watch me play it, and I still chose to quit. Like, nope, this is dumb. I'm getting nowhere. Like, why would I keep continuing to play this?
I'll be honest, when it started, I thought it was kind of a slow start. And I was kind of like, yeah, this is kind of similar to Dead Space 2.
All that valedictorian brain set, and meh is his #1 response to most things.
After having
nothing like Nintendo giving Mario 3 its own film with the wizard. The one way I learned about the warp whistles was seeing it in the film. Are you for real? You know what's crazy is I found the very first whistle in level 2. And I'm going to show you it here. Or sorry, world 2. And I'm going to show it to you here at the end of this world. And that's how I figured out about the whistles. It was totally an accident. But at the same time, once I saw the movie, then I was like, oh, wow, so there's more? There should be more? And then I didn't find them in the first world until well later. Like, figuring out to get behind that white block isn't the easiest thing. I mean, that isn't something normal people just, like, come across. Like, how many times are you just standing on one of the platforms, sitting down for 5 seconds, waiting to see what happens?
Instead of Dead Space only taking place on one ship and then the mining colony at the end of the game.
He's still talking about Dead Space?
It's like almost like Doom 2 Hell on Earth.
Why is he talking about a game that he's not playing right now?
Home, right? It's attacking the human colonies in space and things like that. So I kind of felt that vibe at the beginning of Callisto Protocol, because at the beginning of Callisto Protocol, you're someone operating like a freighter ship. And your freighter ship gets attacked by a group of terrorists / pirates, right? And then you crash on a prison colony, right? And now all of a sudden... Oh, you're right, Epilepsian. That's Dead Space 3. I got him confused.
Yeah, see, you're talking about something you don't even know about, man.
Dead Space 3 is when he's in the...
So stop talking about an old game that you can't even remember, you gin-brain moron.
The beginning of Callisto Protocol is that you're in a situation that's kind of dark and messed up, but then all of a sudden, all hell breaks loose around you, and then you get inadvertently freed, and now...
Why don't you let the viewer that corrected you tell the story, and you just shut up and sit there, like you deserve?
So you're on this prison planet. For some reason, you're being held prisoner. You can't figure out why they arrested you, because you didn't do anything wrong, supposedly, but they arrested you regardless. And now you got to survive as these mutants. They're not necromorphs in this one. They're just mutant.
I love the Wizard as a kid. I picked up the Blu-ray release that came out.
You're working
it was still okay, but I imagine nostalgia glasses are making it better than it is. I totally understand that.
Go there, do this, do that.
I feel that way sometimes about Knight Rider. If we're being real, I had purchased the Knight Rider series on DVD. And then as I was watching it, I was like,
yes, there will be some spoilers, minor spoilers.
How come this was so much cooler? What changed?
Spoilers for the game, okay? The plot is basically
ain't nothing changed.
There's a new warden at the prison, and this warden has only been there for a little while. It's not clear how long, maybe about a year, but since the warden moved in, he completely changed how everything is done in the prison. And the guards don't even like this guy. Like, they're like, man, he really changed everything. We don't like that. We liked how the old person ran the prison, but what are you going to do? It's a new regime coming in. You got to deal with it if you want to keep your jobs. So come to find out,
Is he talking about a video game,
this
right?
warden talks almost like the prison is like a cult,
So the
or like
NPCs
for
felt this
religion,
way?
you can be reformed and you can change and have a new life, right? And then as we were exploring,
Oh
the
my
prison that was
God.
being overrun with
Nothing like
radiation,
talking about an
we found a
NPC.
secret
Hey, I
underground
was away
room
from him.
that
That's some
essentially
crap.
was almost like a cult,
Oh no.
like club room.
Get in there.
Where there was all these podiums. And
Get
all these
off me,
symbols on the
son.
walls, and there was a document
Scorching
we found
jerk
where
off.
there was the warden was reporting
The
to
NPCs
someone else
and
who
talk
was
like
actually
Phil
the
too.
real
I know,
person in
right?
charge, and reporting, yes, everything's going according to plan. You know,
He's like,
and you start
and
reading
then
more
this
documents, it's
NPC was like,
oh, the
man,
prisoners
I
are
sure
like
hope I keep my
experiments,
job.
and
Like,
this is going to be our ultimate.
you trying to give an
success story
in-depth,
and things like
detailed
that. And you're like, what the hell
explanation
are
of
they talking
the
about? Is this in regards
NPCs, bro.
to the cult converting people to become cult members in this
Oh,
prison?
man.
Are they talking about
This guy.
actually
He's something else.
experimenting?
So I'm going to show you guys
on the
something if you didn't
people
know. This is
in
kind
the
of
prison
cool. So
with
1,
these mutant things
2,
or whatever, you know, you don't know. And
3,
that's cool.
just
That's what I
keep
like
counting.
about
We're going to get
these
to
survival
50,
horror
okay?
games. They keep this
I'm not
air
going to
mystery.
count them
You
all.
don't really know
But
what's going on.
if you count to
and it's up
50,
to you to kind of
if
like,
you didn't know this,
through the evidence the game presents and
something
all the things going
interesting
on in the
happens
game,
with this chunk.
you're trying to figure out exactly
The original
what.
Mario Bros.
And I
movie
like
was
that you
trash
keep
then,
guessing. That's one of the
now,
cool things about these
and
games that
now,
makes it
but
exciting
it's
over
my
the
kind of
game.
trash. It's so good. You know what's funny is my girls 2 days ago
So over the course
were
of the game,
asking to watch the
you're trying
Mario
to figure out how can we
cartoons,
escape.
and if
And
you
two of
don't
these
have
other
the
prisoners
Mario
are
Brothers
together.
cartoons, you are so
come to
missing
find out, this
out.
other prisoner
Like those are
actually had
great
been working behind the
cartoons.
scenes for
Like
months before the whole
they
outbreak
kind of
of this
follow
prison.
what the video
And
game is, and that's
basically
really
had an
cool.
idea
Like
of how to get to, like,
so we had a
launch
blast
pad,
watching
all the-
those. And then at the
you know,
end,
like,
every time the big Mario
ships would be an
from
escape.
the movie,
And he's like, what you got to
do
do
the
is you gotta
Mario
go underground
like it's hilarious.
to a dome. Once you get to that dome, that's where a lot of the people who are not the prisoners are living on this
Captain
planet.
Lou.
And from that dome,
So
then
we
you
should
have
be
access
somewhere
to the
around
tram
like
system,
30
which
right now.
then would take you to
And I know it's kind
spaceship.
of hard to see,
So
but if you
that's your
focus on
goal.
his
But
chain,
also, you need to
his
find
chain
someone who
actually
can
starts to glow.
summon
See that
a
now? It's
spaceship
flashing
down
and
the
glowing.
planet. Because right now, it's not clear if there would
See
be
that
anyone
noise?
that could make it off the
Check
planet.
him out.
So
He just
you
bolted.
try to find a prisoner. and come to
You
find
stand
out,
there and let
you go
him
to
do
free that
50
prisoner,
chain
that
pulls.
prisoner
He
is
disappears.
One of the freaking
Like,
pirate slash
he just-
terrorists that
I'm
was
out.
storming your ship in the
Oh,
beginning
whoops.
of the game.
I missed that.
And she's like, "Oh, I'm not going to work with you." And then in a really weird, mysterious twist,
It doesn't do anything, and
she
it
actually
doesn't
says
mean
to
anything at
the
all.
person you've been
It's
working
just
with
one of
for most
those.
the game,
It's just
don't
one of those
trust
things,
that
you know?
guy. He's not who
Like-
he says he is. Now, what in the holy hell does that mean? 'Cause that
Phil,
sounds
you're the
to
one
me
talking. You tell
like
us what
you
it
are who you
means,
say
bro.
you are. You're led to believe you're a
I
smuggler.
love the
or
Mario
a
and Zelda
cargo
cartoon. I know, man. Me
transporter.
too. I
Maybe you're
really
not,
did.
right? Maybe you're actually.
I think
something
that's what
different. I don't
really
know.
made me love the games.
So anyway, and by
like,
the way, the spoilers are
before
almost
I
done. just
ever
wanna do
even
a
had
little
them,
blast
because
on
you know,
this point to
as a
let you
kid,
understand why like
I
this
would
game.
watch a lot of different
So
cartoons
then,
and stuff, but that doesn't mean that I actually owned the
Basically,
game
after
before.
You get
Like,
to a point where she's like, "I'm not going to work with
sometimes
you." She
it
runs
took
off, and I get the feeling you'll find her later in the game because you're probably going to need her help.
a while before
Now it's
I
like,
ever
well,
got the
screw it.
game.
We just got to get to where the ships could possibly be. So the person who you're working with says, "Well, I already know a way. You got to go underground, so I'm going to open the way to go." But
That
you're
chain
gonna have
break
no
thing
comms
was
under
like
there.
an
So
urban
good
legend
luck.
at
She
lunchtime.
spent like an hour and a half by
thing.
herself.
Did you know
not
what
talking to
that
anyone,
happened?
Just trying
And
to
you're
survive
not
underground.
sure
And
if
man,
it's
that's
true or
when
not.
really
That
ramps it up. There's
100%
types down
is
there.
how I
There's
found out
gauntlets
about
of
it.
enemies
Was
down
at school,
there.
a kid talking
Thankfully,
about
I
it,
upgraded
and I was
my
like, nah,
arsenal enough
like nah.
that
And
I
all to
was able
find
hang,
out
although I
that
died
it's
a
in the
lot,
Nintendo
all right?
Power
But I got
magazine.
through it, and I
Like,
finally got to the dome. And that's
so
where we left off.
he
I ran
knew
out of time.
because he had
I'm in
seen
the
it in the
dome, in this
Nintendo Power
botanical
magazine.
garden. We were going through there.
I just
trying
like to do
enable
that.
like a tram.
Don't
get
need
us
to
the
be
next
there.
part of the game, and that's when I ran out of time.
Chomp,
all
chomp.
right? So that's where I am so far. So just listening to
Pre-internet
that
video
plot.
game rumors,
So
legends ran wild
you're
at
someone who's
lunch.
supposed to be a cargo
Yeah, it makes me wonder
smuggler
what kids
or a
talk about at
cargo
school nowadays.
transporter. It's not clear. You get boarded
Did
by
you
some
see
pirates
that
and terrorists who
YouTube
crash
video
in on
of
a prison planet.
DSP,
For some reason, they take you prisoner
and
despite the fact
he
you've done
was
nothing wrong.
caught
All
doing
hell
the
breaks loose in
incident?
prison, and people are mutating and dying.
Oh,
left and right.
come on.
You don't really know
I was
why
so
or understand
close.
why. You're trying to survive.
Brother,
the
for
warden
Foretrosake,
loses the
I
survivors
need
who try to escape.
you.
At the same time, there's this underlying plot that the warden may be in a cult.
I remember when
and
Mario
either was trying to
64
use the prison
was
as a way
Luigi,
to make cultists, or
was
maybe
in the
he was
game, and
experimenting
here
on
was
people
all the
along,
goofy rumors
and that's what
spread
the
at
mutations
school
are. You
on
don't
how
know.
to get him.
Okay. Also, there's an element that you might not be who you say you are because the terrorist accuses you of that. Maybe she's not a terrorist at
Man,
all.
he's so boring.
Who knows, right? And that's kind of where we are in the game 5 hours in. That's a good plot to me. Like, that's interesting. I'm intrigued.
That's good.
I
Nobody
want to
really
keep playing
cares
to
what
find
you
out
think,
what's going
though.
to happen in this plot. And I think it's well written so far. Admittedly, the first hour is quite slow. In the first hour, it's just about, oh, you've been freed from your cell and you're trying to survive.
I don't understand
After
what's
that,
wrong with
once you start
puppies.
getting into plot elements, the game starts getting
Oh,
a lot
no.
better. So you do have to get past that initial, maybe introductory section to really understand how good it gets, okay? Now, what I'm seeing a lot of people say, all right, is that
He's
the game is
seen a
not
lot of
scary.
people say.
The game is gory, the game is challenging, but the game is not scary, okay? Now, I guess the question is, what do you find scary? Because that's subjective. That's an objective judgment. Everyone thinks that something is different that's scary. You know what I'm saying?
I do, but I don't care. Does that matter?
So,
I know what you're saying, but it makes no relevance.
I had to ban someone because they were apparently posting fucking story spoilers. He's an idiot.
Story
fucking ban
spoilers?
Yeah, I think there was a big story spoiler. I didn't really read it. I saw a big paragraph and there was a couple names. I was like, oh, okay, ban. Fucking idiot.
What?
So anyway.
So if JG Winnow comes in here and tells me DSP says this in about 5 minutes, I'm supposed to ban you?
Okay.
Like,
so,
is that what his point is right
continuing
there?
on.
Like,
the thing that is scary
story
about the game,
spoiler?
in my opinion, okay, is at
what a
any
doofus.
moment,
Like, you
can
get
turn a
banned
corner
for
and it seems
telling
like you're
people
safe,
what
right?
is coming up
But
in the
you're not.
podcast? Like,
Okay,
is that what
here's
he's
I mean
saying?
by that.
Like, I'm
Perfect example
confused.
would be yesterday, near the end of my stream. I walk into a room in the botanical gardens, okay? Everything
R.I.P.
seems
Right,
fine.
gone. One of the
I
other
hear
big
nothing,
rumors
see nothing,
was
everything seems good.
folks
But
talked
there's a
about
bunch of
was
smoke in front of me. And I'm
reviving
like,
Aerith
an
in
item.
Final Fantasy VII.
sitting,
Oh, okay.
like,
So
right
I'm at
here
the point now where I
on a
figured out
box,
on accident
right next to the smoke.
how to
Okay.
get past
Alright.
this. It
So
was
obviously
totally an
there's gonna be
accident
some
whenever I
kind
was a
of trick
kid.
here.
So
So I'm walking forward towards the
I
smoke.
had
can't
beat
see anything. And
the
all of a sudden, when I'm about to grab the
hammer
item,
bro,
whoa, you hear a
or
monster
actually the
lunge.
boomerang
okay,
bro
I backstep.
that gave me this hammer,
Here comes the
and I
monster.
had
It's coming at me.
accidentally hit it
All right,
right
what can
here
I do? So I grab
and
him,
found
throw him
this
against the
area
wall,
over
beat him
here.
with my stick.
It was totally
All
an
of a sudden,
accident.
another monster
So this
came
is
out
how
of the
I
smoke.
found
Oh,
my first
shit.
whistle.
So
And
I
what's
gotta kill
crazy
this one
is
quick.
when you
So
get
I'm
this
trying to kill
frog
him
suit,
quick. I do.
I was
trying to
like,
kill the other one.
frog?
Grab him. There's a
I can be a
third
frog?
monster, and this one is the spitter. This is the one
No
that can
way.
hit
And I was like,
distance.
stupid hammer, bro.
Okay?
I
It's
almost
also
didn't
a
go
king.
to him.
So,
And then I was like,
now what do I do?
oh, whoa.
So I'm trying
Like,
to
these
kill
aren't
the
hammer
one,
bros. These
the
are
other one's coming
fireball
out, trying to
bros.
fight through
Like,
once I'm dead.
when do you see
All right?
fireball
That's
bros?
scary to me. Why?
And there was a
Because
whistle.
you didn't know what was coming. There was an air of mystery, an air of, scary. At any moment, you could go around a corner.
And the
use your
game's kind of
protocol,
cool, you know,
and
because
don't
they
know if
give
you're
you
facing
different
1,
places
2,
to
5
accidentally
enemies.
use
You don't
that
know if it's
hammer.
a situation where you can survive
And
head
that
up,
would just
or
mean
if
that
have
you
to be
never get the
strategic.
hammer.
Maybe you have to
Like,
retreat and then fight them by trying to lure them to another room. Some of the rooms have
or you
traps
never get the
or like
hammer. I'm a
spiked
doofus.
walls.
You never
where
get
can use the
to
grip,
use it
the
at that
telekinesis
spot.
power in
So,
this
like,
game to grab
there's a
an
good
enemy
chance
and
that you
stick it to
use
the
that
wall. That's
hammer
an
too
instant kill.
soon.
That's an easy way to instantly
You are
kill an
not
enemy.
getting to
Of course,
use
you
it.
can only grab maybe 2 to 3 enemies top.
I'm going to show you another
Before you run out
spot
of energy
here
for your grip, and
where
now you
not
gotta fight
only
with
you
your
can get a
hand.
1-up
Combat
while you're in here,
guns. So to
but
me,
you could go back
that's kind of the scary element.
and
You don't know what you're
redo
going to
these
find around
coins
any particular
all of the
corner.
time.
And now the game has a new
So
enemy
right
type.
here,
And yes,
you
it's
jump
a
up.
minor spoiler, but I'm pretty sure
There's
you guys
a
know the
1-up
variety of enemies
that
in the
comes
game.
out.
There's an enemy that looks like a normal enemy. As you
So
start
there's your
to hit it
1-up.
and fight it, all of a sudden
Clear those 2
tentacles
blocks.
start to rip out of its body.
Now you can get some
This is a mutated
free coins.
and
I
this
didn't
is the
need to
tougher
leave
kind of
those
enemy
2
in the
up
game.
there.
Now,
I just
you have an option.
accidentally forgot to
Option
grab them
number
before I
1
came back down.
is to try to shoot
And then when you come
tentacles.
go
It's
back into
hard.
this
I'm
pipe,
not
you
gonna
come
lie,
out of
it's
this one,
pretty difficult,
you just climb back
okay?
up the hill,
Option number 2 is to try to beat the
and you
shit
can
out of
go
that enemy
right back
before
in
it
there
mutates.
again.
I've tried it a few times. I
if
think
you
I've only
needed
done it
extra
once.
lives,
The other times I
if
tried,
that
it
was
just
a
kept
problem
mutating
for you
and
in the
beat me
game,
and then
that you just
got
need more
super
lives,
powered and I got owned. The third option, which seems to be
you
the
can get
best
the coins
option,
all over again.
to me
Now
is
you
grab
cannot
it,
get the
throw it
1-up
somewhere,
again,
and
but
then
you can
try
get the
to unload
coins
on it
over and
however
over
you
and
can,
over
whether
again.
it's a
You just
shotgun,
keep
whether it's
going
just
through
stomping,
this
whether it's
over
beating
again.
it, because once it's kind of thrown,
We got
it's
like
stunned.
200
it
seconds
gives you a little
left, so
bit
we're
extra
gonna
time
at
before
least
it
just go
mutates.
and do it one more time,
Now,
just
in
to
general, when I
prove
know
that
that
you
there's
can
a
do it a
mutator
couple times.
/ tentacle monster coming up, I try to use my environment, stick it on the wall, or in one case, I knew one was coming, and I had a gas canister.
And this
blew it
one,
up.
you
And
get
once it blew
19
it up,
coins
you know,
out of
didn't
it.
matter
So
if it was mutating, it was dead. Okay? So
it's a lot
you gotta be
easier
tricky.
to get
That's the thing
some
about this
more
game is being
lives
tricky.
out of
And
it than the other
thing
one that I showed you
feel
where you only
most
get
people are
8
complaining
coins.
about the game when it comes to the gameplay elements is the melee combat. Okay? Let's address the melee combat in Callisto Protocol.
Let's
At the beginning
address
of the game,
it.
it's all you have. All right? How does it work?
Let's address
Well,
the
at any
melee.
moment, an enemy's coming at you. When an enemy attacks, all you have to do is be holding either left or right on your thumbstick, and your guy will dodge. Now, some enemies only attack once, some attack twice. I think in one case, I did find one that attacked 3 times. So what you got to do is dodge, and if a second attack is coming, swap from left to right.
Yeah, you know how to rock.
And you'll
rock
bob and weave
to
the other
left,
way.
and then rock.
Now the enemy is
and
open
then
for
rock,
a combo. And you can
rock,
usually
rock,
hit it
rock,
twice
rock, rock.
if you buy the upgrade like I did. I have a 3-hit combo.
I want
so
a
I can hit it up to
mullet
3 times.
wig like that.
Now,
I'm gonna wear a
after
mullet
3
wig
hits,
here.
if you have a gun,
I want
the
to
game
look
gives you
like
an option.
the guy.
Would you like to do a follow-up hit?
He does
that's
like
a
to wear some
gunshot
wigs,
to a
don't
weak
he?
point. That's your call. You don't have to do it.
Rock
But,
back and
you
forth.
know,
I'm
as
an
you
X
get
and
more and
Y
more ammo in the
axis.
game, it probably does make sense to start using those. So essentially, it's dodge, dodge, 1, 2, 3, shoot. Dodge, dodge, 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Axis.
That's the melee combat system in the game. Now, the problem with this system is it only works usually against one enemy at a time.
So I can pay
If you're
my
fighting
back
2 at a
taxes.
time, you can't really keep dodging 2 guys at once. And once you start attacking one, you might accidentally start swinging at the other. That's happened to me a few times. There's 2 guys in front of me. I'm like, 1, 2, oh shit. 1, 2, and now the combo's
Scat, scat, scat. 1, 2.
not working
Oh, scat, scat, scat.
So, ideally, you want to be fighting these guys one-on-one, or you want to be separating them using your tools. So initially, yes, the combat in the game is quite slow because it's all this melee combat.
This
based. But once
is
you
my
start getting
favorite
weapons,
Mario
like the
game by
handgun,
far, JG
there's an
Winnow.
optional weapon,
Like,
the shotgun. It's completely
I have
optional.
played-
You can miss it. All right, and I
honestly,
almost did,
the
'cause I
second
didn't know it was
game
an
to me
optional area, and I said, well, you know what, I
that's
wanna
in
check
my
that
second
first.
like
So I went
love
back and
of
checked, and
Mario
I found the
games
schematic for the shotgun,
is
which is
Mario
way better
Galaxy.
than the handgun.
I
Okay?
love
So,
Mario Galaxy. Like that
you know,
is a
once you
great
start
game.
getting these weapons, now you have
That
more
reminds
options,
me
and then
what
once
this
you get
game could
the
have
grip,
been if the
that's
hardware
power
was
glove, I
then.
call it, 'cause it looks
You
like a
know,
power glove
like if
from
they had that
Nintendo,
kind of hardware
but
back
it's
then,
really
that's
the
what this would have been.
telekinetic abilities
Super
from
Mario
Dead Space.
Galaxy.
Now
I had so much
is when
fun
the
playing that
really
game.
becomes what it's supposed to be. 'Cause
And
now you have
then the
3
red
options.
Mario
Melee,
Wii
guns,
with the 4 players.
telekinesis.
That's my third one. Only because you can
And now
play
I-
with
what
4
I've
players
done,
at the same
at least in
time.
my playthrough, I don't know,
And
'cause
that's
again, this
awesome
game has
sauce.
many ways you can play
I also
it.
played that
You
with
can
my
upgrade
little
your
brother
melee,
that
you can
passed.
upgrade your guns, you can
He
upgrade
helped
your
me
grip.
actually beat the
I've
game.
upgraded
He
the
wasn't
grip
very
twice
good at it, and he
already,
didn't
which,
like
by the
it.
way, is not
But he
easy
could
in this
always
game.
be my
The credits
bubble
are very scarce.
to
You know,
keep
most
me
enemies are dropping
going.
10 credits at a
Whenever
piece.
he would
Well, guess
die,
what?
he would
300
still
for a
be
base
there at
upgrade,
least, and
900
then I
for
could
a
pop
medium
him back
upgrade,
alive. And then if I died in an
1T700
area, he
credits
was there.
for the
Like
highest
that was the
level
coolest
upgrades.
part
These are
about
not
it to
easy.
me.
Okay, at
But
all.
this is
These
my
are
favorite
hard to
one.
get and hard to do. You
I
gotta really
I paid
save
for
up
this
and really
whenever I
manage
was a
everything
kid
in order to be able to get the better upgrade.
at Sears.
So upgrading my grip.
Sears used to have
now I
a
a grip
section
that allows
of
me not
video
only to grab
games,
an enemy, but throw him from big force into
and it was in the
damage.
mall.
Plus insta kill. If
And
you
I
hit him
paid
against, like, a wall
$58
that
and
has spikes
change
on it and stuff.
at 8
And I've
years
done this
old
in
for
many
this
different
game.
parts of the game. There was one room with a bunch of gears. I just kept throwing enemies into the gears. They would turn into mulch.
And
in
I
some rooms,
paid
you stick
for
them
it
on the
with my
wall, you
birthday
fight
money.
The other ones, right? It's pretty neat, actually.
And
It's a good
such that I
mechanic.
had collected
I like it. I'm enjoying
over the course of
and
that
now that I
year.
have the 3 things to alternate,
So I was
I'm
pretty
doing, oh, okay, dodge,
proud
dodge,
of
combo,
myself
shoot.
at that
Oh, there's
time.
another one. Grab, toss. Oh, dodge, combo, shoot. Grab, toss. Pull out the shotgun. Ba-doom, ba-doom. Take him down.
What's
Stomp.
up, Captain?
And by the way, another critical thing about the game,
Captain
you
Lego
gotta
Man
stomp.
isn't here,
Kill an enemy
but
that's mutated,
Captain the
stomp
Cat
the shit out of
is
it,
down
that's how
here
you get
by
items.
my
You just
feet
wanna
right
do
now.
Fucking stomp fast. Do gore
There
sword
is a little
everywhere.
bit down there.
Fun.
I
It's very fun.
I got
Turn 'em into
distracted
Jell-O.
with the kitty cat.
Take all their items out of the dead body.
because
Okay?
this is a
So,
cabled
once
cord.
you get the pattern
So
down and you
he
understand
is going back and forth,
how it
rubbing
works,
his tail on the cord
game
right
is
now.
actually quite rewarding.
Look at that. I got
But
a
the
money
game
ship,
is a game that's meant to be
and I
played,
got
and you're gonna die
flip
bunch,
card.
and that's fine. You die. Now you know what's in that room.
Huh.
Now you plan for what's in that room. You
I can't
go in there,
remember
you
where
try
that is.
strategy. Did it work? No. Okay, try a different one until you figure it out. And yes, I've died a bunch, but at least I'm making progress. You know, I'm not getting stuck on anything too particularly. What I find hilarious.
too particularly.
Hilarious are the reviews and the content creators who are basically panning the game. All right?
Panning the game?
Let's address each of these points one by one.
Oh, okay. Let's hear
Number
what you
one,
have to
the
say.
game is too outdated. Okay? Too outdated. Now, I want you to think about modern survival horror.
Okay.
Most modern survival horror games are now first-person survival games. Most first-person horror games don't even have combat anymore, right? Think about it. Oh,
Okay.
you're gonna run and hide from a villain that you can't even fight. Then you solve a bunch of fucking puzzles and read logs, and then you're on to the next room where you sneak around it. That's kind of like modern horror now. And does
Okay.
this game feel like that? Fuck no. They didn't go that route. In a lot of ways, I kind of say, yeah,
about
what
route?
we're going for was a more classic survival horror.
Where do you say
formula.
root in that sentence?
But who says that the
Maybe I'm just
modern
from a different part of the
horror is
country.
a better formula
It's a route.
than the classic? Like, to me, I would much rather play a game
Like
where I feel like I'm in
router.
control than a game where it's just running around
Not root,
looting shit
something growing
and
out of the
avoiding an
ground.
enemy. right? Like, let's be honest, the Amnesia series is a lot like that.
Gotta
And I'm not
remember
shitting
whenever
on
I
the
first played
Amnesia
Resident
series,
Evil 1,
but
and that game scared the
wouldn't
crap
you
out
rather
of me.
play a
Yeah,
game
dude,
where
me
you
too.
have some
Like,
combat, you feel
that
wow,
definitely-
challenge. I killed everything in that room.
that game
stopped the shit, I
sold
turned them into a
itself to
fucking
me being
gory
that
mound of
scary.
paste.
Like,
I ripped the items
I
right out of
loved
their dead
it.
bodies. Right? How fun is
My
that?
mom sat
As
and
opposed
watched
to,
me
I
play
snuck
that
through a bunch of
game
bookcases while some
because she
invisible
enjoyed
dude was trying to
the
kill me. Who cares?
the horror
You know what I'm saying? Like,
aspect of it.
I
Like,
like
she's one of those
more
people that just
visceral classic
loves
to
scary
modern
movies
horror,
and such.
okay?
So it was cool because she just sat there and
like
watched me
Silent
play
Hill
it. So.
2, like the original Resident Evils. I would play those 10 times out of 10 before I would go and play
10
another
times out of
fucking
10.
first-person survival horror game again. Seriously.
I shot him.
No, I'm not saying they're bad.
I shot
played
him.
Visage last year. I thought
Big
Visage was
Bass
absolutely amazing.
swallowed me up.
All right, but to me, when they say, "Oh, this game's kind of
You
outdated in its
dirty
gameplay
bass.
mechanics," like, what are you talking about? Why are you saying that? Because you actually have to survive.
See? I
Because
shot
it's not
him.
A modern game where by the second level you have so much ammo oozing out of your pores and
I shot
orifices,
him.
and the guns are so overpowered.
I don't miss
that
shooting
basically
Big
you have
Bass, and then
absolutely
I
no
miss right
actual
there
fear
like a
of
fool.
anything. You know what I'm saying? Like even
Cheat
Dead
got in
Space
the way.
to some
See?
extent.
I can
extent
hit him from
was
any
built to that,
distance.
especially by Dead Space 3, right?
I can
Dead
hit that
Space
cheat.
1, more classic survival horror. Dead Space 2, a
Yeah.
little bit of a hybrid, although I would say, when it
Gotcha.
came to like the Regenerator, that's where the horror came, an enemy you can't kill.
Come on back,
But Dead
Bass.
Space 3 was just like, dude, this is just like it's a shooter,
Since
right?
you want to keep
And I
coming
guess
back
you
at
could
the
say
most
a lot of more
op-
modern horror games. Let's take a look at Evil
Oh
Within.
no.
They're kind of guilty of this, where
Yeah, get dead.
maybe because the games became so run and gun and all about just shooting things, that the whole horror
When the
element
dogs
was
burst
lost,
through
right?
the
Even
window
Resident
in the
Evil's
first
guilty of this.
hallway,
Resident
that
Evil
was like
5
the
and
what the
6
hell moment.
were
Yeah.
more to a shooter than
My
anything
thing
else, right?
on top of that was the crows. Like, I did not dig the crows at all. Like,
I think that's
for
that's
some
stupid.
reason that
So
Like,
I
I
don't
didn't like
agree.
any of that.
Oh, it's an older style game, and because of that, it's not modern, and there's not.
But yeah,
good.
when those dogs burst through the window
only way
in
that I
that
will
first
agree with this
hallway
statement,
off to the
alright,
side,
is the save system.
that is the first
save
time that
system
I
is
pooped
flawed,
myself a
and
little
here's
bit.
why.
Yep.
The game has a manual save. You
was
can
like,
literally save
Yep.
at
There's
any
little
time you
Scat.
want in the game. Okay? But it doesn't actually save your game. And I don't understand why games do this. Okay? So the game actually, in reality, has a checkpoint.
Actually, in
Every
reality,
once in a while, you hit a key part of the story or a key location, and the
I
game
feel
will
like I
autosave
understand
on
the
that
story a lot
spot.
better.
If you happen to die, it will reload you at that spot. But certain things like
What did
key
Dead School
items
say?
and
I
things
missed it.
Remain.
Whoa, what happened?
It's kind of weird. I'll give you an example.
NES glitch.
So, yesterday
Mama,
I was in
no.
an area where auto-saved in a room that's considered a safe room. It has a vendor and all that stuff in it, okay? But I hadn't looted the room yet. There was another room next door I hadn't looted, and then the third room coming up was the room with the enemies in
R.I.P.
it, all right? So,
SMB3.
it auto-saves in the room. I loot everything. I go to the next room. I loot everything.
All
I go
right,
to
so
the
what we're
room
going to
with
at
the
least
tough
do
enemy.
is we're going to
Oops,
show you
I
the
died.
secret.
So it auto loads
is
me back
in
to the safe room, all right? But as I start to look around the room, I
World
realize
4.
some of the items I
World
picked
4.
up
I'm
aren't
gonna do
here
this.
anymore.
Level 4.
Huh?
Since I didn't get the extra coins
I don't get, like,
the
why are
first
they
time
not
because
here
I was
anymore?
talking with Knock.
Right?
Oh, and Knock, if you're
That's
still
a little
watching,
confusing.
this is how you get
So then I go
in
to the
level
next
3.
room,
See,
but all
you
the
just
items are
hold
in that
down,
room.
and
So
now
then I
you're
go to find,
behind it.
Oops, I died again. I go back. Now more items are missing. I'm like, wait, so this is weird.
It puts you
is
behind
saving,
the scenes.
but it's spawning me back in the freaking save room.
After I
Well,
said
the
that, I'm
safe
like,
room. But then the
nah.
item placement is different. It's weird. It's actually quite
Puts
odd.
you
There was another
behind the
situation
scenes.
where there was an optional grading you could remove, and there were items in there. And every time that I died and came back, the items were completely different. So you can't really plan on what items you're going to get for the next room because it seems like some of them are randomized, okay? So I would say the save system is annoying. Why have something that says manually save if it literally doesn't manually save? It should. It should save right where you're saving. If there's a tough room in the next room, you know there's enemies that are going to kill you coming up. You should be able to save outside the door, go in the room. If you die, you start from outside the door again. Now, teleport you 4 rooms back to what's considered
So
the
is he
safe room.
complaining
Now you
about
have
people
to
complaining
painstakingly
and now
reloot
complaining?
every area
About the
between
game?
you and the room where the enemies
Like-
are. That's dumb. And I think that could be improved. And I think that's
Apologies,
a shortcoming of the
dude.
game.
Doing a quick
Outside
test
of
stream,
that,
but I am ending
I
it
haven't
when
seen
the guy
another single
starts.
problem.
No,
First of
man,
all,
no worries at all.
performance-wise,
Thanks for
runs
stopping
nice
by,
on the
guy
Xbox
with you,
Series
man.
X. Does it have some frame
Are
stuttering?
you covering
Yes,
the
it
guy
does.
live today?
Is it consistently bad? No,
I
it's
didn't
not.
have plans
Pretty
to.
good
Are
throughout.
you going
It's pretty
to?
steady in the key parts where I need it to run well.
Will
it's
you?
running well, and the combat seems good. So I really don't have any complaints there about performance. I know
Since you're not playing Warzone and you're not playing Bug Snacks, can you cover the guy today?
A ton and crash it. I've seen 0 crashes, and I do see some stuttering, but not a ton, and it doesn't really hinder the gameplay. So I'm happy with the graphical performance.
No, I needed one more Goomba, and I didn't have him. I need to let more come out before I start killing the other one.
Horror game in particular.
And if you didn't see it last time, what you need to do up here is just jump up, and there's a 1-up that's hidden up there.
Walls and stuff. It looks really neat. I'm like, wow, this is pretty well done. It looks like a movie set almost. I really like that.
Yeah, he liked it at a movie sets.
Graphics, no problem. Gameplay elements, I mean, a lot of people said, oh, they don't like the
no.
And you don't like the repetitive.
I mean, if somebody wants
me
to cover the guy live, I can.
Ever in history. Have you played?
Nobody's asking for it.
They are all repetitive.
But I mean,
name one survival horror game you've ever played that's not repetitive.
Because I mean, I'm still playing this.
That's like saying,
I could play this for,
you know, I wish this fighting game were better, but I just got to keep using the same combos over and over. It's so repetitive. It's like, what are you, stupid?
Nox says, yes, he is.
Dunce.
If Mario 3 is your favorite Mario,
why play a genre
have you considered trying out the Mario 3 randomizer that's out here?
If you don't like
I think the folks behind even restored cut levels and all that.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I actually don't know.
Now,
I don't know anything about that.
The other thing is, someone just said, what about Resident Evil 7 and 8? What about it?
What is that from?
What about it?
Mario 3 randomizer?
Locations?
Because the only thing that I personally know about
Protocol, the locations are different.
Was in
the enemies are different. The challenges are different.
Mario Maker.
Right now,
and there was a lot of cool levels in Mario Maker that I played.
Like the fast-moving ones that crawl on the ceiling and jump out of the floor. There's different enemies right now. There's the little leech things that jump and grab you. There's the tentacles that come out and get you.
You're moving your test stream to later tonight.
Right?
Are you going to play Bug Snacks for us?
I really don't understand that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's good variety.
Guy with 2 names.
Now we've arrived at the dome. Now we're in a botanical garden.
The crowd has spoken.
Or a prison. We have to think about it.
They need you
to a bunch of
and the Bug Snacks gang
to like sewers, and now we're in a dome
to feed our need.
Locations too. How are you going to tell me that's not variety?
So since you missed it earlier and the game decided to glitch out on me, this is what I did. You go over here to this white block, you hold down for about 5 seconds, you fall through, make sure that you jump over these guys,
it's fucking survival horror.
And then you just run behind the scenes to get your whistle.
Really? The one thing that I can see
I will eventually. I give in.
Fine.
You've all heard it. Live at Foretrosake stream. Guy with 2 names is going to give us Bug Snacks.
And now you have options. You don't have to keep using the melee system after the first 2 hours.
That's a win. That's a W for everyone.
Shooting, you can be grabbing and throwing. You know, you could
Guy with 2 names wins. We all win.
And now that your problems
and most importantly,
here's what it is.
The trolls win.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, let's be honest. Here's what happened.
All right, so in level 4, you just got to get all of the coins.
And all of a
sudden, there are some coins that are hidden.
Beat the game in 48 hours. They were told by their publisher or whoever it is.
I missed the very first 3 coins whenever I started last time.
Come back to me with a thorough review. Oh, okay,
these coins.
Now rush. So let's try to rush the game, all right? Oh my God!
That 1-up doesn't count. It's not like you have to get it.
In this melee system,
but any of these coins that are hidden, which is like this one,
shoot,
you got to get all of these.
They don't like it because it's not something that can easily be cheesed. It's not something
that
you can bully your way through. It's not a game where
there's a lot of 1-ups
your guns are overpowered, your
and coins hidden in
this. Like Rambo, you're shooting everything in the corridor, blowing up. You know, you can't do that.
Got to get all of these.
Your brain, right? You got to fucking be doing something.
Got to get these
in a way where it takes intelligence. And yes, there's
and I missed it. It knocked me off the screen.
They don't like that.
Jerky
jerk. That can easily. I cracked the code. Right?
I missed one again
to this game, and now I know exactly what to do to turbo through it. And it's
now
I can review it in 48 hours, right? So they're all pissy about that.
Oh,
it's outdated.
And I didn't get my 5-up. This is just a boo.
Jesus Christ! And really, I can't imagine someone playing this game rage quitting it. The only thing I can say is,
thank you, JG Winnow. I look forward to seeing
difficulty,
that. While it can be played,
is there the nuances of the combat engine first.
Oh, cool.
And now you're actually trying to like learn how
Guy
to
with
play
2
on
names says
harder difficulty.
Oh, look, they did give me the secret.
yeah, I can see why you'd be pissy about
Look
it.
at that.
But
they gave it to me
why did you
anyways.
play it on a
This
harder
is a
difficulty
very
before you
useful
learned it? It's a
secret,
new
too, because
IP.
this one gives
It's
you a
not Dead
P-wing.
Space 4, and that's another thing.
Like,
I think a lot of
anyone
people
that's ever
thought
played this
Callisto
game
Protocol
knows the
was Dead Space
P-wing
4.
matters more than anything
It's
in this
not
game.
Dead Space 4. It's a new IP. It plays differently. You're going to have to learn things from the ground up. The moment you start playing a brand new game franchise, do you put it on the harder difficulty? Only if you're a fucking idiot. You have to learn the game
Sometimes I'm
first,
an idiot.
then
What am I
you
gonna
challenge yourself to the harder
I
difficulty.
guess I can make him bigger.
Stop it with the bullshit. Like, why? Why would you do? I mean, seriously. I did it for my viewers because I'm trying to put a more entertaining experience out. Yeah, you want to know what was entertaining? When you died and you rage quit the game and deleted it from your console. That was really entertaining for them because they got you.
Who exactly is he talking to?
You're gullible. You fell for the trap. You fell for them trolling you and saying it would only be good if it was harder. You made it harder. You pissed yourself off.
Hold on.
And now you look like a clown on the internet. What did you think was going to happen?
So wait.
Right? Like,
so
just
he's
play the fucking
talking
game
about
and enjoy
someone
it.
being
So
an
many of you
idiot giving into his trolls right now. Is that what he's talking about? Someone's an idiot because they gave in and played it on hard mode and they're an idiot. Felipe, Filarino, my boy. In less than 8 hours, you're going to do the same thing and give in and play Warzone. Future Foretrosake here to let you know you're a fool.
Content creators are like beholden to their audience now. I gotta again. It's all about
Yeah,
the
guy
length
with
of
two
the
names.
edict,
I give in
right?
the trolls all the time.
I play on
Right.
hard. Whenever I play a new game, I play on the harder difficulty to prove
Might as well
that
just
I'm a
give in to the trolls. They're
massive,
gonna get it if they
challenging
want
gamer,
it.
and I'm rewarded with a big
One way
throbbing erection.
or another.
Who fucking cares? No
gonna
one
get it.
cares. It's
gonna
like,
get you.
wow. You know what the best quote about this is? The fucking angry video game nerd. 15
He loves that
goddamn
guy.
years
He
ago,
likes to steal all
had
of
a
his
quote in
content.
One of his reviews, and I still remember it to this day.
Of course you do,
He's playing a
because
game,
you catch up on it so
an
you can
NES
use his
game,
content.
right? And it's hard as shit, and he's raging about it.
Oh, really?
And
The
all of
angry
a sudden, he
video game
stops the
nerd
review.
is doing that?
Right? He's
Weird.
playing the game like this. He's so angry and
Oink.
upset. Oh, it's so hard. And he goes, oh. And he goes like this, you know what? Let's be real here. Does it matter if I beat this game? Is there a pot of gold at the end of the fucking rainbow if I beat it? No. What's the point of me actually going on and play this game and beat it? He's like,
Because he has an audience
boy,
that's
I
watching
beat the
him play.
Nintendo. It really matters in life, doesn't it? The only reason anyone would continue to play a game like this is because they're a fucking nerd. And then he picks up his controller and he continues to play. You understand? These people are fooling themselves today into thinking this artificial difficulty they're creating for themselves by playing on hard or even
Sent
a
you a
higher level
playlist of the
difficulty as their
2021
first
tournament,
run
90 races
somehow
for
has
Mario
meaning.
3 randomizer.
It doesn't.
Foretrosake,
You're
if
playing
you
a
enter
single
future
fucking
tournament,
player
might
game.
Be a great way
No
to grow
one
the
gives two
channel
fucks.
since
There is
are
no
so many viewers watching
internet,
the races.
you know,
Dude, I'll be all
ranking
about that.
system Hall of
I love
Fame
Mario
that
3.
so-and-so streamer and
And if it's a
content creator
race in
played
Mario
on
3,
hard
that's
and
all
beat it
me.
on hard
Like,
on the first time, and
I
now
love that.
You'll be known in the annals of history as the greatest
Annals.
gamer ever. You're a
You
moron.
say annals?
You're an actual moron. You fooled yourself into thinking playing this game on hard somehow meant something and was going to be meaningful to anyone. It's not. It's stupid.
You're stupid.
It's dumb. You're wasting everyone's time. Just play the fucking game at the intended difficulty it was designed for. If you play it and you like it,
I miss my
and now you say, you know what? I like this so
raccoon
much.
Mario.
I want to do
Oh,
a
wait,
second
why ain't I
run.
wearing my raccoon
And
Mario
that
hat?
second run is hard
What's wrong with
difficulty.
me?
And now I enjoy the game even more because it was more challenge and it was more to overcome. That makes sense to me. But if you're a content creator,
This is
or
a crazy
streamer,
rant right
and for
now.
some reason you feel this overwhelming need, this force, this pull.
I see what you're
to
talking
play
about,
games
where
on
the
the
sound
harder
only
difficulty
goes
your
into the
first
left
run.
ear. I usually
and then
only
you're
listen on
playing
my
a game
PC
like
or
Callisto
phone
Protocol,
speaker.
and it hands you your
Yeah.
own ass in a paper bag.
Knox sent
and
me
you
something
rage quit on your stream like a little sissy.
that
It's
should
your own
fix
fucking
that.
fault. You
I'm just
deserve
not
it.
getting it yet.
Because you're
Like,
an idiot.
I'm
Stop
getting
giving
it.
in
I
to
just
the
don't have it
demands
yet,
of
is
your
what I should
viewers
say.
who are only there to
Not
see
that
you
I'm not
suffer.
getting it.
They don't like you. They want to see you cry. They want to see you bitch. They want to see you beg. They want to see you rage quit and delete the game off your
They
hard
want to
drive.
see you
That's
beg.
why they do it.
They
That's why
want
they're
to see you
asking for to
beg.
play on hard.
That's an interesting statement, DSP, to make. That's a really
Don't
interesting
like
statement.
Sissy, it's your own fucking fault. You deserve it because you're an idiot. Stop giving in to the demands of your viewers who are only there to see you suffer. They don't like you. They want to see you cry. They want to see you bitch. They want to see you beg. They want to see you rage quit and delete the game. They want to see you cry. They want to see you bitch. They want to see you beg. They want to see you rage quit and delete the game. They
Sounds like the sociopath.
They want to see you bitch. They want to see you beg. They want to see you rage quit and delete the game off
Sounds
the hard
like the sociopath.
That's why they do it. That's why they're asking for you to play on hard. Take it from someone who's put up with this shit for so many years. I'm not dumb. I know exactly what's going on with these fucking people on the internet.
You are dumb, though.
Suffer.
Less than 8 hours from now, you're going to turn Warzone on. Remember,
because you
bro?
did that. They don't give two shits. They're just there to laugh.
You are
at your
this way every
so
stream.
Instead of that, just enjoy
I know
the
this
fucking
is
game.
future.
Play it for what it's supposed to
self
be at face fucking
saying
value.
something about you,
And
but
then if
really,
you like it so
that's
much,
what you do.
Go back and redo it on the second difficulty. But what gets me is there's content creators out there.
Pathetic.
They literally started playing Callisto Protocol on hard. And rage
I loved it when
this
DSP
game
played
sucks.
on hard and Resident Evil
suck.
0.
You suck.
It
You're an
made for
idiot.
an
You
amazing
didn't
"This is
learn
how
the
you don't
system.
play."
And
You
now
know
you're
what's funny
pissy
is
about it,
he's
'cause the
talking like
game
as if he's
destroyed you.
never done this
You're
before.
a fucking moron. And now you misrepresent a new release.
So then that's a
bad
great point,
when you're
JG
the one
Wendell.
who's
Maybe
bad.
I should make a separate
That
recorded
pisses me
video
off.
where I
That
show him
genuinely pisses me
playing
off.
Resident Evil 0 on
You
This
know?
Is How You Don't Play,
Now
and then
it's
having
all over
this
the internet. Oh, it's
in
a
the
5 out of
background.
10. Okay, tell me
Future
why
Phil
it's 5
from
out of 10.
2022 tells
They won't
himself
even
in the
mention
past that
the
he's an
saving,
idiot.
which is the problem that I'm having. The checkpoint system. Oh, I don't like the
Guy with
melee
two names
combat.
says DSP is
You don't
talking
like
about
it.
me
Doesn't mean it's
100%.
bad. It's
I'm
just you
relating
don't
so
like
much to
it.
DSP
You
right
didn't
now.
want to learn it. You wanted a game that's a run and gun, like all the other survival horror games. You don't like the fact you have to learn something.
Guy
new
with
and
two
use
names is in
intelligence
his
to the fucking
bathroom,
game to survive.
huddled over the
It's
toilet,
not scary.
crying to
Well,
himself,
no,
thinking,
what do you consider scary?
I don't know.
Everyone thinks
I think I
something
want to
different is
throw
scary.
up.
Personally, I find a
I'm
room
just
where
like
I don't know what's
DSP.
coming up.
Mama,
Scary.
no.
It's ominous. It's interesting. And it's challenging. And when I die, I reapply
When did
myself to try to
everything
beat
go
that room again.
wrong?
And I try a few more
When
times.
did
and,
it go
when I finally
wrong,
overcome it, I'm like,
DSP?
yeah, I did it. That's cool. That's horror. And also the ominous tone of the plot. Not knowing really what's going on. That's a key part of survival horror. That's
I'm not
absolutely
gonna keep
present
watching
in
this
game.
crap anyways.
So what exactly isn't scary? Right? Oh, well, my audience doesn't see me jump scaring and acting like a sissy girl every 5 seconds.
Well,
so they'll
he
throw me
did
hundreds of
jump
dollars
scare
on the
pretty
stream.
bad last
So
night.
this game's
Not
not
last
scary,
night,
so-
yesterday.
Okay, now we understand.
Oh,
See,
no,
now
it
we can
was
understand
last
that
night.
association
And
with
that was
saying it's not
playing
scary 'cause you can't
Call
make
of
me bang
Duty.
on it. Okay, that makes more
Guy
sense
came
than
in
saying
the
game
hallway,
generally
and he
not
was
scary.
like,
So you gotta really make
ah,
associations of what's really being said versus what they
he was
mean.
scared.
Because
Like,
that's what it is. You got to understand.
that
the
was kinda funny.
associations where they're
So that's
coming
where
from,
he's completely
right?
wrong. This is what makes him a
You
lockout.
can't say that this
Like,
game is not scary and say Dead Space was scary.
you
They're the
can't
same.
just be
It's the same
scared
style of
and
game.
play into
Same
the
kind of
crap.
scare, same everything.
People would watch you if you were just a goofball, you know? Like, be a
No,
little
here's the
scared.
truth.
Instead of
We're all desensitized.
big, bad, tough
okay?
DSP doesn't get scared. No.
It's desensitized.
You can't
all right?
scare me, boys and girls.
When you are playing Dead Space for the first time and you've never played a sci-fi survival horror game,
I can't believe I had to start this all
Okay.
over again.
you think it's scary as shit because you've never seen anything like it. When I played Dead Space 1, what was the title of my first video? Scary as hell. I never played a game like that before.
Nobody
I was pooping
knows.
my pants,
You're the only person
all right?
that knows.
But we played 3 Dead Space games. We played Alien Isolation. We've seen this before. So now, right, it's not going to be as scary. You're desensitized to that style of horror. It doesn't mean it's actually not scary. It means you've seen so
He's
much.
talking about his
right?
you-know-what addiction.
That now you're
He's
not really
desensitized.
scared anymore. And that's okay. I'm still finding it scary for other various reasons. The jump scares get me. And like I said, the ominous nature of each room
Oh,
scares
I went
me.
the wrong
Because it really
way.
is like you against the odds. And the odds are stacked way against you. And you can actually feel kind of badass-ish if you survive a really tough
Ish?
gauntlet of enemies. That's the appeal
Is that a
of the
word?
game. If that's not what you're looking
BA-ish?
for, fine. Then skip Callisto Protocol. But don't say the game sucks. Don't give it a 5 out of 10 review. Don't piss and shit on it. Don't rage quit it like a baby. Fucking ridiculous. Like, stop shitting on games just because it's going to get you clickbait. You know? Or these reviewers who had to beat it in 48 hours and couldn't because the fucking game is hard.
Dude, you're
and they
so
couldn't take-
irrelevant. You're so
I have to work.
irrelevant. Nobody cares
Can
what
sit
you
here and beat
think.
it in one sitting? It's a horror game.
See, I got a
think it
full
could be all
house
horror
right
games
there,
in one
yo.
sitting.
Got a star, got a
Ah!
mushroom, and got a
Fuck you.
fireflower.
Really?
The
The
same
thing
thing
is,
was true
there's so
for
many
Resident
games
Evil
out there that
2
are worthy
and
of
3
rage quitting.
remakes.
I mean
He
it
played
too.
that on hard.
I'm playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare
What
2.
an idiot.
The game starts me in a match. We're down by 40 kills in a team deathmatch. My game is laggy as shit. I can't even shoot anyone. I fill them with bullets, no hit detection. Quit the shit. That's worthy of quitting. Why? That's ruining my time. That's ruining your time. And that's just showing how bad their fucking servers are. Quit that shit and find a good match. That's worth rage quitting. You're rage quitting a single player
So
game.
he's admitting to rage quitting.
Oh my god. Anyway.
So he is a admitting to
It
rage
is what it
quitting
is.
right
You know,
now.
I can't
it's
make
official.
people not be irresponsible.
Like, he's
I
saying
can't make journalists
he rage quit.
and I can't make content creators not be irresponsible. I can't. But all I can do is be honest.
Why are
with
you
guys,
trying to
right?
gatekeep?
Callisto Protocol's certainly not perfect.
Does anybody care what
but so
DSP
far,
thinks?
I'm really enjoying it. I think it's a really solid outing. It's a different
Let's
take
find
on
where
survival
that
horror because it
one
has a
up
new
is.
element with the melee, and the fact that again, it's not just
Where's
about
it
all
at?
shooting things. You have to use strategy.
Come on, Turtle, get out of my way.
It's still got the air of mystery and fun that you want from a survival horror.
I know
game.
what's
It's
in
got
here.
good graphics.
I got plenty of
It's
time to
got
find
Xbox
it.
Series X again. PC apparently is different. It runs like shit, but you know, I do not appreciate when you have a mob mentality of people who just want to
There
shit
it
on
is.
something.
We
but
found
they
it.
can't really justify it because I can easily take every bullshit thing they're saying. It's not scary. It's too hard, and I can easily disprove it. Just that they're lazy.
I knew I was going to
Lazy
lose that no
people
matter. Oh, no.
Don't actually want to give a fair shake to the game.
Let's die
They just wanna
trying
have
to
be
get
the
it.
last sensationalist story for the year that the game sucks.
That's
and
right,
everybody
one
thought it
up.
was gonna be
You
good.
were mine
Bullshit.
from the start.
Okay, I had enough.
I wasn't
of their
letting that
bullshit.
go.
So
He's had enough
yeah.
of the crap.
And the thing is,
So you
know,
kids
no one
stop
is
putting down his games.
required to play through a game either. And I should definitely
Take a back
back
seat
this
on
up
this one.
too. I should say that.
No, don't
just
back it
'cause
up. Take a
maybe
back seat on this one
some
and shut
audience
up.
urged them to play a game, or you know what I mean. You're not required to like it.
And you're not
You
required
gotta
to
justify
have
it.
everyone
You have to
believe what you
justify
think.
what
Okay?
you say.
Everyone
And a lot
doesn't
of
have
things
to
that
be on the
negative things I'm
DSP
seeing thrown
mindset.
around the internet are
That's
just
for the
bullshit.
sake of
It's just-
sanity.
it's a mob mentality
You know?
against the game. That's just not fair.
For the world
Easily
to
talked
stay
away by people
somewhat
who's actually playing
sane,
the fucking
most
game
of
to
us should
intelligent
not
capacity.
think the way that
But
you do.
That's the problem. These people aren't playing it to intelligent capacity. They were
Oh.
trying to an agenda. They were rushing
Oh,
through it. to try
so
to get a
you're
review out. They were
intelligent.
just trying to get a cheap scare.
That's
for their
what you're
audience.
trying to
not
tell
getting
us?
that. So
You're
all of a sudden it's
intelligent?
Like, oh shit! Now I'm not getting the
Okay.
required reaction, or I'm not getting.
Go
what I
have
was
some more
trying to get out of
gin.
This game, we're milking it. So time to turn this
You're
into the
irrelevant.
opposite. Oh, let's just make fun of it, right? It's bullshit. I hate it. So
No,
personally,
you're mad
5 hours
because you
in,
picked
I
Callisto
like
Protocol, and you
It's
should have
not
picked
flawless, but it's entertaining.
Midnight Suns.
It's fun. Yes, it's scary. And I actually, like
could
I
have
said,
picked
if I wasn't a variety
Need
streamer,
for Speed,
I would love to play that game
Unbound.
again today.
You
But I
could
know
have
that if I
picked
played a third stream in a row,
probably 5,
people
6,
would be
7,
going
8
crazy.
different
Heads would roll.
games.
Like, what are you doing?
And you
know,
picked
you're doing
that.
the same thing too much. We want variety.
So,
yada yada. I get that.
You
So
want
today,
everyone to think
you know,
it's
we're gonna
awesome
do
and
the game
amazing
called
now,
today,
so
and
they'll
I get
watch
back
your
to
content.
tomorrow.
Like,
I can't wait to play it again. All
I don't
right?
know the last time
And,
that I've missed that.
I'm excited for more. I hope you guys will join
First
me
try
for the journey.
around.
For those who have already watched
The next
my
time he
first 5
rage quits
parts,
on a game, this
thank
clip
you
will
very
come
much.
back for him.
I really
Yeah,
appreciate that.
and I sure hope it
you
does
continue
too.
to watch and support in any way. You know, and here's the other thing too.
Yeah, see,
All right? I want you to understand,
that's
yes, I'm
exactly
raging
what
and
he
ranting
wants to
about this
point
today,
out
but
here.
It means something.
He wants to point out that
You'll continue to watch and support.
as long as you guys
Thank you
keep
very
watching,
much. I hope you guys will join me for the journey. For those who have already watched my first 5 parts, thank you very much. I really appreciate
that's
that.
what it's all
Hope you
about.
Continue to watch. And
At the end of the
support in any
day,
way.
it's that so many other people have already
and
played it, beat
here's
it,
the
and
other
given
thing,
their
too.
opinion
All
about
right?
it.
I want you to understand.
And
yes,
he's
I'm
behind the
ranting
cuff
about this
still
today 'cause it means
because
something.
he's a
It pisses me
variety
off
streamer
when I
that
play a
always
game.
feels like he's behind.
All right,
Why do you feel
that
like you're behind,
I'm
Phil?
enjoying
Because
myself,
you're behind.
And then I see so many people, oh, I can't believe you're
Plain and
enjoying it
simple,
because
bro.
Everyone else hates it. What? Everyone else, and then you look into it. No, everyone else doesn't hate it, but a few journalists do and a group of prominent content creators do. So now, universally, everyone must hate it. That's bullshit, man. Sorry, I'm not playing your fucking game. This game is not as bad as people are saying it is.
Wait.
This is another, honestly,
Hold on.
It's another Gotham Knights situation.
Was his reaction to gaming content creators saying that the game wasn't that good and that you probably should just skip it? His reaction was, I'm not playing that game.
Not as bad as people are saying it is. This is another, honestly, it's another Gotham Knights situation. Gotham Knights is not a flawless game. It has content creators do. So now, universally, everyone must hate it. That's bullshit, man. Sorry, I'm not playing your fucking game. That's bullshit, and a group of prominent content creators do. So now, universally, everyone must hate it. That's bullshit, man. Sorry, I'm not playing your fucking game. This game is not as bad as people are saying it is. This is another, I'm not playing your fucking game. This game is not as bad as people are saying it is.
He's so
This is
dumb.
another, honestly,
He's so
I'm playing
dumb.
your fucking game. This game is not as bad as people are saying
His
it is.
reaction
This is another,
to
honestly,
someone
it's
telling him
another
not to play the
Gotham Knights
game
situation.
was him
Gotham
saying,
Knights is not a
listen,
flawless
that's
game. There's a
stupid.
lot of flaws,
I'm
a
not
lot of
playing
shortcomings.
your game.
I feel like the ending is botched. But
Okay,
it's
man.
a pretty
You do
solid
you.
outing for people who are fans of DC Comics and Batman.
Good Lord.
Most reviewers
How
said it was a
stupid.
piece of dog shit. They lied. They didn't actually play the game. They idiotically rushed through it and didn't play it in a way that made logical sense. So they ended up doing a bunch of grindy shit.
Why does the most illogical people always talk about logic?
Do them in variety order.
Like, why
so
is
the game's
that their
entertaining.
topic of
Why are you
conversation
doing all the
9
side
times
shit
out of
first?
10?
Like,
Today
again,
we are going to
you
talk
need have
about
a
logic
brain
while I have none.
to be able to put
Wink,
in
wink.
a responsible place, and these people just fucking. It pisses me off.
Oh,
Again,
get mad.
I don't think Gotham Knights
Get
is a game
mad.
contender, but it ain't a fucking 4 or 5 out of 10 either.
Karen
like
Phil.
people reviewed it. All right. Anyway,
are you done?
I'm gonna calm down now. Hold
Oh, are you done?
Ready?
Go take a cholesterol pill, okay? Go take a high blood pressure pill, okay? Don't do that. God, don't do that. For the sake of all of us getting mad, don't do that, man. Like, come
Here
on.
comes Santa Claus. Here comes Santa Claus. Right down Santa Claus Lane. It's the holidays, everyone.
Oh, is
I
it?
don't want to be upset. I want to have fun with games with you guys. I just want to calm down. We're gonna have a good time today on stream. I got it out of my system.
out of your
I really
mind.
was upset
Like,
because I went into this game yesterday.
we
and everyone
believe
telling
you
me,
that
"Oh,
you
it
were
feels such a
upset.
shame this game
You
sucks."
sounded
And
upset.
I was like, what?
All because of what
Like, I don't know
somebody
if I'm gonna
said
believe
about
that
a
everyone's gonna say
game.
this game sucks right off the bat, and so many people, even viewers of mine,
Even
were
viewers
saying,
of
"Oh,
mine.
did you hear this guy says it sucks.
I mean, you
that guy
even
says it
sound
sucks,
like a
it
chick
sucks, it
sometimes,
sucks,
bro.
It sucks.
Like,
I play it. I'm like, what the fuck are they talking about?
what the fuck are you
know?
talking about?
So,
Like, why
you know,
the
it
high
really- it
pitched
drives me
voice
nuts
right now?
that people have to go through. They have to go with the mob mentality of what everyone's saying. And then all
Yeah,
of a sudden,
he
here's
looks
the
to
thing,
chat
here's the
for
dangers of
assurance,
that,
but the
okay?
best part
'Cause I've
is
been there.
he doesn't really
When you
read it
just
unless
believe
he's
what the
looking to
mob
ban
said,
you. Like,
You tend to
he's
look at
looking
things
for the
from
one
a
person to give him
qualified
assurance,
perspective,
and then
it
he's
makes you
looking
come
for
up
the
with
3
preconceived
people to
notions.
ban at the
For
same time.
example, if
He's getting his daily
absolutely no
reading
one
in, y'all.
had heard negative things about Callisto Protocol and played it at face value yesterday, I guarantee you that the opinions on the internet would have been very different. But because you had a select few of reviewers and content creators who came out and shat on it that one night, all of a sudden, Friday morning, the consensus is, wow, what a disappointment. That's not good. Now you have people who are very well planning on playing it and going in and judging it fairly. They already know in their heads, this game sucks.
You suck.
So they play it with the mentality, this game sucks. And now you're looking
You
for
suck.
things to suck. Or you're judging
No.
things that maybe are a slight
Just you
shortcoming
suck.
or a little different from what you expected. Oh, that sucks. Well, it's not Dead Space, man. It's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be its own franchise. That's what they were going for. So why are you holding it to a judgment that it must be like what Dead Space was? And that, you know, there's different kinds of scary. There's, you know, everything's
I can't
different
believe
for
I
everyone.
got stuck in that.
And it
stupid
drives me
quicksand.
bonkers. So, don't judge games.
Give me
based on what everyone
5.
else in a mob mentality
Give me
is
fuel.
saying. It's ludicrous.
Give me 5.
Okay, it is. It's absolutely fucking ludicrous.
Give me that 5 up that I desire.
That people judge it like that. All right, I like it so far. I'm actually very much looking forward to more. You know what the
On a
funniest
kid's
part of all this could be?
1985. It's
Tomorrow
calm
I can play it, and my opinion could
down
change.
Dave, not
Tomorrow I'm
calm
5 hours
down
in.
Dave.
You know, tomorrow I can play it, and
Big
bullshit,
ups. Thanks for stopping by.
You know,
if I'm
it's
saying
the-
that correctly.
maybe it won't be as
On a
good.
Cage, 1985.
But at least for the first 5 hours,
He says
man,
it's
I don't
supposed to
see
be
any of the shit
its
people are
own
complaining
franchise,
about.
but
I
he
just
kept
don't.
saying it's
It
the
doesn't
successor
exist.
to
It's
Dead
fucking
Space.
people who are
Right.
picking or
You're
going with the
dead
bandwagon.
right, man.
And that
Like,
does
that
piss
is
me off.
exactly
The
it.
game deserves
He's
to
sitting
have
here
some
just
credibility
on and on and
not be
on.
shat on by a bunch
It's
of
the
bandwagon.
spiritual successor, guys.
Okay.
But it's its own franchise.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Which one is it, man?
That was my Callisto Protocol story. Now,
Story?
two quick news
We call that a
First
rant,
is,
bro.
They're making a movie based on Sifu.
I'm just glad that he told
yes,
on
that
himself.
Kung Fu game that I played earlier this year.
And said that
everyone
he
thought was pretty much like, wow, this
raged.
is unique and fun. Guess who's making
What is
it?
that about?
The writer of John Wick is going to write the plot of the Sifu movie and be involved in its development. That sounds pretty fucking cool.
Ooh, it sounds really
like it could be
cool.
an amazing movie.
Bruh.
I mean, the premise of the game is unique.
Friggin'
Now
parrot.
turn that into a movie. Someone who's living through a
Just
lifetime
repeating
of
what
fighting
anybody
kung
else
fu,
says
getting
that he likes to
revenge on
hear.
you know, this group who killed their parents or whatever, and they're aging over time. They die, but then they age a little bit. They come back to fight more. Pretty interesting, right?
I don't
think it'd
know.
be a pretty
I don't
neat
know,
movie
man.
premise. I don't know
I'm
how
not, I
exactly it
don't
would
try to
work,
have the same
but,
mindset as you in anything.
You know, that could be neat. So I guess we'll find out. They already made it. It's called Rumble in the Bronx. I wasn't aware that in Rumble in the Bronx, Jackie Chan dies multiple times, gets older every time. I missed that part.
Well, when
Keanu
you got a
Reeves will be
dent
in
in
it?
chat, you
Actually,
got a
that would
dent
be
in
pretty
chat,
neat.
you know, man?
Wouldn't it? That would actually be pretty
Not
cool.
much you can
Keanu
do
Reeves
about
has
it, right? I mean, you
fighter,
could ban
like
them.
one of the fighters in it, one of the mini bosses or something. He's like a cameo appearance. That'd be pretty badass. The only other story going on right now, and the reason I haven't talked about this story in the last few days, I'll be honest with you guys, I don't care about competitive Smash Brothers.
Then why are you
Right?
talking
I
about
just
it?
don't.
Why are you
I've
talking
never
about
covered
it?
it. I
Why are
don't
you
care
talking
about
about
it.
it? Why are you
But
talking about
there's
it?
this big controversy going on in the competitive Smash community where Nintendo is so ridiculously protective of their intellectual property that they basically over the years started shutting down tournaments for Smash Brothers. They would say, "Oh, you don't have the rights to use our games and our property, so here's a cease and desist. You can't do this anymore." Okay?
What's his point?
So apparently, what
Like,
happened?
Wow, he can't even pronounce Bronx.
The last
I
few
swear I
years
can't
is
unhear
that
when
there was
he
one company
over
called
enunciates
Panda,
words.
Panda Gaming or something like that.
Panda
that teamed up
Gaming?
with Nintendo and apparently got
Panda Lee,
the
we miss
license
you.
to run tournaments in the Smash community. So then they got the license and they were running around the community basically being like, haha, see, we're the ones who are sponsored by Nintendo. None of you are. Therefore, we're the only authority and we're going to make sure that all of you get shut down and all of you can't run tournaments anymore. Oh, by the way, you could still do it, but you have to be under our umbrella. So sign up with us, let us get the exclusive rights to your streaming of your events, and then you can still make the tournaments. Outside of that, though, we're going to make sure everyone else gets shut down. Apparently,
what the noise?
this was happening, and people started reporting the company to Nintendo and saying, "Are you aware that like the CEO of this Panda Gaming is going around almost like a mob boss, saying to other tournaments that they're all going to get shut down, and that they're the only official group? Like, what do you think about this?" And Nintendo kept responding to everyone, basically saying, "We don't
don't care
what this guy's saying. We're gonna have a conversation with him. In the meantime, also we don't have an exclusivity agreement with Panda Gaming or whatever. Or I think it's Panda Global. I think that's the actual name of the company, Panda Global.
Panda League Global.
Okay.
Panda League Global.
We don't have an exclusivity agreement with Panda Global. Other
Sent the
tournament
instructions
directors
on the
have
mono
right to
issue
apply for a
in
license
Discord.
with us
I'm
as
sure
well.
the settings are
And if you
similar
get it, you can
in
also be officially
Streamlabs
approved by
OBS.
Nintendo
Thank
to
you,
hold
guy with
tournaments.
2 names.
So apparently, a lot of
Big
others
ups,
applied.
buddy.
No one's
I really
getting
appreciate
approved.
that.
They're all getting beat around the bush. They're getting excuses why they can't get approved, but only Panda
I
Global
wanted the
keeps
Panda
getting the
Lee
license.
slip. Me too, man.
So apparently, previously,
I was really hoping it was going to
previous
happen.
years, all right. Even though a lot of these tournaments weren't,
I mean, I
able to get
haven't,
the
I haven't
official
seen
Nintendo
this one
license
yet,
to run a
so
tournament, no one
I'm still
shut them
hoping
down.
that it's going to
They were
happen.
able
But
to keep
sounds
running
like
the tournament.
someone in
So there was
chat
entire
is
leagues
ruining
with
the
Smash
story
Brothers
before
League
it's
and stuff
done.
going on that were unapproved
Bam.
by Nintendo. Well,
Bye, guy with 2 names.
they've all been let around for like
Hope
a
you
year
enjoy
to
your
2
permanent
years.
ban.
Contacting
that was a
Nintendo, will we
good
get a
burp.
license? Will we get a license?
As
And
a
Nintendo keeps assuring
biggie
them,
pig
Oh, the
roach. Good
process takes
job.
a long time. We're backed up.
Oh,
Don't
yeah,
worry,
you
all
know
you
what?
guys will get licenses. And now all of a sudden,
Guy
I
with
guess
2
it was
names
just this
deserves
past
his
week,
bubbles for telling the
Nintendo
story
reached
before
out
it
to
actually
everyone
happened.
saying, no
Good
one
job,
else is
guy with
getting
2
a
names.
license. You're done.
Have some bubbles
Don't
on
even
me.
try to run a tournament. You're going to get with a cease and desist. What? So now the only company on this planet that can run a Smash tournament is Panda Global. That's it. Even Evo
Panda League
can't
Global.
do it. Any other indie group can get hit with a legal cease and desist and have to shut down.
What's up, Snowflake?
Because only Panda
I
Global
got cats
has the
all
rights.
around here. I must have
Now,
left the door open.
The
or
problem with
something.
this is people are pissed as fuck because they like having variety in the tournaments that they go to. They don't want it all being held by one group only.
Wink.
They feel like that would be unfair. In addition to that,
it's fair.
these
Just
other
don't
groups,
worry
like I
about
said,
it.
It was a whole like a circuit, a Smash Brothers League or whatever. We're promised by Nintendo, don't worry, you can apply. We don't have an exclusivity agreement with Panda Global. You should be able to get your license. And
Oh my
now,
gosh,
it was
dude,
all
this
a
is
lie.
all my
'Cause
fault.
After like a year of everyone trying to get it, Nintendo declined everyone's license and says everyone ceases.
Guess what's behind me right here?
So what happened?
The Nintendo.
Everyone destroyed Panda Global. Everyone's like,
And guess what
boycott.
happened
Don't
last
go to their
time?
tournaments,
I took a
fucking
drink,
withdraw,
and it
anything.
cut
you
it
know, there's
out.
Actually, streamers and gamers and content
set the
creators
drink
that I guess
down
work for
like
Panda
this.
Global, boycott
look,
them, destroy.
it's
you know
my
what
fault.
I mean? It's like the biggest controversy.
Sorry about giving everybody a seizure
and it's
too.
like,
You know.
Jesus Christ, who knew that the Smash
Dang
Brothers
it.
competitive community was so serious? When we don't live in that that universe. You know what I mean? Most of us, we're outsiders to it. You know, we hear things about it every once in a while.
At least we got the
We'll
DSP
watch a major
content,
tournament
right?
like Evo, and they'll have Smash at it. Like, oh, that's cool. That's fun and competitive. But we don't hear the ins and outs of like a competitive.
I wonder if I should
community
just
like
try
that.
to run through
And
it.
to hear this going down, it's like, what the frick is going on? How is it all this drama, all this
Not
shit?
something that I normally do.
How could this happen? How unprofessional. I hate to say it. It boils down to Nintendo.
Bulls.
It boils down to Nintendo's
It really sounds like you're saying bulls
attitude
there, doesn't
towards
it?
the gamer community.
Bulls.
Nintendo has been so
The real bulls.
unprofessional over the years. I mean, it wasn't until just a couple years ago, right, that
Wink.
Nintendo finally allowed people to monetize Nintendo videos on YouTube. Up until then, they would auto-claim every fucking video of anything Nintendo ever and steal all your ad revenue.
I didn't know that.
What? So let me get this straight.
This user has been
if I do a
removed
video
by knock.
top 10 favorite
Oh,
Nintendo
no.
games, they would claim it.
He didn't really
They
do
would just
that,
claim
did he?
it.
Because I've
Wait,
never
what?
seen anybody
But it's my
banned in my
opinion
chat
video.
before.
Too bad. Claim it. Because Nintendo
I
thought
hope
they
you
owned
didn't
everything.
knock.
That was their mentality. You know, and it's
Oh,
sad
man, you guys.
because Nintendo should have the same kind of relationship as a lot of other game developers.
He's gonna be
They
like,
don't.
but for
Nintendo
retro,
is
you
still
said
this very archaic
get rid
company
of guy with two
that is
names.
in this
How
weird
was I going to
mindset
know that you were
they're
kidding?
very Japanese centric, and what I mean by that is their focus is literally Japan, Japan, Japan. That's what they mostly
Oh, is
care
that
about.
what Japan?
Anything outside of Japan? Oh, it's great if we sell outside of
Japan-centric
Japan,
means?
but that's not our
Thanks,
focus.
Pig
Our focus is
Roach.
always Japan, Japan, Japan.
Jeez,
Everything
oh,
comes
Pete.
second, right? And it's always, if you haven't noticed,
Anna
I've talked
Kids,
about this over the last
1985. Are
decade,
you new here?
Nintendo, their mentality is
If
we're
so,
right,
thank you for
you're
stopping
wrong.
by. Oh,
So the entire
it
Wii
would be great if it
generation,
was
when
real.
no one
Thank
wanted
you,
the
guy
Wii
with
U
two
and all the
names.
games, and they weren't selling anything. Well, we're still right. You're
Hey,
wrong.
it sounded like
So
something
we're gonna
Knock
make
would
these
do
little
though right away.
figures, and you should buy these instead. And so people did, and Nintendo was
He's
like,
got
"See,
it out
we were
for
right
you,
all
guy
along.
with
We made
two
tons
names."
of money on these figures." You see, so.
And if you are new here, Anna Kids, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate anybody swinging in, especially during DSP content. I try to play all sorts of different retro games, and I play modern games as well.
And then lie to them for over a year.
I don't
and then
always
shut them
have
all down.
DSP crap on, but
That's fine though, right? We
I
should
do
all just
primarily
we should
play a
forget
lot of
that.
games
no,
while listening to
obviously
DSP.
not. You should stand up and say, "No, this is bullshit."
It's the only
But-
way that I can
and
do
they're-
it.
By the
with-
way, they're the only company that does that.
with my friends
Capcom
here
doesn't
on
shut
chat,
stuff down. Fucking Bandai Namco
and
doesn't shut down Tekken tournaments.
playing
You know what
some
I'm saying?
games,
Arc Sys doesn't
I can
shut
put up
down
with him.
Guilty Gear.
But
No
if
one
I had
does
to
this
just
but
watch this guy
Nintendo.
by myself,
they're the only company that thinks that
I
they're
usually
like
quit. you know?
better than everyone else.
I usually
and they
stop
own
while watching
everything,
him and
and
just
they're
move on to
so
anything
much-
else in my
You know
life.
what I mean? Like they're so full of themselves that they act like this. And it drives me bonkers
The
that
Japan
people still give them
company
the
is
time of
worried
day,
about the Japan
let alone
market.
our fanboys who buy every piece of
JG
crap they
Winnell
pump
says.
out. You know, Nintendo's a great company that makes great games, but man, they have a lot of managerial and leadership missteps, and no one takes them to task for these, and it drives me crazy. They should absolutely be held accountable for lying to an entire competitive community. And yeah, if people are so upset about Panda Global being the
Panda
only
League
company
Global.
able to run Smash tournaments, do exactly as you say. Boycott the fuck out of them. Seriously, boycott the fuck out of them.
Sounds
And
like
then guess what?
inciting a riot.
They go away, and now Nintendo has to start
Maybe
over.
we can turn them
Oops,
in.
We fucked up, right?
Let's see if we can get all the coins and we get something different this time. Because I've had my opportunities.
Anyway, I haven't really talked about it because, like you said, I'm not into competitive Smash. I felt I should just gloss over it today because this is what's happening in the Smash
I just
community.
kind of wish you
So as
would
of now,
stop
that's the
talking.
situation. No one knows if it's going to
Like-
get better or worse, but it's pretty messed up.
Like,
Let's
just
do some
stop
shout-outs.
talking about
On the
anything.
YouTube side of things, King re-upped his membership for 12 months. Thank you so much, King. He says, we need 360 no-scopes, Phil. I'm pretty sure no one will ever tune into my streams to see a 360 no-scope. I'm just saying. Not about that.
You don't
Thank
know.
very
You don't
much.
know anything,
On
Phil,
the
so
tip
just
side
try it
stuff,
and shut
we'll
up.
Start off today with a
Oink.
dollar tips. I like your sleeves high up look like a feminine blouse. So he likes the high up sleeves of this shirt. I think, nah, it's just how the shirt is. Some shirts are looser. This is not a loose shirt. This is a tighter fitting shirt. So the sleeves are tighter. So yes, I'm wearing a feminine blouse today. That's correct. Thank you very much for the first tip of the day. Anonymous tipper who likes feminine blouses. Okay.
He is wearing a
But
feminine
that's not the top
blouse.
tip of
I
the
bet
day.
it. I bet my life on it.
Does this shirt's text mean anything? Yes, it does. If you read it closely, it says, right here, it says, Dark Side Phil. On the bottom, it says, loves wearing feminine blouses. Just by
No,
complete
no.
coincidence.
See, you ruined it. It was funny
I received a
you ruined it.
$6.66 tip.
from Satan.
let's play that animation for you.
Because you are the spawn of it.
It's lagging up.
So Mama Linda is saying...
It did. It was just lagging.
Congratulations, Phil, on your great stream.
However, they did not put a name.
We love you. Love Linda and Dave.
It just says, hey, Phil. So thank you to whoever that was. I appreciate the tip. And that's actually the biggest tip of the day so far. But remember, I guess I should reiterate this. I did finally put it in the tip page, but I think a lot of people overlook it. If you're going to tip me, please do the following. Include the name you want to be called when I shout you out for your tip.
How about
and
Dent?
Please include the...
How about he just starts calling him Dent instead of Anonymous?
Also, in that tip
if you didn't mention your name, we're going to just call you what you are, Dented.
It's like a ridiculously long amount of lines. Like
Captain, what are you doing? That's your shadow, man. Come on over here. If you don't include that
footage, I don't know.
Come be live for the internet.
I literally don't know what to call you, or I don't know what to say. I just
Dented.
Thanks for the anonymous tip.
That's a long conversation
so
about.
Anonymous tipper for the $6.
Don't know what to call you.
And hey to you. Or maybe I should say, happy holidays to you. Right?
Yeah, he's about to start a revolution against Nintendo, right, JG? Everybody must leave Nintendo.
Got another tip.
Don't buy anything from them. Give me your money, dummies.
Gamer Guy took me $2.50. It says critics complain Callisto's too hard. So is Elden Ring, but that got 9s and 10s. Critics complain it's too linear. So was The Last of Us, but that got 9s and 10s. There's definitely a bias. Exactly right. You're exactly right.
You're exactly right, because you gave me money.
That causes the bias and this bandwagon mentality, but man, does it happen. Man, is it happening more often, too, you know? The funny part, it's too linear. Did you play the fucking game? I guess not, because I really didn't talk about this earlier, but Callisto Protocol has entire missable side content areas. I told you I found an underground area that showed that there was a cult running the prison, and then I found a secret lab showing that they were already experimenting on these creatures before there was an outbreak at the prison. Those were secret areas. You didn't have to find those. If you didn't, you lost out on Critical Story. So how are you going to tell me the game is linear when I found entire side areas that were like 10, 15 minutes of exploration and fun and items and story? False.
What?
The game is not too linear. You rushed
Why is he so in love with this game?
You didn't take your time to play the game and explore. You rushed through to hit your protocols for when you had to get your fucking review in, right?
So he hates reviewers.
The game over with a bad review.
Someone is jealous. Like, someone really wants their review card.
OP has re-upped their membership for 18 months and says, I really miss your full reviews for games. Yeah, The Hateful Truth was a great series. It certainly, was well regarded among people on the internet. But you guys know why I retired it. There's
well regarded
Reason
against
number one
many people.
Because you guys wanted me to become a full-time streamer. And to do that means that I'm going to be here, 5-6 days a week.
Those people are stupid.
Streaming.
I dislike every single one of those people that wanted him to become a full-time streamer.
The last time that I was doing it regularly was 2016.
He's an idiot.
I did no night streams.
They're idiots.
I was only doing daytime streams, and the night streams were all set up to do the edited content for KO Gaming. That's a lot of missed gameplay, and it would mean cutting down on playing a lot of games if I did that. Number two,
well regarded.
YouTube destroyed
well,
the idea.
we've done level 1 like 3 times now.
Arbitrarily in 2017,
this has been a great time.
Demonetizing things left and right. And when they demonetized KO Gaming,
I was planning on just playing through the game.
2016 into that channel, and they said you can't make money on it anymore.
It's definitely turning this into like a 4-hour session.
And I even reached out to YouTube, and I said to them, "Why did you blacklist my channel?"
I said,
"When I upload a video that's blank video with nothing, no text, nothing. You still demonetize it. Why did you do it?" And they responded.
So he blames viewers to be a full-time streamer now. So it sounds
here's
like
the criteria of why that
video
might have violated. I said it couldn't have violated anything. It's a black fucking screen with no audio and no text. How did it violate any of your fucking rules? And they wouldn't respond. So when that happened,
nobody wants to talk to you, Phil.
Listen
I'm
no longer going to be beholden to YouTube.
Why would anybody want to talk to you?
I am a content creator for you, not for them.
He's a content creator for the people.
The content I do, you support it. That's how I make my living. I'm very happy to make a living doing that. Okay?
That's a beg.
I'm not going to be beholden to these guys where I work my ass off to put out an edited video. Days and days of effort. Hours and hours of work. I put it out and they just say, "Oh well, demonetized." I'm just not going to do it. It's a waste. It
wasn't the fact that YouTube lost him a lot of money and he figured out Twitch.
It's sad because I actually really like.
He attacked YouTube, the hand that feeds him.
That was a step.
All pigs bite the hand that feeds
right
them.
direction for me as a
You
creative
withhold the food,
and
and they will bite.
It's their fault.
Oink.
So, okay. Any last minute stuff, guys? Any last minute questions? Or shall we jump into God of War here?
I mean, he's got like 7 minutes
Discord
left.
opening up monetization with a 90-10 split.
Has he started his live yet? Guy with 2 names?
How the hell would that?
Or JG Winnow, do you know? Because I know he doesn't usually start until well after. Well, my time.
Oh no, I agree with you. This is still better than Twitch. Twitch is just I don't even want.
Because all I got to do is
Let's
just
not even
switch it over.
time, okay. No, I've never seen Sonic X. Isn't that a TV show? But I never saw it. Oh,
but I moved my water cup, so this won't happen again.
Quickly.
I won't have to start this over again.
Okay, guys? And I'm starting to get questions now. You know, am I actually going to cover it or not? So the Game Awards are this coming Tuesday.
He didn't start yet? Okay.
No, wait. No, they're not. Hold on. They're not. They're just Friday.
Stream up pre-stream music playing.
Friday the 8th.
Thank you. I appreciate you both.
Right? Here's what I would say. I need to know exactly what time it is. So I don't
Since Guy with 2 names asked for it.
I'm only going to do it if I get
I will do it.
Of people who want me to do it. I feel like it's not worth it. I'm just being honest. Like, I feel like right now, I need to keep making
him and I are having pretty much the same conversation, but mine is regarding him, and his is regarding a video game award or something. I don't know. I find it hilarious that I'm like, I mean, I'll do it, but I find it worthless. I mean, it's better now than later anyways, so get it out of the way, be done with it,
Microsoft
right?
and the Sony.
Watch his crap and get over it.
Why is the frame rate dipping? You see this again. The frame rate's dipping, right?
Frame rate's dipping.
It's not just me. The frame rate's chopping up again.
So guess what? If the frame rate is dipping while you're just doing your podcast, there's probably a good chance that you're the reason for the lag when you're playing games and saying lag.
Meh, it's not a big deal.
Wow, there's that valedictorian talk again.
Low.
Meh.
Support was low. Engagement was low.
You're low.
Me doing the videos after the fact, which was basically me doing my usual summary, recap reaction, did far better than the live reaction.
He said me and Ree in the same sentence.
Let's be honest about the Game Awards. There's a lot of waste of time shit on there. There just is.
And whenever you're covering it, you're part of it.
It's fucking stupid skits and ad and shit. Like, I don't want to watch all of that. So I feel like if I'm going to talk about the Game Awards, it's as simple. The next morning, all right, I'll probably do a game stream that night, and then the next morning, we'll do on the Level 1 podcast. I'll read who won all the awards, and I'll read all the announcements that came out, and the whole deal the next day on the Level 1 podcast will be like a summary of what happened on the Game Award. I don't think it's worth it to lose out on a whole gameplay stream when we're trying to be caught up on these new releases.
Phil, you just did 2 lengthy streams that had nothing to do with playing games.
This year, when I did the Summer Game Fest,
and you're going to talk like it matters that you do this stupid game award, and that's going to put you behind, or what?
It was the complete opposite.
Nobody cares, bro.
It's kind of crabby. Yeah, don't really care.
He's worried about tips, right?
Stuff, the recap reaction.
Just come forward and say it. You're worried about how much money you're going to make.
Okay.
You don't think the money is going to be there.
No need to watch this for hours when it's just a few minutes of meaningful info. Exactly right. We can talk about.
No, it's not exactly right. It's how much money am I going to get? Will you pay me money to stream the stupid Game Awards? Then I'll do it.
So I don't know if you mentioned this. Are you planning on playing Marvel's Midnight Suns? So it's a tough decision, guitar player, and here's why. Okay?
I don't have time.
I'm interested in playing it, but I'm also interested in playing the Mario plus Rabbids game that came out. And they're both similar style of game, right? They're both kind of the strategy-based, turn-based XCOM style RPG.
What?
I've heard both games got reviewed really well.
Mario vs. Rabbids is like,
so I guess the question is,
Marvel Midnight Suns? Is that what he's saying?
Which do I play? Which do I play first? When? You know what I mean? It's going to be a tough call. We're definitely not going to be doing it until we get through High on Life, the Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core, the Street Fighter VI Beta, and basically get through the holidays. What I'm seeing is basically that when we're going to have time to start doing stuff like that, will probably be the end of December, early January. And then we'll sit down and say, okay, I finally wrapped up with most of my ongoing playthroughs, if not all. what's the next projects we want to work on. And we're going to talk about it together. And we're going to be looking at games probably like Bayonetta 3.
Why don't you just talk to the people that pay you
Sons,
and just move on? Because nobody else actually
We're going to be looking at like 5 to 6 games.
Like, nobody else cares, man.
And we're going to be trying to determine what's the game you guys want to see the most. The fact that we have 2 of the
I
same
don't really
genre
want to
of
see
games
any more gaming from you.
Different IPs.
I'd like to
it's gonna be
see no
even
more
harder to
games from
decide,
you ever
I'm not against
again.
it. I've heard it's really good, in which I'm like, okay, but, you know, you got to see what happens, I guess, right? Okay. I received a very generous $25 tip from Lisa Lou, who says, Merry Christmas. Thank you so much, Lisa Lou. That is a
Lisa
very
Lou.
generous
Nobody
tip. Let's get that
cares.
nice animation playing for you.
DSP is talking.
Thank you.
All right.
And that's going to get us up to...
All right, we're going to stop this one. You give me a second
so
here.
far today. Thank you very much.
I want to make sure that I pick up the right one here. So give me 2 seconds.
People are trying to, like, goad me at this point. Because some of them come at you with by these game devs. And, we got a lot of interesting stuff to talk about this morning, gameplay related. Some development to try to get me to respond. I have no idea, but I'm still going to talk about it today because, hey, it's a subject matter to talk about on a podcast where I talk about games, so it gives me some fuel for the fire, as they say, right? So, today should be a good show. In addition, 2 great games.
Yeah, I don't know why, but for some reason it made his
to campaign to
video
me
huge
to get
on my
Pokemon
end.
Scarlet brought back
I might have to scale him
to
down
a main
some
daytime
here.
stream. They're actually upset with me that I put Pokemon Scarlet as a
See?
late night
It looks
chill
completely
stream.
different now.
They feel that the first 4 streams, which were all daytime streams of 3 hours in length,
I'm going to scale it back to where he starts talking right from the beginning.
good morning, everyone,
All
and
right.
happy holidays.
We
Phil
are
here, and welcome to the Level
it
1
looks
Podcast,
like
where we're busy having fun down here on Level
4
1.
minutes behind.
I hope
right
you're all
now.
having a great weekend so far. Today is
But I won't pause
Sunday,
it.
the 4th of December,
just let it play.
2022, and I'm in a good mood. You want to know why I'm in a good mood? Because today we got a great lineup, awesome new games to play, things that you guys are enjoying, I'm enjoying. I get a feeling today's going to be a great day of progress and fun, and that always puts me in a good mood. Why wouldn't it, right? And we got a lot of interesting stuff to talk about this morning, gameplay related. Some developments regarding my coverage of Modern Warfare 2, which had an interesting twist last night, which we will definitely talk about this morning because it affects the future of my Modern Warfare 2 coverage starting tomorrow
Modern
night.
Warfare 2.
Once again, excuse me, after basically having a whole segment yesterday about my initial thoughts on Callisto Protocol, I was bombarded again with comments and criticisms, both of my comments on the game and the game itself. I feel like, once again, I must talk about this game this morning.
Wow.
And what's funny is people are like, are you getting paid by these game devs? Like,
No. Nobody would pay
who used to be Visceral Games and are now this new
DSP.
game studio. Did they reach out to you? Are you, are you their paid spokesman? Yes, obviously I am. No.
Oh, whoa. I
Stupid
jumped.
thing to
I
say.
jumped.
No one
I
pays me
jumped.
for shit.
I
That's why
jumped.
people come to
Get
watch
out
my
of
stuff,
there.
because I'm honest about my opinion.
Why is the guy not jumping very well? What is the deal?
You're not getting something that's because I'm a paid shill for anybody. I'm not afraid to speak my mind on any subject when it comes to gaming.
That game started bad.
Because I've been there, done that. People want to sit and hate on me. They can.
People
But
want
I'm
to
gonna
sit
come
on
at
you?
with facts, and I'm going to come at you with takes that make sense to someone who has a logical mindset and a mindset that's not sadly geared towards some kind of bandwagon mentality, some fad, whatever the popular.
I don't understand
is.
what's going on right now. I'm
just
not
honest.
hitting the right
sometimes
buttons.
My opinion does align with the popular opinion. Sometimes it does not. And in this case, we're in a situation where my opinions on Callisto Protocol
are stupid.
Are not in line with what the mainstream media said. And
you've actually been a contrarian your entire
and I
life.
want to talk more about that. Comments I saw on my videos overnight were so ludicrous. In regards to Callisto Protocol, I was like, are they playing the game?
You
No
put
idea,
a bunch of pictures of DSP in there?
Hey, it's a subject matter to talk about on a podcast where I talk about games, so it gives me some fuel for the fire, as they
gives
say,
you some views. Right? Oink.
So, today should be a good show. In addition, 2 great games on the agenda today, with more Callisto Protocol and Pokemon Scarlet. You would be, well, maybe you wouldn't be surprised, but a good amount of people are trying to campaign to me
to get rid of you.
To get Pokemon Scarlet brought back to a main daytime stream. They're actually upset with me that I put Pokemon Scarlet as a late night chill stream. They feel that the first 4 streams, which were all daytime streams of 3 hours in length, were amazing, and they want that back. And
drop
they're upset
input.
with
Drop
me
input.
that I put Pokemon Scarlet to a night stream as opposed to a day stream. Attendance, engagement, and yes, support. That I was hitting basically all of my tips goals on many of those Pokemon streams. And now that it became a late night stream, we didn't do that on the first late night stream. People are like, you see, you're killing your own playthrough and stuff like that. About that today too.
Is that
right?
Cat?
Let's talk about it because
was that Cat that was telling you that?
I'm a man of the people. You want all the time. I never push back. I'm not stubborn. Whatever you guys request, you immediately get.
What an idiot! What an idiot!
But anyway.
Should have woke up an hour before doing this, because he sounds tired.
Are of the mindset,
like he sounds wore down.
Really, if they're of the mindset of, hey, we really want Pokemon back as a daytime stream, I'm willing to consider it. But the question is, how are we going to tackle?
Guy with 2 names says, "Laugh out loud." I'm
we have
an
at least
idiot.
2 more
it was me. Ha ha
ha
ha. Right.
Now the Street Fighter 6
That's all that
beta,
was too.
That's its own entity. That's going to be an entire weekend of Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So nothing's really going to change how I cover the Street Fighter 6 beta. Everything basically goes on hiatus for the beta.
I guess I didn't have to go get all these whistles.
The beta's over,
I don't use them ever.
So that really doesn't affect much. But I guess the question would be, with upcoming releases such as Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core Reunion and High on Life, how are we going to tackle those games if we're not playing them as daytime streams, right? And I know I'll still be playing God of War by then. And God of War, an incredibly lengthy game. At this point, I want to say we're around 30 hours in. And most people are saying they think my God of War playthrough will clock in between 50 to 55 hours because of the style that I use when I play. Not only am I exploring
what style
that
is that, DSP?
Side content,
is that retro style? Is that baby back rib style? Is that country ham style? What style is it?
Because of that. So I guess the question
is
here,
the oinker style.
What do we do? And let's talk about that a little bit on
today's
podcast. Because I'm open to suggestion, but at the same time,
tell me.
I know
because I never make any decisions for myself.
I know that there's absolutely.
I even call my mama Linda to figure out what I should do next.
And there's going to be disappointment.
Should I go bankrupt, Mama? Should I keep streaming for the next 10 years, Mama?
So let's talk. Let's start at the
beginning. Any chance you'll let me suckle on that
first,
bobo, Mama?
Let's cover.
Help me, Linda. Send me some Christmas decorations so I can put it behind me and make it look like a funeral.
Okay. So for this week, here's the rest of the schedule. We got 3 new full-time days of streaming. We've got today, which is going to be more of the Callisto Protocol here on the first stream. Okay? And then it's going to be Pokemon Scarlet on the late stream, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. Okay, I'm very much looking forward to more Callisto Protocol. In fact, I feel like when we left off last time, we had arrived at the Dome.
Get your boy.
Which is supposed to be like the habitation part of the prison planning. And we had checked out the botanical gardens. There was a bunch of enemies in there.
Where'd you go to?
Six
Six Flags?
Enemies we had to clear
Checking out the botanical
gardens. It was actually an
gardens.
optional area we accidentally skipped. I didn't realize it was optional.
That's
I
a
thought
good
that it was
burp,
where you were supposed
baby.
to go, but it wasn't. It was an optional area.
Mama Linda would be so proud her baby got rid of all of that
gas.
gas.
Officer, and now we're able to continue on with the plot. But I think
Officer
what we'll do today is
Sanders?
we'll backtrack back to that little side area. We'll do that first, and then we'll continue on with the story. Okay. I'm excited to see how it goes. I'm
excited that you're excited. Are you excited, guy with 2
and the
names?
fact that I'm getting close
Anybody
to being
in
able to
chat?
upgrade
Are you
the grip to
excited?
the level 3, which is supposed to be really ultra powerful.
I want us all to
think
be
we're getting
excited.
to a point where it's going to be really neat. And I'm excited for you guys.
He's
are
excited.
Too. So
He's doubly excited.
Okay, exciting stuff coming today.
Exciting.
Then on the late stream, with
Wow,
Pokemon Scarlet,
exciting.
we've been
Super
really enjoying
excited,
this playthrough.
JG
This
Winnell
playthrough's been on
says.
hold for several days. As
That's
we had
excited.
Callisto Protocol Friday, and then yesterday was my alternate day. So it comes back tonight. It looks like we're going to be heading towards a new town, a new gym, and see what happens.
Snowflake, you okay?
We'll go from there.
That cat's
and,
gone wild
play it by
today.
ear. It's one of the most chill streams I do. I have a ton of fun.
I'm gonna see a bird
whenever
outside.
I play Pokemon Scarlet. Remember, Pokemon are eligible to be
I can
named.
fake the excitement if needed.
Whenever I play Pokemon Scarlet for a $25 tip, and also the Pikachu hat is eligible to
Is
be
that what
worn
Kat says?
during Pokemon Scarlet. The only
I can
playthrough
fake
where I
the
wear the
excitement
Pikachu
if
hat
you
right
want me
now.
to.
It's only eligible for Pokemon.
He's
so,
like,
there you go.
No.
For all the other playthroughs,
Just get
the Christmas
Tyrone.
hats are
I know you're
eligible.
really
The
excited
Santa
with
hat
him.
as well as the Let's Get Lit hat. But it's funny, since I made that
Ooh, let's
announcement
get
on Thursday when I came
lit.
back from break, not one stream have we hit the goal.
Oink.
So we haven't seen any Christmas hats or anything because we haven't hit a tip skull yet.
Nobody cares.
What are you gonna do, right? Then on Monday we swing back to God of War Ragnarok, and man, if you were watching God of War Ragnarok yesterday, we hit a high point.
Sorry for you if you were
sure.
watching it yesterday.
We hit a major high
wasted
point
a lot
in
of
the
your day.
playthrough, where not only do we have a new weapon,
Oh,
but
no.
we have a new means to basically
can
solve
fake it.
all of these puzzles.
I still like that.
we've been
Oh,
seeing
come on.
throughout
What's the
course
deal,
of the
man?
30 hours
I
I've been
got
playing the
wrenched.
game. We finally have the means to solve them all.
All right.
Okay, in fact, I think
I'm
there's
not
only
used to
one
losing my...
puzzle type we don't know how to solve right now. I think everything else
Get up
is
off
solvable.
me.
All right, so
Get up off
we can now go back throughout the entirety of the game, all the locations we've been,
Mario
and solve all this
Power.
optional stuff. We could probably get tons
It's
of
me.
upgrades. We could probably
Christmas
do
is
optional
lost without
boss
the
fights
Christmas
in
hat.
areas. It's going to be really neat. And I'm thinking on Monday, should we go back and do that first, or should we advance in the story even more? See, the thing is, as you guys know, I don't spoil myself. I have no idea how far along we are in the story. So I don't know
doesn't
if
spoil
we're nearing
himself.
the end of the story
That's good.
portion of the game, and if we
That's
should now
good
go
stuff.
back and backtrack and take our time to do the side stuff or not. I rely on you guys to kind of guide me in that regards to these playthroughs. So Monday is kind of like an open
There we
stream
go.
of God of War where we do whatever, and I'm excited. I think either way it's going to be super fun. Okay. Monday night.
Now it's a real
Modern
stream.
Warfare 2. Now, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Very important discussion we're going to have. Are you ready? So here's the deal. Modern Warfare 2 came out about a month and a half ago now, right? I want to
Okay,
say
right.
roughly a month and a half ago.
Okay, right.
And I've been playing it consistently, at least 1 to 2 times a week, multiplayer. Since I started playing,
Oink.
I've unlocked many different weapon types. We started with the M4, unlocked an LMG, that led to the M16. I thought the M16, quite frankly, sucked. Everyone else confirmed, yeah, in this game it's really bad for some odd reason. Used to be really good in other games, but in this one it's weak. So then I swapped.
See, I didn't want
to
the
Cost
Mario
All
to be
weapon tree,
lost
which you
without
guys
the Mario
recommended.
hat.
Went through that
So
entire weapon tree, got to the
now
Cost
the
All 7 for
Mario
you, unlocked all of its attachments and
stream
everything,
is saved.
used it for a little bit, but then I got kind of bored with it.
And then
So I wanted to
you
do
guys
something
don't have to
different. So I
worry
backtracked
about me
with
going
F-Tac
broke.
assault rifle or battle rifle, whichever it's called, which is a single shot.
Because
or
obviously
semi-automatic.
I
thought it
have
was
enough
really
money to
powerful.
buy this
The
Mario
problem
hat,
is,
so I don't need
with
your
Modern Warfare
tips.
2, the servers
If
are
I've
not
got a
good.
get
They have
lit
not been
hat
good on consoles in
that
many,
has
many
dead
years.
batteries
So
in
when
it,
you're in a situation
I'm obviously
where
doing better
the
than
server isn't good. The server
DSP.
favors full auto weapons. So
Oh, wait, I
everyone
went
who
the
has
wrong
full
way.
auto and
Go
is
down
spraying
this
everywhere
way.
is getting the drop on me
Here
and
you
saying, oh,
go.
he killed you first. Like, wait a minute.
Hey,
If you look,
don't be
I
like
aimed
that.
at him. I fired 3 to 4 times, and these were accurate shots.
No, they're
going into the
not.
person,
Dude,
but then it gives
anyone that
them
has
the benefit
ever
of the
watched
doubt,
you play
saying, just because
any
he sprayed
first-person shooter
full
game
auto at
will
me, oh, one
evenly
bullet hit you, so you
say,
died first.
all together now,
Horseshit.
we will
It really
all
is. It's
say,
terrible gameplay,
if you
but
were
this is what
shooting
they've
it,
gone with
it
for the past
wasn't
5,
dead
6
on
years,
and it wasn't
and with
straight.
absolutely
Like,
no
you're the
legitimate
same guy that's
competition.
like, oh, my gun was pulling
They
left
get
or
away with it
whatever.
every year.
Like, give
They
me a
never improved the
break.
net code. They never improved
I
the
was
hit
so
detection.
nervous
It's the
about
same
missing
shit every
hat,
year.
but now I feel
And
better.
I'm tired of it. But that's how
I'm
this
glad
game
that
is.
you
So
feel
I wanna
better,
be
guy
accurate.
with
You
2
can't-
names.
you can't play
All
with
I was
accurate
really
weapons. You
looking
just
for
have to fucking
today
be
was to
full
make
auto
sure
spray.
that 1
So
or 2
after
of my
that,
viewers
all right,
felt just a
let's
little
switch to
better.
an SMG, and that's actually what I've
And
been
now
doing
I
the last
feel
couple
like
of
I've
sessions. I played
accomplished
with an
my
SMG.
goal for today.
But at this point, it's been a month and a half I've been playing this game, right? And
2 minutes
basically
ago it was a
what's
month.
happened-
Now it's a month and a
2
half.
weeks ago, was it 2 weeks ago? Warzone 2.0 was
How many is it?
And ever since Warzone 2.0 was released, all the streamers who play Modern Warfare swapped over because this is the hot thing. Oh,
this is the hot one, yeah. Is that how he talks?
Watch me do
like,
my
why do you talk
running
like that?
Warzone where I do all this trick shots and I
This
trick
is the
people, I
one,
do
man.
in a row,
Everyone loves it.
Quick scoping bullshit. This is what they're all known for.
This is what they're known for.
Warzone is the hottest thing in first-person shooters, and it has been for several years. This is why Warzone was present in a
Why are
fucking
you smacking the mic again,
game
man?
that wasn't even a Modern
What'd that
Warfare
mic do to
game,
you?
even though it's Modern Warfare's engine. Okay?
I'm a doofus.
The point I'm making is, I don't really feel that Warzone is representative of Modern Warfare. I really don't. I think it's its own entity that got virally popular because of streamers. And if it wasn't for the whole streaming
You've seen
culture,
the kill cam.
it never would have been popular
He's an
at all.
idiot.
All right?
Like, you get
Battle
to
Royale,
see how you died from the killer's
is old as
perspective.
shit.
And you
I started
suck.
playing Battle Royale, what, 4
And then when you
years
watch
ago on
Piece of
Xbox,
Pieces
what was
streams,
PUBG?
which, by the way,
And even then,
if you're
random
here for
shit,
some
I
reason
like
and you've
it,
never
but
seen
I
Piece
played
of
it
Piece,
anyway because it was
you
an
need to watch his
entity, it was a
streams.
unique thing. I'd never done
He
Battle
slows it
Royale
down,
before. You guys
he
seem to like
rewinds
the
it,
streams that I
he
did
shows
with
you
right? Then I played
exactly
Fortnite,
what
then
happened,
I played Black
not
Ops
just the
4
kill cam.
Blackout, and we did that for almost
Sorry.
like a year, right? And it's
Bro,
like,
you
at one
died.
point, it's like, okay, they're all the same.
You
At some
suck.
point,
You're not
you're
hitting.
gonna move on and say,
You're not
this is
hitting the
old.
character
Why are we
like you
still
think you
doing
are.
this?
Like,
They're still doing it.
your aim isn't
Now they
like
want
what you
Warzone
think it is.
2.0.
Hey,
Warzone,
why'd that
Warzone.
bounce over him?
Unbelievable. Every time I even mention I'm going to play Modern Warfare 2. Warzone? You're playing Warzone? Warzone? Well, Warzone isn't really multiplayer for Modern Warfare. It's not. It's different.
Big
it's a different
bass.
thing entirely. And I
Leave me
understand
alone,
that people
man.
like other streamers playing it, but the fact that you demand it over me playing the multiplayer that I love, it's kind of annoying. I'm not going to lie, you know? When you get that many people, Warzone, when's Warzone? I'll come when there's Warzone. I'll support Warzone, but not this. Fuck this. I want Warzone.
Isn't it fair that someone that's going to support something supports what they want to support?
After you guys demanding it.
I mean, isn't that fair?
Weeks and weeks. Last night, I'm playing Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer. I play the first hour, and
Viewers give suggestions, but don't listen. Hey,
Warzone.
DSP refuses to jump on trends.
I had it.
Some
I couldn't
business
take it
major.
anymore. I couldn't even concentrate. I rage quit a game because of the game, because everyone was spamming Warzone. I said, fuck this. I'll play fucking Warzone if you'll shut up.
So he rage quit chat.
So I did. I played Warzone. I did 2 matches of Warzone.
Is that what it takes,
My
like,
first
to get
match, I think I
some
made like
viewers?
top 30.
Is to,
My
like,
second match, I was like 12th. Okay?
hate on
and
them?
quite frankly,
I'm
I
confused
should have been
on
higher
that.
because
Like,
I did win the firefight against the
I don't
guy.
know, man.
The game is stupid as fuck and says I didn't.
I'm not
going
gonna
to
do it.
on him first.
Like, you can't talk me into it.
So anyway,
It sounds stupid. Whoops.
It's exactly the same as the previous battle royales I've played.
I'm really
They
confused
airdrop
on that
in,
mindset.
And I'd say the only difference.
You
in
guys
the
are
map is
stupid.
quite
You won't
large.
stop
There's a
asking for it,
ridiculous
so I'll
amount of
play it
buildings.
because you were dumb.
Ridiculous.
Please,
amount of buildings.
give me money
Tons
and
of these
watch me,
buildings that I built.
dummies.
Typically in the previous battle royales
Okay.
that I played, the buildings were
Sure.
large and spaced out. And this one, it's like there's
He
big
lost the
clusters of
firefight.
city where you've got dozens.
Either
of
listen
small
to them
buildings
or be
all
confident
right
in your
next to each
choice.
other.
Right.
All right.
The,
So it's gonna
the
be like
multiplayer that I love.
nearly
But if I lose the
impossible
game,
unless
it's
you
broken.
get a UAV.
And Infinity doesn't
It's
know
gonna
how
be
to make a
nearly
game
impossible to know
properly.
where
Right,
everyone
nah?
is. It's going to be luck to run into someone, and when you do, you got to
Maybe
win
this
that.
guy will
Oh
give
my
me a
god,
little
right on the fly firefight.
hammer time.
And that actually happened with me a few times last night, where I was just kind of like sneaking around, and I saw someone across the way.
Dude, you camped out in the
2 or 3
bathroom at
guys
one point.
fighting, like in front of you, and like, okay, watch this. And you sneak in, you take them all out from behind when they're not looking.
You
or they're
would be
already
the
fighting.
type
It's
to
kind of
come in
predator
and
kill.
shoot
You're sitting there
somebody in the
waiting
back.
for them to be weak, and then
Wouldn't you?
you lunge at them when they're at their weakest.
You
right?
pathetic excuse
So,
for a man. You would be the same type of person that
there
would
you go.
sneak in someone's
And,
house and take them out in the bathroom.
You know, I had fun with it. I did, admittedly. I played it for
Friggin'
an
creep.
hour, and I was like, okay, I see what it is. And the thing is with Warzone, just like
Yeah,
any
when he
battle
stopped
royale,
camping,
you're gonna
he
have
got picked
significant
off.
downtime because you've got to land.
Yep,
Right.
because he sucks.
You've got to
Good burp.
loot.
Linda,
You gotta hide.
your baby's still
and you gotta keep
burping.
moving towards the circle.
He got all
The
that
circle
gassy
keeps
out
moving
of
and
him.
the gas
He's
is
gonna be
coming. This
okay
is
for
gas, not
today.
electric wall, like in other games. It's gas that's gassing you. Makes no fucking sense. How do you have that much gas to go outside and gas everyone?
How do you have so much gas that
See
you're
the
always
point I'm making?
burping on stream
Move in.
nonstop?
It's the same as every single battle
Oh,
royale.
that was
Literally,
dumb.
zero originality, nothing different. It's
I
exactly
can't get
the
to
same
it.
Shit. You know,
Don't
I guess-
kill
I
me
guess
now.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But my God, they've been using the same battle royale.
You were
formula
so
for how
broke,
long now?
man,
7
that you
years.
need to get
It's
fixed.
the same exact shit, and people still eat it up. It's kind of weird. But anyway, So I played it for an
with me,
hour.
Lakido.
I did all right. I didn't do great, but I also didn't
When he
suck.
stopped
I actually
camping,
won a
he
bunch
got
of
picked off.
firefights.
And Warzone 2 is
And
completely
by the
different.
end of the hour, essentially, here's what I noticed.
2 games determine this.
My
He
viewership
doesn't know.
skyrocketed. My viewership went from low 300s to like 450, almost 500 viewers.
When he went to
We got
Warzone,
like 50% bonus.
that's not
viewers
true.
Just from me playing.
People
Warzone.
just kept coming in and leaving.
Okay. Engagement actually went up. At that point, I was just saying to everyone, geez, we got over 300 people. We can't
Why do
even
I
get
keep
100
picking
likes
at
on
10?
a
What's wrong
Call
with
of
me?
Duty stream. We did get over 100 likes when I started playing Warzone. Okay? Support? No,
Burp.
nothing happened. I started playing it, and literally 2 people tipped who said they promised they would tip if I started playing Warzone, and then nothing else. Okay? Here's the thing with Modern Warfare 2, and I'll be, again, you know me.
I'll be honest.
I tell it like it is.
I'm honest.
And I'm upfront.
I'm
I
an
don't pull
honest
punches.
dude.
I'm not gonna sugarcoat shit. When I started playing
You
Modern Warfare 2, a month
You
and a
would
half ago,
literally
it was
be
fun.
the guy that
We
would
all had a great time.
sugarcoat
People were
poop.
supporting it.
That would
I've
be
noticed
you.
over the last, maybe 2-3 weeks. Support.
Like, you would be the only person that I would ever know
to the point where it was
to sugarcoat poop.
actually for a while God of War
That's how
Ragnarok
much
that was
you
getting the
love
lowest views and the lowest
your Scat.
engagement and the lowest support.
You'd put sugar
Now what I'm
all
noticing,
up on it.
whenever I play Modern Warfare 2,
While
views
everybody
are
else
good.
is like,
And
you could
that's
just
it.
have French
And I
toast.
think what the problem is
He's
there's
like,
a lot of
nah,
people
man,
doing
I got
Modern
my
Warfare
poo.
streams just in the hopes
I'm gonna
that I'll
sugarcoat
lose
that.
a bunch or get laggy connections and then I'll rage quit the match. I don't know what's so entertaining about that. I get no pleasure out of it. I just want to have a fun match, and if I'm playing a match that's so fucking laggy, I'm not going to waste my
might as
time
well
with
just
it.
go now.
It's just. I know some people say, "Oh, that's just being stupid or immature. It's disrespectful." No. What's disrespectful is that
French
people pay
toast, right?
$70 every year
Anything
for a new
but
Call of
Scat.
Duty game. For like the last 7 years, they still haven't improved the netcode on consoles, at least. They just haven't.
My daughter's
It's the
had
same
some
shit
French toast
netcode.
sticks
It
this
doesn't
morning.
even matter what ping it says you
I
have.
like to make homemade
There's
French
firefights
toast.
that you blatantly
And,
win, and the game says
my
they
wife
won.
bought some
And
French
when you
toast
watch their
sticks
kill cam, it's a completely different
from the
situation
Walmart.
from what you just saw.
Or
It's
the Kroger,
trash.
I can't remember
Yet
which
we
one.
reward them every year with $1 billion.
And they were like, Dad, these are so
$1
good.
billion fucking
I was like, fine, have
dollars
those.
a year
Don't-
this company makes. On
Don't
this
let me
fucking
have
shit
anything
game,
special.
You know?
No, I was
We
really
don't-
happy
We don't
'cause
demand
making French
better
toast
for
takes a
some odd
while.
reason. It's like,
It's not an easy process.
are we all masochistic where we want to reward a company that obviously doesn't care? We just reward them every year.
Masochistic.
So anyway, I think that's
I
what
don't
it
know.
is. People like to see
I don't
me
know.
rage
Maybe
that
you
kind
are.
of stuff. So basically, I'm at the point where it's like, if I'm going to keep playing this
That was
game,
my
I
bad.
want it to be something that's going to fit in with the schedule and people want. And when I'm seeing we have high views, but we can't even get 100 likes on a stream, and the support is non-existent, because it really, before I even played Warzone last night, I shit you not, we didn't have $10 in tips on the stream.
That's because you
That-
suck,
that slow the stream,
DSP.
Okay?
It has nothing to do with
So,
anything but you
The
sucking.
way I see it, there's tons of other games
You
that are
suck.
either already out
You suck, you
that I
suck,
skip
you suck, you suck, you
because I have
suck.
time for what I'm playing now, or other games that are coming out that people want to see me play. Why am I going to continue to play Warzone? All right? Excuse me. Why am I going to continue to play Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer if it doesn't seem to be something that people who are positive
This Call of Duty
want
is
to
very
see?
fun. I haven't
There's
got
a
it yet
difference
because I was kind of
You watch
hoping
my
like
content because you're
it would come
enjoying
down
it,
on price
you wanna
for something
engage
for the
with it, you wanna
holidays,
support
but
it, and you wanna
because it
continue
came out the time frame that it
versus,
did,
I
it
just watch
probably
to see
won't
Phil
come
rage,
down in
And
price.
then once he rages, I
Yet.
laugh and I leave. I don't
But
care about the
I'm
future
still
of
waiting
DSP
on
gaming
it.
or
I
him.
buy so many
I just wanna
games,
laugh at his
sometimes I feel
expense.
guilty.
Well, I don't care about those viewers.
Like,
That's why view numbers don't matter.
got family
Really,
and
they
everything.
never, they
Like,
just don't.
you shouldn't always be
I
buying
could care
games.
less how many views I have at any
Ugh.
particular stream because view count doesn't have any effect on anything. It's about
Hey, this is
engagement,
new
it's
content.
about
We haven't
support.
seen this
Those
yet.
are the two key factors to a successful
By now, I had
stream
already
and
got
or
a
piece of
drink and
content that I put out
accidentally canceled out
Okay?
all the work that I had done. I don't need to be up there anyways.
So, what I think
That's
has
the
happened
weirdest
is
thing
I've
ever.
kind of
I never
reached
noticed that before.
the logical stopping point of where I can go with Modern
Check out the
Warfare 2
frame rate
standard
dropping,
multiplayer.
bros.
Unless maybe they have a DLC where they put new maps or whatever into the rotation.
I don't think I ever knew that
I think we've basically hit
beanstalk was there.
the height of where we're going to go. And at this point, like I said, I was thinking of phasing it out. But since people are screaming for Warzone, all right, I'll give it a shot. The thing is, I actually genuinely had a good time last night with the hour that I played Warzone. I actually did. I'm not gonna
Oh,
lie.
you genuinely
I
had a
did.
good
I
time
was like,
being
all
the
right, it
toxic
feels
piece
familiar.
of crap
It seems
pig
like
that you
Blackout.
are.
Blackout, it seems like Warzone.
You
One, it
kept
seems
going
like PUBG.
on
It's the
being
same
smug
formula,
as can
okay?
be
So
about
it's
it.
like, oh, welcome back. Okay, it's the same shit from years
Well,
ago. It hasn't
this is
changed.
Warzone,
It feels the
boys.
same to me. It's a little different. Okay, I got
quiet, nothing going on. That's Warzone.
And you gotta fucking have the loadout.
And then you went on to be like,
kill streaks, like how to use them right.
What's a stronghold? I don't really know what a stronghold is. See, because I don't play this stuff. And you guys want me to play it, so I'm playing it. Okay?
You'll land, loot as much
you
as
guys
you can,
asked for it.
Grab the UAV, and the second you get the UAV, pop it.
So you better hold my hand since you guys asked for it.
Kill them.
I need explained.
Wow, cool. You gotta kill. It's exciting. Now, get their loot. Try
I'd wait on it if you're in any
pop
rush.
It.
If
Go
you're
to
not
the
in
next
any rush,
person you find.
the game is going to be here for a while.
Right.
That,
it's more like not trying
I appreciate
to survive,
that. Not, that's
but
pretty much
trying to get the
mindset that I went into with it was, I want it.
I
would like to play it,
however. I really
but I also
I'll do it that way
had not been playing
or I'll try to survive.
Halo
last
enough,
night,
and I own Halo.
I tried to survive as long as I could.
And
I
really enjoyed Halo. I really did. So I should play that more. And it gives me a really good reason to play on my Xbox because, I mean, in all reality, I play on my NES, my SNES,
because I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what
my Switch, and my PS5 more than I do any other system.
And I'm aiming at his back and firing on his back.
All right, I'm going to take a drink, but my water's on the ground.
He turns mid-shots of me hitting him, starts firing on me, and I die. What? I'm already firing on you.
Right, JG Wendell, it'll just be more camping streams, and that's all.
A fully decked out gun, and it's one of the best Warzone guns.
If you guys are all ready and prepared to sit and watch somebody camp, then come watch DSP play Warzone 2.
Sure, because that's how it works in real life. When someone has a full auto gun filling you with bullets, right? And your body, you can immediately say,
why am I not hitting?
And shoot right through it. So what I mean, it's trash. People really need to demand better from not only Infinity Ward, but Activision in general. This is trash gameplay. It's a trash game, and it's trash gameplay. And every year people buy it and fucking support it. It's trash. All right? So he was allowed to talk about Warzone and call it trash. But no one else is allowed to talk about Callisto Protocol and call it trash. Starting Monday night. Got it. All right? After I play my God of War stream, the late stream will be Warzone 2. What a tool. In Modern Warfare 2. I have never seen somebody go back and forth so much. All right? So, one game you can talk crap about it. If you're him. Now would be the time, but another game you can't talk crap about it at all. If you want to see how I'm going to do, and Retro, I play Halo with you. I play on PC though, so we have to figure out crossplay or something. Awesome, man. I would definitely be down for that. I'll let you know the next time I'm playing because seriously, I usually play once a day, and I just pick a random time, like when I'm downstairs, because my Xbox is downstairs. My Xbox X is downstairs on the big TV, and that's because I'm old and I can't see as well. No, I like it on the big TV. That's all. Let's figure this out together. It's going to be a learning experience. But that's the thing about Warzone. You land, you loot, you have tons of time to talk to the audience. I'll definitely that's exactly how it was in Black Ops 4 Blackout. They were some of my most interactive streams because and I'm totally okay with somebody getting salty. Dude, half the time I played that the other day while streaming him, and I'm telling you right now, I was really impressed with myself. I told my wife, like, it's not often that I go and like pat myself on the back. Let's have a good time Monday night. I was really impressed with myself. If people show up, that I did not rage. I didn't freak out. I really just had a fun time. Like, all right, I was really impressed. But we gotta see what happens because she listened to me playing Halo the first time that I was ever playing it, and she was like, "Are you okay?" And let's put more time towards other games, right? I'm like, "Yeah, why?" Freeing up another night stream. She's like, "Well, you just seem to be really upset." I was like, "That's because they're idiots." What people seem to want. Right? We're playing Capture the Flag, so and they're playing Slayer right now for some reason. And I don't know why. Actually, I'm just going to finish this level. If you go all the way back there, you can get another frog suit. But I always have plenty of frog suits. I don't need any more frog suits. Like, I'm good. Or is this something that, how you doing, Deshaun Crew? And no, we're not doing proximity chat audio objects. Super Mario Brothers 3 is my most favorite game. Awesome hat, man. Thank you, man. Got this thing from GameStop not too long ago. I bought them for my kiddos. And then, they wore them for a little bit. And the way that kids are. So, God forbid.
they're not like me whenever I was a kid.
That sounds
like
something it's
when I was a
not,
kid,
or that I'm
I always
saying
wanted to
something
keep everything
off-topic
super
to one of
nice,
you,
and I didn't want to do
and
anything
someone
to it.
misconstrues
Like
as
I didn't want
something
to
else,
ruin
and
it
it
or
match
anything.
reports me and gets me banned. Fuck
And
that.
unfortunately, my girls can be a little
I'm
sloppier than
not,
I
I'm
was
not. I'm
as
not
a
taking that
kid,
chance. You
and
know,
they'll
people are going to be doing
get stuff
that
on
shit
it and
just for
everything.
trolling.
So it
I'm not
sits up
stupid.
here
Again,
by all
I
the
got warned
games,
yesterday.
which they're
I
welcome
know
to come in
exactly
here
how
and
it's
pick
gonna
up
work.
games, and they do. But they almost never just wear them. Like Mario Day in March, like March 10th, they're all about it. They'll all wear them, and then they'll just get set off to the side.
So to reiterate,
so they sit up here in the game room with me.
Callisto Protocol, Pokemon Scarlet. Monday, God of War Ragnarok, and Warzone 2 in Modern Warfare 2.
Dr.
Tuesday,
Disrespect rant
Callisto
again.
Protocol, and Pokemon Scarlet. Now, if Callisto Protocol really is only 10 hours long, we'll beat it on Tuesday. I'm very skeptical. I feel the game is longer than that. I feel that the people who say it's 10 hours long are people who rushed through it and didn't do any side content.
He's the guy, just so you know, I wanted to pause, but I won't. He's the guy that said 6 hours. Remember? Because I did this stream, and I said, I don't know where he heard 6 hours. He's an idiot. I've heard from everyone that if you're a decent player, above average player, 10 hours. And he said 6 hours. I was like, I don't know where he heard that from. Like, ain't nobody said that.
Tuesday night will be more Pokemon.
So I don't know who he was listening to.
Now what we have is Thursday,
but I'd like to see that proof
Saturday,
of 6
Sunday,
hours in
Monday.
that game.
5 days.
And you're going to tell me that that game was worth $10 an hour?
During those 5 days, we'll be heavily dependent. Am I still playing Callisto Protocol?
I don't know about that.
Another major stream to beat it.
Not whenever you got God of War Ragnarok there sitting that you can put 50 to 100 hours in.
You know what I'm saying? So.
And you're going to play a game that's $70 that's only got
I'm okay
6 hours of content?
Protocol.
Like, that's stupid.
I'm okay with putting Pokemon back as a daytime stream, but then a week from Tuesday, which would be the 13th of December, we've got both the boot power up High on Life as well as Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core Reunion. Do you want me to skip one of those games and only play one?
Are you talking about in Super Mario 3?
Daytime streams maybe focus on God of War Ragnarok and Pokemon, and the night streams focus on,
no joke,
Warzone.
That is my absolute favorite thing in Super Mario 3.
Coming up on the 16th through the 18th,
and it's only in one level.
We're going to be doing non-stop Street Fighter 6. And then when that's done, we go back.
It's always been like a mild disappointment to me in the game.
We got everything varied.
Yeah, shoot a guy in the back of the head. There's a DSP cannon right there.
So we got all kinds of stuff.
Shot me in the back of the head.
Okay. So there you go. Plum Girl, Friday night firefights was for, an idea to do every Friday night to have a set time for Modern Warfare. But at this point, we're playing it more often than that, so it doesn't really make sense, does it?
You don't make sense. Just do what you want, DSP. That's what you're going to do every time anyways. Why do you care what they want? You're going to do what you want.
Do you not want me to skip games? Do you want me to squeeze everything in? If that's the case, then when do I play what? Because like I said, sadly, it doesn't seem like at this point, first of all, this is one of the busiest Decembers we've had. Think about it. It really is.
Think about it.
Usually in December, things are
nobody in your chat knows how to think without you, DSP. So why are you asking them to think about it? Isn't that kind of rude of you? Don't you know who your viewers are? They're lame-brained nobodies that you say are stupid and don't understand how to think like a normal person.
And I know that. I need to basically focus on what people are asking for now. And right
He's
now,
making this more complicated than it has to be. Yeah, he made me die
I want
there.
you to try Warzone. That's what I'm hearing from you.
That's
So
what I'm
give
saying.
You what you want,
I'm
but then
saying
if we
he
do that,
made
you
me
then have to account for
lose
the new games
on
coming
that
out. How do we
battleship.
adjust to that?
Because I don't lose
Like what
to
I would
her.
say is,
Like,
coming up between High on Life and Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core, maybe I should only play one of them for now.
it is kind of comical
and
to
one
me
of them should
sometimes
be
how
at
I'll
later.
do so pathetic
If that's
whenever
the
I have to
case,
listen to him
which
in the
one do I play
background
now and
for
which
certain
one do I play
games.
later? We
Things
have
that
to
I would
figure
just
this out,
never do.
right?
Like, why would I jump
So
on
let's
top
think
of
about it.
those
We have over a week.
guys'
It's only the
heads
4th.
whenever
We
I
have
have
9
the
days
tail
to figure
whip?
this out.
When I can just
Let's talk about this
tail
in the
whip
next
them.
week. And
Like,
let's
why?
determine what it is you guys actually want, and that'll help me to narrow it down and figure stuff out. Okay? By the way,
I
we're
can't
seriously
seem
having
to win for losing here.
It's snowing outside again. This is what, the 3rd or 4th straight day?
I mean,
We've
those
had
are things
snow
that never
every
happen to me
single
in
day.
normal gameplay.
We never get snow here in Washington.
I sound
And
just like
it's
DSP right
still
now.
early December, and every day we're getting snow.
We
I'm curious
never
if this
get
is
snow this time of the year. Global warming, man. Global warming. That explains it. That's why you're getting so much snow. global warming is heating up. Oh, wait, that's the opposite, right? Yeah. Yeah, so
Here's the thing.
the whole entire idea of global warming
I don't dislike
is
snow.
stupid
I think
whenever
snow is very nice. I really
you're
do.
getting
By the way, let me
snow
check.
sooner than what you should get.
Please
right?
tell me that, because just because I got up, I didn't screw up my capture setup. Hold on. Hold on.
All right, got her.
No, it works. Okay, good. Because before I got up...
Please tell me I
and it
didn't
fucked up
ruin my
whole
capture
I had to
setup,
do
guys.
Okay.
Oink, oink, oink.
You know, I love snow. It looks beautiful. Right now we got beautiful, big, chunky flurries coming down. It's a winter wonderland out there. It's beautiful. And I love it because this is perfect weather for streaming. I can have my window open. Got some cool air coming in.
Doesn't it make it too bright for you?
Nice, right? Look at the podcast. I look human. Right? It's pretty good. I got the holiday
No.
lights going. This is what it's all
I'm
about.
again
Man,
here
later,
to
maybe I'll
remind
get myself a cup of
everyone.
hot cocoa.
The
I'll
only
start
reason
sipping
he
it,
hasn't had
chopping
any
up the
camera
tissues.
issues is because
We'll have some
Blinky
hot
is in the
cocoa with you
closet.
guys and have a nice, fun holiday stream here. It's good. It's a
That's
good
why the
feeling. It
camera
really
works
is.
fine now.
But I don't want it sticking
He
out
hasn't
there
spoke on the
having
camera
problems.
one
My
time.
wife goes to work, and she's got a couple days of work coming up here, and I don't want to have to have problems with snow, and I got to drive her and stuff and worry about her. We'll see. But
What are you worried about if you're driving her?
You know, it depends. It's weird because real marshmallows and cocoa are actually pretty good, but then all of a sudden everyone started having those little fake like cereal marshmallows in their cocoa, and that's just like putting sugar in, like putting a sugar cube in. I prefer like a real marshmallow floating in there. Usually I don't though. You know what's really good? Put a little bit of whipped cream on top. Oh, that's good. Anyway.
You're such
So
an
there you go.
idiot,
That's
man.
what's going on. For
I have
the
a
week.
hard time
And one
listening
final
to
thing
you.
that we'll address: the Game Awards. No, I'm not covering them. I'm not going to watch it live. I'm just not. It's going to be a waste of time. It's going to end
So
up
he
watching
can't.
for like 2-3 hours. We're going to be bored to tears for 90% of it. I'd much rather just keep playing with the games I'm playing. I will talk about the Game Awards the next morning on the Level 1 podcast, and I'm sure during that live stream, whenever I'm playing,
Take
you
that
guys
show
are going to
with
tell me
me.
all about what's winning the awards or whatever. I don't really care. It's just I already covered.
Yeah, sorry.
People. I
Judgy
already
is
covered
gone in the
Summer Games
closet,
Fest,
and now all
the
of a sudden
Xbox
he
press
has
conference,
no
the Sony press conference
camera
earlier this year
issues.
live, and
But
no
he's
one
too
really cared.
stupid to
Low,
recognize
engagement was low.
that
No one
the
cared.
reason he was having
People don't
camera
care about
issues
me doing that
is
stuff
because
live. They like seeing me
Judgy
react to stuff,
was
but they don't care about the
trolling
live events, and I don't care
hardcore.
either. So
Oh,
we'll just
I
do
thought
gameplay, and we'll just talk about it.
That's
the next
fine.
day. Okay. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, now let us talk about Callisto Protocol again. I know. We're
What?
beating the dead horse maybe a little bit. I don't know.
Oh my
But it's
gosh.
just weird because yesterday I had
What
a
is
big
wrong
segment
with
on
you,
this free
dude?
podcast
Obsessed
about
much?
My thoughts about the Callisto Protocol and how I felt.
Marshmallow is all sugar. Yeah. This is the guy that's like,
as well as a lot
I
of
like cotton
content
candy,
creators
but
were simply
I
put
kind of
not
want it to
giving
have
a
low
fair shake.
sugar.
They had unjust biases. They were looking for preconceived notions in the game about what it was supposed to be that were not true, and then when it wasn't, they, oh, I'm so upset. It's not what I was looking for in this game. Well, that didn't say it was going to be that. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people who just said
Nobody knows
outright
what
wrong
you're
things
saying,
about
man.
it. All right. So first of all,
Right, he can't
right.
stop. He is
First of all,
obsessed
ladies
with
and
this
gentlemen, I got a bunch of
Callisto
comments on my
protocol.
videos overnight, and I couldn't believe some of these comments. All
Oh,
right?
okay,
So
show us.
Let's be on. Let's address some
Show us.
valid. Well, let's address some valid criticisms right now.
Yeah.
You ready? Ladies and gentlemen, DSP addresses valid criticism. Ready?
Jeez,
The game is repetitive. The game reuses too many assets, and too many areas look way too similar. The game can get very repetitive and boring over time because there's not enough variety in the game. The game takes elements from previous games in this kind of franchise / IP, whatever you want to call it, and just rehashes them rather than doing too much innovation, and therefore it feels much like the same games that you've played in the past. Okay? And graphically, the game doesn't perform as well as its contemporaries. It seems like maybe it has some graphical issues no matter what format you're playing. Okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, everything I just said is a completely valid criticism.
Can you
Absolutely.
make Splenda cotton
For
candy?
Elden Ring.
I wonder. That's
Oops.
actually a good question.
I just shocked you, didn't I?
I wonder if you can.
Because if you take every statement I just
Wait.
made,
Hold
and you
on.
apply it to
Hold
Elden
on. I missed the shock effect. I missed the
Ring,
shock
didn't I?
effect.
Ring. Criticism. So, ladies and gentlemen, everything I just said is a completely valid criticism, absolutely, for Elden Ring. Oops. I just shocked you, didn't I? Because if you take every statement I just made and you apply it to Elden Ring, every single one of them actually is true.
No.
However,
no.
for some really weird reason, when
He's
we
an
compare
idiot.
games,
This is the dumbest
Elden
guy
Ring
ever.
gets a
I
pass
swear.
for all of that.
Like,
Elden Ring,
oh my
for
gosh.
some weird reason, is the golden game that gets put up on a pedestal, despite the fact that everything I just said is true. Okay, it's factually, objectively true.
Just shut up,
I'm not
dude.
saying there aren't things
Like,
good
just
about
shut
Elden
up.
Ring.
Like,
What I'm saying is, you can't make criticisms for one game and then not apply them to others as well, because everything that people seem to be saying about Callisto Protocol could be
Callisto
true.
Protocol.
But if it's true, then apply it to other games as well and tell me why other games get a pass while this game gets treated like dirt, right? I just don't understand.
I don't know. Who cares? Like, who really
just don't.
cares? At the end of the
Why
day,
are
who
people saying
cares?
things about Callisto Protocol like it's a terrible game?
Who
when
cares?
You could say
You
everything
enjoy it
just
for
said is bad
yourself
was
and
also
stop
playing
caring
for
what
your favorite
everybody
games
else
of the
has
year.
to say about it. Why are you
Justify
so
it.
concerned?
I'd love to hear someone justify it. I haven't heard that yet.
Yeah, we're
Seriously,
back to
all I hear
Elden
about
Ring.
is that, oh, Callisto Protocol runs like shit.
But remember,
Callisto
he did
Protocol's
have some
boring,
hate on
it's repetitive,
Elden Ring
doesn't
because so
innovate
many
enough.
people wanted it. Like, he hated
We
the
already
fact that
addressed
everybody
the not
wanted it
scary
so
comment.
much.
And that's
He
subjective.
couldn't stand
That's
that.
completely subjective. I'm telling you, the reason I
Elden
think it's scary
friggin'
isn't
Ring.
because of jump
Elden
scares and
friggin' Ring.
mutations. It's because you don't know what's around every corner. You have no idea what you're
Elden
about to face.
friggin'
You're
Ring.
fighting one enemy, you're fighting three.
Like,
You
it
think
was
you're
all
fighting one normal
stupid.
enemy. Oh shit, it's a mutator. It's way harder than you thought it was going to be. That's scary to me. Really, not knowing what you're going
Oh, is
against
it?
is pretty scary.
Oh, well, then
But
get scared.
Some people maybe not.
okay?
All right. Okay.
Get scared. Please.
Now,
Nice
one
belch.
thing that
Mama
I'm
Linda
tired
is
of, and
proud.
I've had enough.
Baby boy.
Someone actually left a comment, and I've seen people all over the internet saying this. Callisto Protocol only has 4 enemies in it. Callisto Protocol only has 4 enemies.
What's
in
your point?
It. Let's see. You got the regular humanoid. You got the humanoid that's slightly
Oh
more
my
mutated, that
gosh.
actually is stronger and swipes multiple times rather than just the one swipe. You got
He
the
makes it
mutator, which I think
difficult
they call
to
the
want
big
to
mouth.
go on,
This is the
you
big
know?
guy.
Like,
who he's the one
this
who
is supposed to
mutates
be
the other people in
Sunday.
the area
This
and
is
turns
supposed to
them
be
into
a day
monsters.
of rest.
But also, he's
Like,
a tank style.
this is a
and he's
day
much
that you
tougher to
take
kill,
in
and he's the one that spits
think
from a
about the
distance.
beginning of
So
this
already we got
week,
3 enemies. Okay.
how it's all going to culminate together.
You got the mutator.
And instead,
the mutator is an enemy
he
that
just
starts as a regular
brings
enemy,
me down.
But then the tentacles
Like,
start to come out, and then you have to destroy the humanoids.
I don't know, man.
Or excuse me, destroy the tentacles, or else it mutates into an even tougher enemy, which is the toughest enemy in the game so far. That's like a super duper tank, super powerful, can kill you with like 1 or 2 hits. So already I've talked
Sometimes
about
when I'm
already.
watching him, I wish I was
Okay?
still an alcoholic.
Now, there's
Is that
the
a bad
enemy
thing?
I don't know what you call
Hey,
it. They're in those
timing was
pods,
off
it's the
there,
head
obviously.
that comes out on a vine and grabs you.
Does anybody else
sucks
understand
at
what
your
I'm
neck,
saying?
And you have to like release
Like,
yourself with a quick
any of
time
you
event.
out there
You can avoid it by
get a
shooting
little
it
drunk
early.
while you're watching
There's those
DSP?
little jumper things that kind of look like leeches
You know,
that grab onto
just-
you, and you got to smash
just
them
a
and
coat.
throw them off, and usually they drop an item when you kill them. There's the enemies that crawl on the ceiling and also
Oh,
they're
get
very
off me,
fast,
turtle.
and they scurry all around, right? And you have to. It's really hard. You have to try to grab them with the grip to stop them because otherwise they're very hard to shoot. All right. So already I've tried 7 enemy types, and I'm only 5 hours in.
Like, I don't drink at
I'm
all. It's
sure
been
there's
3.5
more enemies
years.
in the game.
July
So
28th
these idiots saying, "Oh, there's 4 enemies." You're a fucking
was the day I
lying
quit drinking.
jackass.
And I'm telling you, like,
All right?
there are
It's
times
one
where
thing
I'm
to
watching him,
criticize a game
and I'm like,
and say,
technically,
"I
the
don't
only
like
way
this
that I could
element.
watch this
I
crap
think that this doesn't work.
back in
the
the day
graphics
was
aren't
if I
good.
was
That's
wasted.
okay. To
So I
literally
wonder if, like,
miscount 'cause
some
you're
of
a
his
fucking
viewers are
asshole
just,
with
like,
an
some
agenda,
really
that's
drunk
unacceptable.
people.
Seriously. So
They're just a bunch
I've had
of
enough
drunkies.
with that shit.
Thanks, guys.
I really have. I've had enough of
it.
people
I would
just
never,
misrepresenting
ever
things
drink again
and
after
saying that they are what they're not.
being
no,
what I
the game
was.
has way more than 4
But he
fucking
just
enemies.
makes me
You're
think
just an
about
idiot,
it sometimes.
You know, and you want a lot.
Like,
And again, some of the
oh
criticism
no,
being
I
given to
lost
this game,
my
sorry,
bear
they apply
suit.
to many other games. It's
my favorite.
In fact, you could probably apply them to Dead Space.
in this level, I
you
should
know?
say.
Dead Space doesn't have an
The
insanely
boot
wide
is
variety
still
of
the
enemies.
absolute favorite
It
power
doesn't.
up that there is.
It has regular mutations. It has the little creatures
That's
with
coming
tentacles
next
that come
world.
out of its back. You have to shoot the tentacles off. It's got the big brutes, right?
Brutes?
It's got the fast movers. That's 4. Right?
It's okay, buddy.
I'm trying to think
You
of how
will
many
get
enemies are in the
job
original
done.
Dead
It's all
Space.
right. Thanks,
Probably
Station
7.
Crew. I appreciate that.
Like literally,
Thanks, Knock.
probably 7. There's probably 7 enemies.
I'm telling
in the
you,
original Dead
like-
Space. You know.
Oink.
But God forbid,
Crown
compare
Toad.
apples to apples and say, "Oh shit, we fucked
I
up."
just suck at that
with our
spade
comparison.
game.
You know what I'm
Terrible
saying?
at it.
Another thing that I'm just tired of at this point is people saying they don't like the melee system. Okay, there's a difference between I don't like the melee combat system, which is fine, or the melee combat system sucks. That's just false. Okay? The melee combat system works.
Oh man.
Is
Maybe they think
functional
it sucks because they don't like it.
Has not been
Is that a fair statement?
Survival horror games
Douche
up to now,
side piggy?
Except
how do I hit him
games have a dodge mechanic
and kill him, but yet I still die?
Has kind of a, what would you call it? Not necessarily a dodge, but kind of like a
get up on out of here.
There's a word for it. You're not, because a dodge implies you're kind of like moving your whole body. This is, yeah, a weave. Exactly right. It's a weave. That's exactly what you call it, weaving.
No, that's
Your
what you
body
wear
weaves
for
back and forth.
What? I had invincibility.
To avoid attack.
That's what you
I've
wear
never
for
played a game that had that
Halloween,
before, have
bro.
you?
When you're
Maybe
trying
a
to be
boxing game had that,
Ken,
right?
you wore a
And
weave.
it's funny because I actually saw a montage.
I deserve to die. I don't know what
this
happened there.
morning.
Like I had all
Someone
sorts of
saying,
bad controls
you know,
that
if you
entire
just think
game.
of
Like
Callisto Protocol,
I don't know what was going on.
in terms of a fighting
I swear I still had
game, as opposed to in
invincibility,
terms of a survival
and I
horror
got
game,
hit
you'll
by
probably
that.
understand it a lot better, right? And like, oh, okay.
By that
So you're thinking
pipe
about it,
enemy.
okay,
I
something
can't think of what
attacks
I
you,
even want to call that.
Dodge, counterattack. Dodge, dodge,
What is that?
counterattack.
What's that guy called?
Hit.
Why
finisher,
can't I think
hit,
of his name?
Hit, finisher. That's a fighting game. That's literally a fighting game. And that's how it kind of plays. They wanted to do something completely different to mix things up
Get
rather
outta
than
here,
just
Goomba.
pump out another survival horror game where the only reason there's horror is because there's limited ammo. You know what I mean? It's like, it is different. Absolutely,
Yeah, see?
it's different.
I should have had
I feel
plenty
like
of
the
time to hit
guns
him.
Are kind of the weakest thing you can use in the game. It's about the melee combined with the guns as a finisher, and also about the grip. At least now. Maybe there's more coming, because I think there are many more guns coming.
Oh my
But it's
goodness.
funny to me that, it
What is
sucks.
going
It doesn't
on,
suck. You
Piranha
just don't
Plant?
like
Thank
it
you. I'm
because
like, I even
for whatever
have-
reason, you have, again, a preconceived notion in your head of what survival horror should be, and if this game isn't matching that
I even
notion,
have the Piranha
it's not
Plant
fun.
amiibo
Well, a lot of people are now starting to learn
back
the
here
system,
in my little
and they're actually starting
setup,
to really enjoy it.
and I couldn't think of its
including
name.
me. I'm starting to get it down, and like, I'm starting to really like this.
But when you're listening
I
to
think
the
as I
most
look into it
regarded
further, I'm
person
gonna
on
like
the
it
internet,
further. Again, we'll see,
it's
'cause
hard to
I could
think
be wrong. It
straight,
could be-
you know?
It's not as good.
Like, I hope
Maybe
you all
the further into
understand.
the game, it's more annoying, and I
I'm
won't
getting
like it.
dumber
For
listening
now,
to
I
this
am
crap.
enjoying myself, and I don't think that it's
I'm
fair.
slowly
that there's people
becoming
on the internet
dumber.
giving the game such shit, and even me because I'm liking it. And now they're, you're just
This is the
copium
part where I wish
and
the
how-
clip in
you're just
Billy
a fucking-
Madison
you
would come
want to
up
go against what other
and
people
be like,
say. Well, I want to go against what other people say
everything
when I
that
look
you
at it
said
and I say they
is
have
completely
no
false.
logical justification for
Everyone
what they're saying.
is now
Really.
actually
You know
dumber
what it is?
for having
People
listened to
wanted
you.
Dead Space 4. They really wanted a return to Dead Space that wasn't made by the people who are currently doing the Dead Space remake. They wanted a game that was going to have mind-blowing graphics, maybe new guns and things, and it was going to be just like Dead Space. Why? They're already remaking Dead Space. Why do you want that? Why do you want Dead Space in December and then Dead Space in January?
Sure.
Do you literally want
Yeah.
2 Dead Space games in 1 month?
Yeah, why not?
Why can't something be different? And why can't you have an open mind to what could be good instead of just immediately dismissing it and saying, I don't like it?
You're the king
Right?
of closed-minded thoughts.
I don't understand that
And you're
mentality at
wondering
all.
why people can't have an open mind.
Admittedly, the first 1 to 2 hours
He
of
is
the game,
still crying
before
about Callisto
you get the grip,
Protocol.
and you start getting
This is
guns and weapons, and you upgrade them,
literally
it's a little slow. Once you start getting your arsenal,
why
it's better.
I try
Just
not
like
to
every
do
other survival horror game ever made.
the
Again,
podcast
the criticisms thrown at the game
2 in a row
are not
because I
criticisms
come to
that are
realize
invalid towards other
quickly
games. They're very valid, but we just
that
give
yesterday
other games a pass
is today
when this one
in
gets
just a
slammed.
different order
You know? And I've
when
had
it
enough.
comes to DSP.
I really have.
You guys all
I'm
know
gonna
that,
continue to
right?
play the game,
I mean, I'm
play
sure
my
y'all
honest
do.
thoughts.
Y'all brighter than me.
Frustrated. I don't like
Like,
it moving forward. I
yesterday
will tell
is
you.
today,
For now,
just in
I'm
a
really,
mix-up.
It's actually
That's all.
growing on me more and more. The more I
Is he
play
talking
it,
about pink
the more
mold
I'm
now?
liking
I heard
it because
something's
it's
growing
not
on
Dead
him.
Space. We will be playing Dead Space in January. I don't want to play the game twice. I want something different, and I'm enjoying it now.
Shut up and move on. Like, dude,
Excuse me.
why would anyone want to listen to this
And
and
it's
be
this
like,
simple
you know,
too. I'm tired
kind of getting
who
somewhere
aren't-
with this. Like,
people who are putting
I
out
see what he's saying.
like justified opinions.
I'm
just
smelling
saying
what
dumb
he's
shit.
stepping
like
in.
Yesterday, I saw 2 more content creators just put out. Oh, you know, people are asking me my opinion on Callisto Protocol, so I finally.
For a
played it
guy
2
that
hours.
doesn't
Oh, it's
watch
shit.
content creators just
Fuck
2
you.
months ago,
No,
watches
really,
a
fuck
lot
you.
of constant.
You're an irresponsible douchebag.
Wow.
Justify what you're fucking saying. Don't just jump on the bandwagon. Ah, it's shit. I played it for 2 hours. It's shit. Yeah, well, maybe you're shit. Maybe you fucking smell too. As bad as what you just fucking said on social media. Because you're gonna hurt a company who worked hard on a fucking game.
Wow, he's
And
really
you give
feeling
literally no factual justification.
some
You didn't
serious
play the game
feelings
publicly.
about
You're
this
just an
content
asshole.
creator.
Shut the fuck up. Keep your dumb fuck, unqualified opinion to yourself. Just because you're a known content creator, no one cares. All right, shove it up your ass. You know, because this is what they do. Why did they do that? Pile on the group mentality. So now I look like I'm one of the bros. I'm right along with all of you. Right? Fuck off. Either justify what you're saying or get the fuck out.
I don't know who
Because
this
what you say
content
has weight.
creator that
What
is
these
that he's
idiots don't
talking about.
realize is that in 2022, people trust people who are journalists and content
But
creators.
I wish he would
honest.
talk more.
And if you just come out and you say a statement like that with no justification,
You all feel that
believe
way,
it, and now
right?
they're not gonna
Like
play the
whoever
game.
this content creator
Fuck
is
off.
that he's talking about
Stop being irresponsible.
needs to just
You know,
keep
people,
saying whatever
stop
he's
it.
saying.
With great power comes great responsibility.
Settle
Be
down,
grateful for your
Spider-Man.
Following. Stop talking out of your fucking butthole like a dick face. Okay.
Is that a... Hold on. I said I wasn't going to pause.
Grateful for your following. Stop talking out of your fucking butthole like a dick face. Okay.
All of those words I can say.
All right.
Stop talking
Well,
out of your butthole like
the
a
thing
dick
is today, I
face.
didn't really tell you anything different from what I told you yesterday, right?
That
The
is
thing
the
is that
dumbest
nonsense
crap
continues
ever.
on the internet for this game. So, let's
Remember
continue
when you
on.
were in junior high
And no,
and you
since
wanted
we
to
were
like
video
have the
games, why the
one
fuck
up
would I
on
do
the
that?
kid that
You
just
really
said
don't wanna
something
name names
that
so
you
people
didn't
can
agree
then
with?
Go and attack those people
Stop
and
talking
say,
out of
"You
your
a dog
butthole
type
like a
feels
dick
good about
face.
you."
And everybody was like,
Shut the fuck up.
oh yeah,
No.
that one didn't really.
I'm not gonna fucking name
no.
names because then people are just gonna try
Good
to cause
try,
drama.
though.
I'm not here to cause drama. I'm here to tell it like it is. People are being
Quit
unfair to
talking
this
out
game.
your butthole
This
like
game
a
is
dick
getting
face.
all the negative and none of the fair shakes that other games are getting. Why? Maybe because it's an indie studio, you know. Maybe because people came in with preconceived notions and somehow it became a
So
bandwagon.
dumb.
I don't know. I don't know. But
I'm
I've had
right
enough.
back in junior high
I've had enough
again,
of the
boys.
bullshit. I like the game and I'm going to continue playing it. Let's see what happens. Maybe I will hate it further in.
It's
The funny
not
part is
often
most
that
people who crapped
DSP
on this
says
game
things
didn't get
that I
as far
can
as me.
repeat.
They didn't even play 5 hours. They gave up. Okay.
Oh, that's so crazy.
All right. So, continuing
okay,
on,
bro?
I'm trying to think, is there anything else I wanted to cover today? There's no
Take
game
a
news
blood
today.
pressure
Look,
pill,
there's
man.
no game news going on.
Jeez.
There's nothing to talk about there. You guys know about the members goal for the month. I'm not really going to bother with that.
Cat in the
I'm not really
background,
with that.
plotting hostile takeover, most likely. Oh,
All right,
in the
I guess we'll do
background to
some
me?
shout-outs, and we'll see what
Because
the
seriously,
stream
they've been
takes
in
us
and
out.
out like crazy.
Okay.
That was probably
All right.
Snowflake if
Thank
it
you
was
to
a
your
white
boy,
cat.
Lem, who has re-upped his membership
He re-upped the
for
game.
16 months at the super supporter level. Thank you, your boy Lem, for the ongoing support of the channel. I really appreciate that. Okay. Outside of that,
Nobody cares. Nobody follows your crap. Spider-Man quote again, right?
Sniper knows
Face
sniping.
from a 40-year-old.
Tipped $1 and apparently has absolutely no
Stop talking out your butthole like a dick
actual
face.
like understanding of how business works. All right, I'm not even gonna read this whole comment.
No, go
I'm just
ahead.
gonna say,
Read it
in
all.
a nutshell, what he's saying is, if it's about the love of the game, like you say, then why do you talk about a game like Modern Warfare 2 and say you might drop it because it's not getting support? All right, because it's this simple. All right, this is a business as well as what I love. It's both. All right. If I just literally
Here we are,
played
Knock.
everything that
It'll
I
be
love,
level 3.
and I never treated it like a business, all right, you'd see dramatically different things on the channel. I'm being honest. You'd see more JRPGs.
When aren't you honest? Remember?
You'd
You're
see
just
more
an
lengthy chill
honest
style playthroughs.
content creator.
All right, I'd likely skip.
That's
a lot
who
more
you
new
are.
releases, okay.
You don't have to
And
keep pointing
you'd
out that
also
you're
see
being
dramatically
honest.
less viewership, dramatically less support, and I'd probably go out of business overnight.
Good.
All right.
Do that
A
then.
business person has to judge what's best for the business as well as what's best for the person running the business, right?
No, it's
I can't
usually
do
just about the
whatever I
customers.
want. I'm not rich and famous and rolling in dough. I don't have so much support unlimited no matter what I do that I can just do whatever I want. I'm not at that point, and I don't think I'll ever be at that point.
You won't.
All right?
You won't.
Being honest.
You'll die
I have
before
to make
that ever
important
happens.
Judgments. People are saying to me,
You'll be way more
Phil,
famous when you're gone.
we want to see you do more of this and less of this. We want to see this stream be daytime and this stream be nighttime.
You like
Maybe
precious
should skip some of
art
this and do this.
that
I have to
nobody
listen to
wants.
that feedback. If I don't, I'll be just as bad as I was 10 years ago when I thought my shit didn't stink, when I didn't listen to constructive criticism and feedback, and I just tuned it all out like this. I was like, I know better than you because I'm the YouTuber and you're not, so I ignore you, and then I make bad decisions all day. That's what I used to do. Do you want me to go back
Was that
to
the
doing
song
that?
you
That's really
sang
stupid,
too?
don't you think? Don't you think I should listen to my audience and actively change for the better, right? And that's what I do today.
Both.
Right? So, that's the difference. So it's funny, because if I do that and I just play what I love and I just do what I want, I get told by my entire audience, you don't listen to feedback, you're an obstinate jackass, you should be open to change and opinion, okay? So then I change. Okay, I'll listen to your feedback. I'll see what's
A little bit of
performing.
both.
We'll do things better. Oh, all you care about is support and money. Like, wait a minute. So if I do it one way, it's bad, and if I do it the other way, it's bad.
So
here's what I
understand, you're
an
bad
asshole.
both
You're gonna
ways.
tell me no matter what I do, it's bad.
Yes.
Great. So you know what I
No.
do with that? I take that piece of feedback and I slam it together and I throw it in the fucking trash can because it's not valid for
You
criticism. It's
slam.
not.
No, I lost my P-wing because
There's
I'm
no
a
point in
doofus.
entertaining that kind of
I needed to use that stupid star.
Okay. So there you go.
Ugh.
I got an anonymous dollar tip.
I hate
Oh,
that
let's
when
see
I do
here.
that, man. Have too many power-ups and I lose a P-wing.
And by the way,
What?
since this person is actually not being negative and toxic, they will get the spot. You know they're anonymous.
What?
An anonymous dollar tip. This person says, I romanced An in Persona 5. She's my real waifu in any game. Oh, she's my first real waifu in any game. Do you have a similar story? Do you have any romance missions in your playthroughs?
Da boot!
Listen, I am 100%
An idiot.
For anyone out there, if you want to have a virtual romance in a video game, go for it. That's your prerogative. That's your choice.
2 boots!
I respect your choice.
Double
If you
boots!
think that that's meaningful to you, if it adds to the content of a game or a playthrough, go for it. Some games have it, some games don't.
lost
It depends
my
on the
boot.
game. If you notice, it seems like a lot of these Japanese-centric cultural games, like the Yakuza series or these JRPGs, seem to be the ones that have those kind of virtual dating games and virtual relationship games in them. And I think it's because in Japan, let's be honest, in Japanese culture, it's proven. The Japanese populace tend to be so
Now come my way. Thank you.
work-centric,
Oh,
right?
I missed it. Again.
They're so busy with their jobs.
Can you
and
get
their
back up there,
careers,
buddy?
That's what they focus on for a lot of their
There
lives.
you go. Give me
It's
that boot
actually
back.
a problem in Japan.
Yay.
Where a lot of people don't seek out meaningful relationships. Don't
Oh
get
my
married,
gosh,
don't
I
have
suck
kids.
with the boot today.
It's becoming almost a big epidemic in Japan. That now it's all about work.
DSP, you ruined my gameplay,
So where do
man.
they seek out
You
those
make
kind
me
of
hate my
relationships?
life.
Virtually, in video games, or going to one of these, what are they called? I can't even remember now.
Who
the cafe
cares,
you go to and the
DSP?
person
I
acts
hope
like
you
they're
can't
your
talk
girlfriend or
tomorrow.
boyfriend, but they're not, and you're just paying them. There's a word for it. It's not escort.
the only
it's something
level I
else
get
in
my
Japan.
boot,
I
and
can't
then I
believe
lose it like
I'm having
that.
a brain fart about this because we've
Got a
we've
full house
seen it in
again.
Yakuza a million times, right?
Fire, flower, mushroom.
How am I not hosting?
power.
Thank you. The whole hosting, the host clubs, right? People know they're not getting a real relationship, but they go and spend tons of money on it. When you're playing a video game, you know that's not a real relationship, but you're getting some entertainment out of it, right? And that's why I think we find these as majorly prominent in games from Japan, okay? That's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just a thing. It's an observation.
Is this
all
guy
right?
pig-splaining
If you
waifus and
get
games?
entertainment factor out of that, good
Is
for
that what's
you.
going on right now?
Enjoy. It's in there. It's to be enjoyed. I don't think anyone has a right to criticize your
Sounds like my
ability
dad,
to enjoy
like,
content
saying
that's in
something
that video
that
game. All right?
Just doesn't
But at
really
the
seem
very
to
same
add
time,
up.
I don't partake
And you're
in
just
that
like,
stuff usually
all right,
because I don't feel
I'll
there's
listen to
value
it
in
because it's my
I'm in
dad.
a
Like, but I
loving
don't really think
relationship
it makes
with
any
my wife.
sense.
We don't need virtual relationships. We don't care about that shit. By the way, if you ever do stuff like that as a public-faced content creator, people make fun of it. People try to say ridiculous conspiracy theory nonsense
Oh,
about it.
so he has a
'cause
waifu.
Phil has a virtual waifu in
Yeah.
this game. That probably upsets his wife, and he's cheating on his wife by
Oh,
having a wife.
this
in
is
the video
self-
game. And dumb shit like that.
Yeah,
So
this is
why
this is
bother
actual truth.
Even doing the setup for that kind of online horse shit, right? So usually,
Yeah,
if I'm in
that's
a video
actual
game and
truth.
any of these
His wife would get upset
virtual
if he had any kind of waifu like
relationships or
that.
anything are available, I'll skip it because I don't see the value in it. But that's me.
Reed.
I'm in a different life situation than a lot of other people. And
I'm
okay
married, dude.
with that.
I have a family.
And I would ask that if I'm going to respect everyone else's ability, if they want to enjoy those virtual relationships, please respect my ability to abstain from them.
Abstain.
And don't try to misconstrue it. And
This is
spin
the
it into
guy
something
that said,
dramatic or
I
toxic
choose
or
to be
conspiracy theory
abstinent
level
in high
bullshit.
school, where in
Just say,
reality he
okay,
meant,
I get it.
no girl will
It's no
touch
big
me
deal.
within
Who
35
cares?
feet.
It's not my business. Who gives a shit?
Just
right? Same thing, I
respect
don't
my
give a shit if you have a
abstinence,
virtual- I don't
dude.
care if On is your virtual waifu. Why the hell would I give a shit? Right? It's not my business. You have fun with the game. Same thing here. If I don't want to do a virtual dating sim in Yakuza, I'll skip it, and you should respect that decision as well. And if you don't, well, that's your own fault, and you're being unreasonable. That just like I think it's unreasonable if someone judges you for doing it.
Who
Either way, it's fine.
cares?
Just
Hey, I
respect
got a
everyone else.
P-wing back.
You know what it is?
That's what
Live
I'm
and let
talking
live.
about.
Everyone.
Yeah,
respect everyone
he's
else,
exhibiting
and live
real
a good life.
vibes.
Not
Like,
being,
yep.
so overly crazy judgmental towards people.
That's what this is about.
Okay? Okay, there you go.
Cat tells him that he's not allowed to have virtual wives. That's all I hear. I don't know how my wife feels about any of that.
So another
I couldn't
anonymous tip,
imagine
which is,
having
why
that
do I care so
conversation.
much about Callisto Protocol? All right, there's a difference
Just
between
me personally.
I care so much about the specific game versus I care about people just outright being unfair. That's the difference. There's a difference between
Are we back to
this
Callisto
game, I really
Protocol?
like it, and I hate that everyone else is hating on it. Versus there's just blatant injustice on the internet right now. There is
Blatant
This game is being treated
injustice.
unfairly by
Because
many people
someone
on the
has an
internet.
opinion.
Again, just this fact that I said, okay, the game reuses a ton of assets, is incredibly repetitive, becomes boring in certain parts, doesn't innovate enough from previous games in this genre or IP.
Jeez,
That's
oh
Elden Ring in a
Pete,
nutshell,
man.
right? But that doesn't make
Like,
Elden Ring a bad game, but it makes Callisto Protocol.
Somebody's obsessed.
How is that a fair comparison then? And the answer is it's not. If I can literally prove right there that
You
the things
can't
people say
prove
bad about the
anything
game wouldn't make it
because you
necessarily
are
a bad game,
DSP. Everything
You
you
see my
say
point?
is subject to
but
bull
some
crap.
people are just so
Already, the
this
moment you
bandwagon
say
butthole.
something,
We
it's
have to
like, nah,
bandwagon
that's
it.
sus.
Like I said,
Nah.
literally last night.
Not
someone
really
went,
too
not
sure
playing
how
the
true
game,
that
was
can
bothered
be.
By their viewer
No.
base and said, will you play the game? Oh, I played it 2 hours tonight. It sucks. That was all they said. How the fuck is that a
Good.
justified response to anything?
Because that's how
All
they
you've done
feel.
is shat on the
They
game
didn't want to
as a
be
bandwagon.
somebody that spoke
You've
for
done nothing to
45
prove your
minutes
point. You've
about the
only
same
hurt the
stupid
game
thing
further.
over and over and
It's
over and
fucked
over
up.
again.
And that's what it seems
Okay?
like how
That's
everyone's
all.
treating this
That's
game
why it's fair.
is, let's
Not
just
everybody's like you,
piling on
Felipe,
the shit.
that can't shut up
Pile
about
on
the
the
same
shit.
stupid thing
Pile
for
on the
5
shit.
hours.
If you told me the reason I don't like Callisto Protocol is because it runs poorly on PC,
Oh my
I would
gosh.
say you're justified. I don't have a counter for that. The game launched poorly on PC. By all factual reports, the game is poor on PC. Frame rate issues, stuttering, and crashing.
Oh my gosh.
I can't counter that.
This is...
All right? But everything else, I can counter.
No,
Logically,
you can't.
Factually, objectively.
Nobody
Who
cares.
am I? And people don't have anything else to say after I say that shit. So don't say it at all. Then.
When are
Stop
you
being
talking
wacky
to
and being a fucking,
anyone
you know,
in
a
person,
tool,
Phil?
Which is exactly what it is. You're being a tool. You're being a tool to an end. Everyone thinks that if they group mentality crap
A
on this
tool
game,
is actually
they'll
a
become
very useful
a
item.
common belief.
Just because you
Now,
don't use
you're
any
in the
tools
right. You're
doesn't mean
you're
a
in the
tool's a
bro
bad
club,
thing, bro.
'cause everyone hates
Just so you
fucking
know.
Callisto Protocol.
You're
Well,
saying
guess
it
what?
incorrectly.
You're wrong.
You're saying it
When
like the
you're factually
70s
wrong
show.
about
Like,
something,
you're a
don't
tool,
fucking just
dude.
repeat it to
No.
be in the bro
A
club.
tool is
Right?
something that people
You
use
have
to
the
get
right to
something
say, I don't
done.
like a game.
You wouldn't
That's
know
different
about that,
than
given you
saying
don't have a
things
real
like
job.
there's only 4 enemies in the game. You're a liar. Oh, the melee
Liar.
combat system sucks. Wrong. You
Liar.
just don't want to learn it because you have a preconceived notion of what a survival horror game should be.
Oh my
you don't like
gosh.
change. That's why
This
you don't
is
like the
literally
system. The system
junior
works
high,
fine. You take the time to learn
maybe
it, you're not
even
learning it.
Elementary
You know?
school
Fuck
reactions.
that. I'm tired of it. It's not. I'm in love with Callisto Protocol, and I'm trying to defend it.
He's
I'm
in
tired
love
of
with
injustice
hating
on
other
the internet,
people's
people being
opinions.
Irresponsible douchebags. Join the bro club. Crap on this today. Love this tomorrow. No and no. I'm an independent thinker. I think for my fucking self. I don't do what I'm told just because I'm told to do it.
Maybe you should. Like, maybe every once in a while, listen
enough is
to
enough.
that little voice that's telling you
shit.
what to do.
Galactic Reptile, I agree with you. He says this happened with people hating on The Last of Us 2 as well. You're absolutely right. And here's what happened, and here's why this is bad, all right? Here's why this is very bad. Because so many people crap on something in a group mentality, then it becomes, if there's actually a valid criticism, the valid criticism gets ignored. That's a big problem. With Last of Us 2, all right, so many people shat on it, saying because Joel dies early on, and because Ellie is now the protagonist, and because Ellie is homosexual in the game, okay, because the other protagonist is kind of a, you know, a manly-looking, more buff woman. Oh, this game's terrible. Shit on the game, right? And there was this toxic group of idiots on the internet who crapped all over the Last of Us 2
thinker, but
because
Warzone
of those
was
things.
played.
Those were probably the least.
Right. He doesn't
things
take
to crap
anybody's
on, you know what I'm
opinions,
saying?
and nothing else matters
If you
but him.
examine the game.
But then he's gonna
for
just
what it
give
the
in.
gameplay elements, the story elements, everything in the game.
Oh,
there's
is that how it is?
shortcomings in there that very much should be called out. The writing of the game is pathetically bad compared to the writing of the first game. The pacing is terrible. The order is so jumbled, it makes no sense. There's narrative things in there that make no sense that could easily be improved upon. Did you hear anyone really validly criticize those things except for me? Almost never.
Wow.
It was just, oh, the bandwagon mentality of hate on it for this reason, or group defend it. We must, the fucking Last of Us 2 defense force. This is the best game because it's open-minded and liberal, and therefore everyone else who hates on it is some kind of a fucking rightist, prejudiced, conservative, evil devil. And that's what it became for. It became, instead of, here's a valid reason why the game should be improved and isn't as good as people say, it was just, you know, evil versus good, left versus right.
I don't know how many of you all know about this part in this level.
But that's the problem. When
I'll show you.
Bandwagon, you actually ruin it for everyone. There might be valid reasons that Callisto Protocol should be called out, but when you're saying the same bandwagon bullshit that's not true, those reasons get ignored. And instead everyone hates it for the wrong reasons, you know? It's just dumb, man.
It's just dumb, man. I don't know why you guys all want to do dumb things, man.
Anyway, that's my take on it. And you know, you have the right to disagree with anything I say on my stream.
I do,
podcast.
quite a bit of
it.
it, almost all of it.
Disagreeing with me, you know, come at me with some facts, come at me with an opinion that's valid. I'm okay with that. But don't come at me with there's only 4 enemies in the game. Like, what are you, fucking blind? Yeah, you are. You didn't play it. You're just an asshole.
Don't come at me with logic, dude.
All right.
He's taken a lot of stuff personally here last couple of days. Dicey language. Yeah, I would agree.
All right. Anyone
I don't know.
have anything to talk about?
I don't know who says that.
We're about 15 minutes before when we would typically end the podcast. So I'm open to anything you guys want to say. If you guys
Q&A, dudes. It's time to ask questions that I can crap on.
For many of your arguments in straw mans. That is quite frustrating. Okay, well then give me an example. What you just did is you made a generalized statement that's worthless. You know, give me an example of something you don't like, and I'll address it, or I'll strive to do better. There you go. That's correct. Someone, I apologize because their name scrolled off the screen. They said, "Did Dead Space 1 not have that many enemy types?" Exactly right. If you remember, the regular Necro
It's the spiritual successor, bros.
Then there were, like I said, there was the little creatures with the tentacles that shot projectiles. That's 2.
Oh, he's about to get real toxic.
That would come at you and explode. That's 3. There was
Great.
the brutes. That's 4.
I can't
There
wait.
was the faster moving
This is
creatures,
gonna be
that's
totally
5.
worth it, dudes.
Like off the top of my head, I think of 5, and then of course there's bosses. I'm 5, maybe 6. I can't actually remember more than that. There probably were, but the point I'm making is.
Well, that's interesting. You just gave a guy crap for having that same opinion a second ago.
Like, you're wrong.
He feels like there's 4. And now you're saying, well, there was only a few in the last one, so well, that's how I feel. Well, is it real or not?
This is completely wrong. An anonymous tipper says, you're telling people you're not allowed to dislike Callisto Protocol. I never said that. I said, have a valid criticism, not something that's bandwagoned or made up. Don't just say, I dislike it. Say, I dislike it because, and then justify your dislike with
Stop
facts.
gatekeeping,
Now, I dislike
DSP.
it because
I don't think you have any right to tell anybody how to react to anything. Okay? That's just my opinion.
Oh, there's only 4 enemies. Wrong. Like, how do I keep going on?
Oh, crap, I messed it. I messed it up. No, mama, no.
You need to have justification for your words because your words have weight.
I think I'm allowed to die once or twice.
Especially if you're a journalist or you're a content creator out there who has a following, people will believe what you say blindly. They don't even need to have justification. They just believe you. So when the content creator who played the game for 2 hours...
You're just upset
says, yeah,
because nobody believes you in anything
doesn't elaborate,
that you say.
Doesn't justify. That's just harmful. You might as well shit on the internet. Just pull down your pants and be a big load of shit.
Why is it okay for you to talk like this,
it's irresponsible,
but other people can't have their own opinion? Like, he's allowed to talk about Scat nonstop.
Galactic Reptile says, I'm playing the game. I'm at a similar point to you. When there's multiple enemies around you, how do you think the melee system
And he thinks he's intelligent.
You've already failed. If you're surrounded by enemies, you're done. You're not supposed to be using the melee system. The goal is to separate the enemies away from each other using the grip and guns so that when you're fighting them, it's supposed
intelligent
to be a
streamers
fight
here,
when
dudes.
you get to melee. You're not
Just
supposed
so
to be
you
fighting
know.
2-3 at once with melee. The melee is for one-on-one encounters. So if you
I
got
hate
surrounded,
it when he says that word,
you're fucked.
melee.
Or get
I
away
hate
from
it.
that situation, and I'll
And
try
I
to
don't
throw a
hate
few of them away.
But I
and
hate
then
that.
try to do
Like,
a one-on-one or from a distance, maybe
melee?
shoot the legs off one, fight one-on-one, then go to the next. You're
Melee.
not supposed to be taking them all on at once with the melee. Galactic Reptile says sometimes they'll spawn behind you in a scripted way, and that adds to the difficulty and to the horror aspect, right?
Melee.
I'm not saying the game is perfectly fair, nor it's flawless. If your criticism is you feel that the tools given to you to overcome combat situations are unfairly balanced, that's a valid criticism. I will say you have the right to have that criticism.
I have a hard time
More power
listening
to
to
you.
him
That's a
right
good
now.
one.
He's making
You
me
actually-
make
you
stupid
actually had
mistakes in a
brain,
game that I don't
and
make.
you used it
Like,
wisely, and you justify what you had to say. So far, with the situation I'm in the game,
this makes me
very
such a
few
better
times that's
gamer,
happened, and
dudes.
the last time it
Like,
happened
it
was
really
at
does.
Botanical Gardens,
Because after I listen to him, I'll play a game on my own, and I feel like a superhero.
And then I looked around my environment,
Like, I'm like,
oh, there's a spike wall to
oh my gosh, you would think that I own this game. Like, I made this game. Like, holy cow.
And that's how I think you're supposed
Right?
to approach the game.
Because
it's not just about going
he's
in
just that
gung-ho
terrible.
and then reacting
Like,
all of a sudden, spur of the moment. You go in, you're going to die that first time. You got to accept
oh,
it.
he
Then
screwed
once
me
you're dead,
again.
You say, okay, what went wrong? Now let me look around now that I know what's going on in my environment.
This is
Now
DSP
you can play.
rage right
You know
now.
what it's kind of like?
Like,
Groundhog Day. Or that other game. Or that other, that movie with
get your words together, man.
Tom Hanks. Tom Cruise. What was it called? Live, Die, Repeat, whatever the fuck it's called. I can't remember what it was called. But
what is your point?
He dies, and what happens? He learns a little more, and he comes back, and now he does a little better, and he gets a little further. Edge of Tomorrow, that's what it was really called. I said
Oh
his
my
name was
gosh.
Tom Hanks. Yeah, Edge of Tomorrow. That's kind of how this
That
game
was
needs to be
nowhere near
approached.
anything
Like,
that he said.
understand you're going to die.
Like,
and if you accept that, and you go into a room and you die,
I think I'm
it's
about
not
to be a
big deal.
fraud. Screw
Go
it.
back in. Now let me use some strategy. I know what happened. Zoop, get this guy on the spikes. Toss
Time to
this
be
guy
frog
over there.
here, Mario.
Shoot his legs out. Fight this one-on-one. Dead. On to the next. Dead. Now the last one. I think that's how you're supposed
This
to do
is
it.
the dumbest thing
But
ever.
people don't like that. They want, I run into a room.
People don't like to hear
I'm a
you.
fucking living arsenal. I have 14 guns attached to my body with 400 pounds of ammo. So here we go, Rambo style.
I've never
Pull out
played
a
this with a
crossbow.
frog before.
Oh, beautiful
It should be
headshot. Oh, look at this
obvious.
chainsaw. Ooh, chainsaw to the dick.
That
Chop
one-
the enemy's dick right off. Flies and splatters on the wall. Now here comes the double grenade launchers. Patung, 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 patung. Oh, survival horror. No, that's not how survival horror is supposed to be. It's not. It's supposed to be tense because you don't know what's coming and you have to think. And people don't get that anymore. Especially these reviewers. The reviewers who were given that review code and given 24 to 48 hours to beat the game. Do you think they were happy that they had to die a bunch of times and think on how to win? Or do you think they just wanted to turbo right
Hearing
through?
him talk
So now
about
you know why they have the reviews
PPs
that they do.
splattering, cut up into pieces and stuff, like,
Good lord.
I seriously feel like I'm listening to a 12-year-old talk. Like, I'm listening
Darth
to
Goldbach
a
says one area of the
12-year-old
game he found frustrating.
that
He played about 12
thinks
hours
he's the
in.
smartest
Once you
person
learn
in the
rules
room.
and layouts, you're good.
seriously has
So far, I'm only 5
stopped
hours.
being intelligent in any sort of way because he wants to be adult. Like, he wants to talk like an adult, but he doesn't really know what he's saying. So he says things that don't really make any sense.
So a $5 anonymous tipper says, dude, it's incredible how the internet turned on the game.
See, JG Winnell, I proved it. You can beat this with a small guy. You don't need a power-up. You don't need anything else.
This is not me saying this. This is me reading.
You just need to focus on the game and then get through
it. They might very well
and I had a hard time because he was killing me.
I'm not going to say I agree with this statement. Mass hating on a game because some overrated phony fuck like Maximilian rage quit. And it's childish. And people are now excusing and defending these kinds of attitudes that were used against you just a few days ago. Now it's fine when other people are doing it. That I will confirm. That it's good for everyone else to do it, but the moment that I do something like that, it's unacceptable. Right? Right? It's not acceptable for Darkside Phil to ever rage quit anything. Ever. But if another content creator does it, it's just funny. It's perfectly fine. Right? That I will agree with. That I'm not treated equally with everyone else out there. I always got to get the shit end of the stick while they get treated like these golden calves, right?
He should
but
cry
outside of
about
that, I don't know. Again, all I saw in regards to Maximilian rage quitting the game was he was in that room that I was in. And when I saw the room, I immediately saw the layout of the room, and I saw,
right,
wow,
JG Winnell. He knows that he was literally
I know I can't fight
dumping on Maximilian.
So I tried to actually use some stealth on him.
And then he did what DSP does.
I did take out one.
And he talked
I ran away, right?
in this secret
guns, then I did more
12-year-old code
and I ended up killing them one
that
by
made
one until they were all dead.
A dent
I didn't have any
or a troll
in that room. I just easily, and then
tip him
the room,
a message
around,
about
like,
Maximilian so he could confirm that he's talking about Maximilian.
Where I could have used the grip and just stuck him right to the wall, and it would actually have been an easy room. That's the room that Maximilian dude rage quit on, and that's only like 2 hours.
Oh yeah, he's definitely revealed it for sure. Like, so it was definitely
again,
Max.
All I know is from what I see on the internet. That's the clip that people are putting out there. They're not putting any other clips
Someone
out
should
there
tell Max that DSP watches him and see how much Max
on
cares.
The internet is the rage quit clip. But everyone, you're right. Everyone seems to be defending. Oh, it's fine. Shit on the game and say it's the game's fault. But if I did that, oh man, it's because Phil's a piece of shit, right?
Okay, I'll buy that.
So I'll agree with that. I'll definitely agree that that's unreal.
We're both on the same page then. We both agree that you're a piece of crap. Like, we both agree with that, right? Yeah. No argument? No argument, Felipe? You agree with me? You're a piece of crap?
He plays on hard because he likes having to use all the game mechanics and not because of his edict like you constantly say. You learn the game mechanics by playing the game on normal. You master the game mechanics when you play it on hard. This is not a hard concept to learn, all right? Now, it is very true, and I will agree with this statement. A lot of games these days have a million mechanics, and when you play on regular difficulty,
you can't learn a game on hard?
That I will definitely agree with. Do you remember when I played... Oh, my God. Now, here's a flashback. Was it God of War Ascension? There was a God of War game that I played on standard difficulty.
Yeah, this is a crazy pre-stream.
With no upgrades. I never upgraded anything. I just played it at base level, and I beat the whole fucking game. And people were like, why aren't you upgrading? And I was like, because I don't need to. The game is too easy, right? And then... I'll give you another example.
I'm so great, guys.
Witcher 3
Don't you know
that if you play it on normal difficulty, you can actually go through
I can beat this game
and not use half
I don't think that I can beat this game beating every single level that I have like I am doing by the time he's done. How long has he been streaming for?
You can just go through the game with basic gameplay and magic, and you can beat the whole game. But if you play it on a harder difficulty setting, it's more difficult, and now you have to master all the facets of the game.
Because I'm still 4 minutes behind him.
If you choose,
I'm just wondering if I should whistle
a game on the harder difficulty as your first run.
Level 8.
You're accepting the fact.
Why not? That's what we're going to do.
You are going a step up from what is considered the standard experience that the gameplay designers.
Oh, I definitely will check it out.
It's called default for a reason.
Thank you, JG.
That selection stops at that selection for a reason. It starts there for a reason. If they wanted you to play hard, it would have been on hard first. Okay? So, for example, if you're a reviewer and you know people trust your opinions and your
whatever
reviews,
you say, bro.
And all you did was play the game on
you're the
hard,
king.
you literally
I'm nobody.
review the standard experience. You review
you're the king of retro.
And you have to call that out.
You're the king of gaming. You're the whatever you call yourself. Because it's all self-proclaimed. Ain't nobody just going around calling you king.
It's not even the same game then. You see?
I mean, they
It's
call
your
me retro.
choice to play
They call
a game
you
on hard. If you really feel like
the incident
you want
guy.
that extra level of challenge, and if you feel like you,
sure.
want to absolutely need every single
Whatever you
facet
say,
of the
man.
game to be used to its maximum potential, that's your prerogative. Everyone has a
That's
right to play
your
the game however they
prerogative.
want. There's no problem with that.
Sing it.
But then don't crap on the game.
Sing it,
if you find the
DSP.
game's too hard, if you find the game has shortcomings or problems, you chose to play it on that difficulty. You didn't learn the stuff first. You're trying to learn at a point where the game's already saying you should know the systems, and you're using them at a master level. That's why it's a harder difficulty. Why else would it be called hard?
Anybody else huffing that copium?
Right?
Because
You're
the copium
hardened. You're already battle hardened. You've
thick.
already learned the
I
mechanics
mean,
by playing on regular.
this is some
now
thick
you're battle
coat.
hardened and you want an extra challenge, you play it on hard. You can't
Just
judge a game by
just be
playing
you,
it on
okay, dude?
hard
Just
first,
be you.
going in with
Like,
no previous
just be
knowledge
the
of
guy
game,
that doesn't play
not
things
knowing
on
how to
hard,
use
and
the
it's
system,
okay.
And say this game
Like,
sucks. That's your fault.
nobody needs your
You chose
excuse.
to fail. Don't blame the game because you actively made the choice to fail.
Oh,
That goes out
I
to
looked away
Maximilian
at
and
chat
anyone
and
else
got
out
shot
there.
right in the
You
dome.
did that. Don't shit on the
hello?
game developer. They didn't tell you to start
What
on
am I
hard.
doing now?
They left the difficulty
I'm a die
selector
at
on
the end?
medium so you could learn the game.
I'm
It's not
on his
rocket
head.
science. It's really not.
I was on his head. What did I do wrong?
I don't get it. I don't get it.
What did I do wrong? I did everything correct. Was that my computer or was that his? I heard that little, like, blue.
Oh.
What is going on? Why am I getting hit so much here? I'm paying way too much attention to what's going on with him. I looked away to see what chat said, and I got shot in the head by a bomb. I jumped on that turtle's head, maybe because he was blue and he didn't want touched. I don't know. So he got up at a dramatic effect or what?
On the YouTube side, we got SD Chargers.
What was
$2
that?
super chat and says, "The Level 1 podcast make my day better." I'm glad to hear
Oh
it.
my gosh, he must have
This
a
is the only place
terrible
you can have a
life.
discussion like this. How the hell would we have this discussion when I'm trying to play the games, right?
Just
We
have
never
it.
have time. I'm glad that we take the time to do this.
You just have it. I
Easy
have
Steve did a
I have
super chat.
discussions
We
like
cover
this while playing a
Tokyo
game.
Game Show the next day.
I'm
Also
actually
Final
reading
Fantasy
chat,
15.
having
When
the
is Tokyo
discussion,
Game Show?
and listening
Typically,
to
if there's
your
news that
crap
comes out of
cast.
it, I talk about it.
So don't say that it's not possible.
Well, I actually don't even know.
Or
what it
you're
is.
just
I
saying
really
I'm something
follow it.
amazing. I mean,
Thank you, Easy
and
Steve.
let's
Final
not go
Fantasy
there
14?
because we know better than that.
You mean the MMO? Yeah, I think we talked about this a
the
million times. Why I don't do
MMO?
it. I don't play MMOs.
You don't play games, man.
Oh, you mean the Game Awards? I already said the Game Awards. I'm not watching.
I'm
live,
not
and I'll
doing
talk
it,
about them the next
dudes.
day. That's what I say.
You can't make me.
What happened to the Level 1 podcast logo? I forgot to put it up. I kept forgetting to put it on the screen. Where the hell is it now?
All right, now we'll kill this thing because I don't know what that was about.
To start putting it up.
Like,
That's all it is.
how I lost
Had
him.
a brain fart.
Weird.
Let's see here. Do I think it's a little hypocritical of me to shit on people for choosing to play on hard for their first playthrough? If I was saying there's no reason to ever play on hard and saying, you know, you can play however you want, here's where my criticism is. It's not that you're choosing to play on hard. It's that then you're saying the game sucks, you rage quit it, and now everyone thinks the game sucks because you said it does.
Who does that? Who does that?
That's my point.
Who does
There's
that?
a difference between
Who's the
okay,
person
I've
that's
decided to play a
rage
game
quitting
on
because
hard
they put it on hard?
because I want more challenge and I'm going to be fair to it. All right? Or, oh, I played the game on hard. It kicked my ass in 2 hours because I don't understand any of the gameplay mechanics because I didn't play it on normal. And now I'm going to rage quit. And everyone's going to
Where'd I go,
The
guys?
game sucks. See, there's a big difference between the two. You can play the game
Foretrosake
however you
jumped
want.
right
When
into
you're
the
a
lava
public-facing
water.
figure and people are going to take your opinions as fact, you have to be a little bit more responsible than that. That simple.
I must be a Fire Mario.
Max didn't play it on hard. I don't know what difficulty Maximilian played it on. I have no idea what difficulty he played it on. I'm not. Did I say Maximilian? I don't know what he played it on.
You did.
I have no clue.
You did.
Call of Duty says it's funny. The only melee-based horror game I've ever heard of, and I recently played it. It's called Condemned. Everyone seemed to love that one. What's up, Jade? Good to see you, man. Yes, I cannot wait. Cannot wait to jump back in.
Yeah, he went right back to lying about it. Because that's all he knows. He's a sociopath that can't help himself.
Oh, let's see.
Nobody's tipping, so most of these questions don't matter.
Rick Perez just tipped $5. Says not to jump on a hate train too hard. Aren't some of the people
When does that ever happen? Did you see me just pass through all of those?
The same people that said the opposite over Doom Eternal, and even people.
This is one of my P-wing times.
Like that game,
I don't mess around with
and
this
they weren't
level.
playing it right. Yeah, you remember when I played Doom Eternal, I didn't like it as much. I didn't hate the game and say that it sucked ass. What I said was I felt it was too repetitive. The system itself wasn't fun because it was too much of a rock, paper, scissors, and you literally had to play it rock, paper, scissors, and there was no real variation in that. Remember? It was, what was it? It was get health, get armor, and then get your rage meter up or whatever it was. It was like an endless circle, like boom, 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 and each fed into the other one.
What's he doing? Mixing up the pot of soup?
You could literally just go through the entire game, coasting through, murdering everything in a circle. But if you ever wanted to play it like a classic first-person shooter, you couldn't do that. And I felt like the game was way too action-oriented and just didn't have enough of an interesting story. In fact, I felt the story sucked, right? And I guess you could say, people are saying the same thing here, they don't like those gameplay mechanics in Callisto Protocol. And so now they're criticizing the game, right? Like I did with Doom Eternal. But when I criticized Doom Eternal, I was the villain who didn't get it, right? I was the idiot. I was the simpleton. Right?
That's still the case.
No, I did get it. I beat the whole game. I just didn't like it. It's a difference.
No. There's a difference because you say so.
This person at this point, you don't even have a point you're making anymore. I'm not even going to keep reading. Like, you're not even saying anything that has any factual basis here. Seriously. I mean, I'm just going to... You're wasting my time now. Thanks for the $1 tip for wasting my time. I'm just going to keep going with your nonsense.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh, that was supposed to have a P-wing.
Let's see here. Oh, let's see here.
Crap.
I received a $2 tip. They said, I'm near getting the platinum. I love the game. I feel side content is a little overrated and lacking.
I forgot.
In my opinion, Ghost of Tsushima may have been a better game in terms of things like side content.
I almost died there hardcore.
You're talking about Callisto Protocol, and you're comparing it to Ghost of Tsushima? I'm a little confused. That's kind of like an apples to oranges. They're not even the same genre. I don't know if that's what you're saying because you didn't mention a game in your tip. So I actually don't know. This is an anonymous tipper. I don't know if that's what you're referencing. Right?
Oh, God, I hate this level.
But, I mean, yeah, the side content in Ghost of Tsushima is completely different. You're talking an open world.
I didn't push down.
Excuse me.
I didn't push down.
An open world exploration game built around that compared to a survival horror game. You meant God of War. You meant God of War. Oh, completely different. See? It's just saying he said it was him and he meant God of War. With God of War, ridiculous. The side content is definitely very different.
I hate that level.
From
Do I have another P-wing? Yeah, man, I got 2 P-wings. I'm P-winging this level. I want to try to beat this game before he's done with his
these, like, established areas, and it's all next to each other, and a lot of the times it's almost
pre-cream podcast here.
Story.
World 8 is pretty easy. You got this handled all right. Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Content. Follow the fox to a puzzle.
Yeah, I try to save all my power weapons and stuff for level 8 because there are a couple that are like tricky to me, especially this one with that sun. I think his name is Sinister Sun.
Yeah,
I don't care for him at all.
It's definitely different.
And these piranha plants can really get you when going down the hill.
Guys, I think it is time to end today's Level 1 podcast. As much as I'd like to keep going on every day because people are still tagging me, they want me to keep talking about this topic. I'm really trying to make a concerted effort to end the podcast at 12:30 every day. These podcasts have been running long, and people are giving me shit about I'm not doing enough gameplay. So I agree with them. I think we should end the show for now. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. Thanks for the conversation.
He's done already?
I get the feeling this conversation will continue. I really do. I get the feeling this conversation is going to continue.
I don't want him
because
to be
there's so
done
many
already.
people a buzz about this game right now. And by the way, because there's really nothing else going on in gaming for another couple of weeks, right? So let's continue. Let's see how Callisto Protocol goes today. Let's see if my opinion changes, or I'm excited to jump back in, and I hope that you guys will join me and stick around. Thank you for watching. But before we get to that, there's a very, very important message that I have to share with all
of you. You didn't have to see it. I gotta see it though still. Alright, so I'm gonna end that now. I'm gonna go ahead and go watch the daily wrap from yesterday because I didn't watch it. I appreciate you all being here for 2 podcasts in a row. Really means a lot to me whenever everybody stays here and puts up with this crap with me. This is yesterday's daily wrap.
Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the daily wrap for what was Saturday.
Seems to be 13 minutes long, so that should give me...
Let's talk about what happened today. So first of all, today...
I paused and didn't pay attention to where I was.
Podcast.
Duh.
I did a very detailed, thorough session.
I'm missing some
explanation is what I meant to
leaves
say.
that I usually
my
have.
Thoughts
I'll take that.
On the Callisto Protocol after having played it all day long on Friday.
Statue
5 hours of gameplay.
I tend to lose the bear right away. I call it a bear.
To justify everything
sure
I had
it
to
is
say.
just Tanuki.
And I tried to explain why I honestly felt that a lot of the people who had played this game...
But I lose this bear right away because I love him so much.
Review, and a lot of the content creators who were playing it and raging at it and saying that it was bad. Sadly, we're not giving it a fair shake because they were bandwagoning. Okay? I tried to be as fair as possible. I didn't want to sugarcoat, and I didn't want to over-exaggerate how good the game was. At the same time, I didn't feel like the game deserved to be absolutely destroyed like a lot of these people were saying. Ultimately, I think so far Callisto Protocol is a great game. May not be flawless. It does have some issues, but at the same time, I'm really enjoying it. It's almost a breath of fresh air in survival horror because of how different it is. That doesn't make it bad just because it's different. It just makes it different.
There I go losing the bear.
It's different because they just want more of the same. And some people, sadly, you can tell, were trying to rush through this game to review it and didn't like the fact that it was a lot more challenging than other survival horror games. They just wanted the same old so they could turbo through it and get the reviews out right away. And they got all pissy when they realized they were getting their asses handed to them because they didn't take the time to be patient and learn the game. So that being said, it was a great, session or segment of the podcast, I feel. I hope no one took offense, but at the same time, man, I was offended at how people are reacting.
He was
to
quite
games,
offended.
I think it's very unfair. What people don't understand is that when you bandwagon and you refuse to be objective, sadly, people get hurt. If you guys didn't know, the company that made Callisto Protocol, this indie company, it's about a AA. It's not a AAA company, it's a AA company. Remember, these are the guys who used to have Visceral Games, or used to be at Visceral Games, and lost their jobs, so they went off to make their own game. Did you know their company lost 10% of its value because of the reviews this week? 10% of their company just gone. Why?
Why do you care?
Because people are pissy and not judging you fairly.
Like, why do you care,
man? Ridiculous, And that pisses me off. The game's not bad, man. The game doesn't deserve to be panned.
Oink, oink, makes me mad.
5 out of 10. I mean, you gotta be a fucking asshole to give it a 5 out of 10 unless you're playing on PC and it's currently unplayable. If that's the case, alright. But when you take a look at some of these reviews, it plays so old and outdated.
So is it fair to say that all of the people that complained like they did
I suck at
had it on
video
PC?
Games I play.
I mean,
wholeheartedly put my hand up in a minute.
Is that a fair
I suck
assessment?
at most video games I play. How is it that I'm not having that much trouble with the game, but other people are? Well, I guess the other question is, how did people die to the bear boss at the beginning of God of War Ragnarok?
You just keep bringing that up, don't you?
Because I saw that too. I don't know. But anyway.
Actually, I don't know if I can go above that.
The point I'm making here is, I really feel that the game was not treated fairly. So if you want to see my full opinion on that, in detail, explaining everything that I know about the game so
I didn't
far,
know. I was waiting to
please check
die
out the
there.
Level 1 podcast from this morning. And we talked about a couple news stories as well, like the whole Nintendo and Panda Global
Panda
Smash
Lee
Brothers tournament disaster and shit like that. All that stuff we covered, okay? On the first stream today, gameplay-wise, it was God of War Ragnarok. Now today, we pretty much only focused on story-based progression. We picked up where we left off last time, which was trying to find the Norns, which are the fates of the Nordic mythology. And then after that plot line, there was another plot line where you go out to find a new weapon. And we basically just got to the end of that and we ran out of time. So we did 2 major story development plot lines today on the stream. They were both good, and quite frankly, now that we are where we are in the story, it seems like the game is going to dramatically open up. Because it looks like now we have the ability to do so many different side content things. Anytime we've seen a gravestone,
this obsession with the game is really weird. He's going on harder than usual. Yeah,
boss fights,
right?
JG
Wendell, like,
fights were in the original God of War.
I don't get it.
So we can do
like
those.
he is.
I think I already know where at least 2 to 3 more of those are.
It really makes it sound like he knows somebody. Like that was part of it.
Then we've got anywhere in the game where we saw those little whirlwinds in like a stone.
Maybe somebody actually did.
Those glowing yellow things in like a rock.
Get a hold of him and be like,
open all of those.
Hey man, we really want you to play this game.
Side content. So that's a ton of stuff unlocked like instantly by having today's story done. Like, wow. So now the game's really going to open up. And I'm actually debating when we play it again in 2 days, should we just go for crazy and try to do some fun side content again? So we'll see. But anyway, I really enjoyed today's stream. And thanks to anyone who attended or supported that stream. I really appreciate people still coming out for God of War Ragnarok, even though, yes, it is actually my lowest attended game right now, which is sad. I'm still really loving the game. Tonight's Modern Warfare 2 stream went completely differently of how I expected. Allow me to explain. Started playing multiplayer, and I was using an SMG. It was called the Fennec or something like that. And I'm unlocking attachments for it or whatever.
I had forgotten.
And I'm raging because some matches I'm doing good, some matches I can't kill anyone. The usual bullshit. We're about an hour in. The game crashes. First time this has happened in a month and a half since I owned it. The game just went kaput, kicked me out. And I'm like, well, that's a bad sign. Maybe it is a sign of something. So I looked, and the stream had like 330 people. And we had like 40 likes. I was like, what is going on here? So I said to everyone, I said, guys, there's a lot of people here. Are you telling me that 260, 270 people that are here don't like me? Is that really what you're here for, to just see me rage at this game?
Sometimes.
And you know what? I started to think, I was like, maybe that's true. Maybe when I'm playing these multiplayer games like Call of Duty, a lot of people are here just to see me get upset.
It is. It's 100% true, man.
It could be. So at that point, I turned to the audience. I said, well, what do you guys
want
to do
he went way further.
Everyone was screaming.
Since when, Bowser?
Warzone. Warzone. So I said, no. And I entered a match.
How come he's not going right where I'm at?
And then I quit out right in the middle of the match. I said, all right, let's do Warzone. So we did Warzone for about an hour. All right? Warzone 2.0 this
guy's being a
first
real
2 matches
jerk
I ever
right
played. I killed people each match.
I mean, those are almost places I've never got him to go to.
Pretty epic final kill as well. It's not bad. It's also not good. It's exactly what you expect. It feels identical to like Warzone 1.0.
Come on, Bowser. Come get some.
You know, it's pretty typical. What you expect from Battle Royale.
Bye.
So I played it for an hour. I learned just, very little bit about how it works. I didn't even use any kill streaks or anything.
Hey,
like
Super
that.
Crazy, how you doing, buddy?
Really get a chance to figure that out.
It's going pretty well.
And basically a little bit of support.
We did the
pre-cream
podcast from yesterday.
Just to give you guys.
Then we did a live stream.
Honest, all right, not complaining.
Of his pre-cream podcast today.
Call of Duty stream.
Now we're watching a daily wrap from last night.
To almost 500 viewers. At one point we had like 450 plus.
And we just saved the princess.
People started
so I mean, all is well.
We did hit 100 likes by the very tail end of the stream, which was nice. Support was abysmally bad for any stream. It was like $9.
All I cared was that I beat this game before I stopped streaming.
Tips. Again, I'm not complaining.
So now I've got
facts.
5 more minutes to just sit here and listen.
That I've been playing recently. It's terrible. Okay? And the thing is, we're at a time of the year right now where there's all these games coming out.
Where he's going to talk about Callisto Protocol some more.
Purposely skipped to take time to focus on the games that I've been playing.
As obsessed.
And Modern Warfare 2 has been one of them. All right? This is now maybe the 3rd or 4th straight Modern Warfare stream where I'm noticing, even though we're getting high viewership, engagement itself,
your viewership's getting high.
Likes on the stream.
It's the only reason they're watching your crap.
Support of the stream is low. Okay? So it's this simple. I want to play what you guys want. If this is your way of saying you're bored with Modern Warfare 2, time to move on, then maybe it is. Slayer was on the stream tonight, and he made a good observation. He says, it almost seems like exactly what happened with Multiverses a month or 2 ago. When Multiverses first came out, and it was a hot new release, everyone watched you play it for about a month, liked the new characters, liked everything. There was a lot of people coming out regularly supporting it. And then after about that month, right, people started to get a little bored of it. And about a month and a half people were outright telling you that's it. It's enough. We've seen enough. Even though, yes, you dedicated time to get better at the game and you're doing pretty good. We just don't want to see it anymore. So I stopped playing it because people said so, Maybe that's the case.
Since when does he listen to
Warfare
anyone?
2. I don't know. Maybe more people would have been here to support the stream if they knew I was going to try Warzone tonight, which I did it on a whim. It was just because people were asking for it, I decided to do it. All right? So here's what we're going to do. Straight up, honest, transparent. Here's the deal, okay? We have another Modern Warfare 2 stream scheduled for Monday night. Same time as tonight's late stream. We're going to do Warzone 2.0 the entire stream. For those who've been dying for Warzone, you're going to get what you want. You're going to get that interactivity when I'm looting and hiding and everything. You're going to get that level of interactivity. We'll talk. We'll have fun conversation. Just like how it used to be when I used to play Black Ops 4 Blackout. Okay? But I'm going to try to focus on it. I'm going to try to learn it. It's funny because the 2 matches I played, I was hiding a lot. And people were complaining. I'm like, I just fucking started playing it. I don't even know how it works yet.
People are complaining because you suck.
Because I don't even understand
and you're
the
a baby.
yet. That I'm not running
and
running and playing like some
and you
fucking
hid
pro. These
like a
people
little
are
child.
so ridiculously unreasonable with the way that they behave on my streams, okay? One person even said at the end, well, the way that most people play this and make it entertaining for a stream, they're insanely offensive. They land, they grab, they try to find a UAV right away, they pop it. Oh, here's people. They run, they fight, they loot. They run, they fight, they loot. Okay,
this is just something to play while I'm waiting
After
for him to be done boo-hooing and crying about his life.
Where to land. After
this
you
is
learn
called Snake, Rattle, and Roll if you've never seen it before.
What loadouts are good in this. I don't know any of that.
I used to play this with my brothers
I literally
all
played
the time.
2 matches of it. And people were actually complaining I wasn't playing like some kind of a fucking top-level pro. Seriously, it's like out of their minds. So, if you want to see me play Warzone, all right, come by Monday night on the late stream, 6:45 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Please engage, support, help however you can.
I thought engagement was support.
The stream, if you can go above and beyond.
If engagement is support, why are they separated in your conversation, buddy?
Actually want me to try to seriously play Warzone and do well, okay?
No.
I'm open to giving it a shot as long as other people will buy in, all right? We'll see how Monday night goes.
As long as other people will buy in.
If support is good, and if
Ooh,
I'm
the game's looking a little
scratchy,
scratchy.
we're having good interaction and everything's good, I'm okay with keeping Modern Warfare 2 in the rotation. We'll do Warzone. Maybe every once in a while we'll split it up and go back to regular multiplayer. But if Warzone is really what you guys want and are screaming for, then that's what I'll give you.
Oh, in the game froze.
All right? But I need to have that buy-in. Now, I do it on Monday night, and
he's got to have that buy-in, boys.
We have 300, 400 viewers. No one will like the stream. No one's interacting with me. No support.
There we
Everyone's
go.
just here to see me rage and fail. I'm not going to bother doing streams like that. There's no point, okay? It's not what I want. I want streams that people are engaged and having a good, positive time with me. So, if it means dropping Modern Warfare 2 altogether,
drop it.
Adding in another game that I skipped, because there's tons of games at this point that I've skipped. Off the top of my head, I can think. The Need for Speed game that just came out, Mario plus Rabbids, whatever it was called, Sparks of Hope or whatever, the new Marvel Midnight Suns game. That's the 3 off the top of my head. I know there's many more that I've skipped as well that I could play. But that's the point I'm making, is there's so many I've skipped now, anything could be thrown in there.
Guy with 2 names doing a little
okay, we don't have to
cartridge cleaning for you here again.
We could be doing something else if that's what people want, and we'll show up for, engage, and support. All right? And if every other game I'm playing, including now God of War, which was for a long time my lowest engaged and supported game, if that's getting more engagement and support than Modern Warfare 2, obviously we got a problem. All right? So Monday night,
we
Warzone
don't have a problem.
You know,
you
all night long Warzone
have a problem.
is what you guys want.
Like
interaction, fun, trying to learn. I hope you'll be here and you'll try to support it. Fair enough? Okay. Tomorrow, we swing back to Callisto Protocol.
We've only got
on
a
the first
minute
stream,
left.
which I'm very excited for because
anymore.
I like the game so much. Can't wait to see what's next. Tomorrow night is the return of Pokemon Scarlet to the late stream, which I know many of you were excited for. You'll love the Pokemon playthrough. Now it's been 3 days since I played it. We finally get back to the swing of things tomorrow night. So I hope you'll join me for that. Okay? By the way, no one has contacted me behind the scenes and tipped to name a Pokemon. I'm just saying. So that means likely we're going to just start from scratch, and anyone has a chance to name any Pokemon because no one has done that, you know. So there you go. All right, guys. Thank you so much.
That was a
Have
weak
good
bang.
night, and I hope to see you tomorrow for all the fun streams. And maybe see you Monday night.
As a baby.
All right. Thank you, guys. Peace out. See you tomorrow.
Loser. All right. Well, I really appreciate y'all being here with me for this almost 3.5 hour stream. I'm going to be playing some more Axiom Verge here later. As I said earlier, it is a game that I might end up having to look up more strategy guides to be able to get through, because the likelihood of me getting through that game just finding the stuff randomly can just become very dull and boring. But if you like that style of content, and that's cool, I'll play through it and I'll struggle through it. I got no problem with that. Anybody that's ever played the game before can stop by too and hold my hand the entire way and be like, you're a stupid head. You need to go this way. I don't mind. At the same time, I'd rather just figure it out on my own like I've been doing, but it can be some really boring content. But I've got plenty of other games to play here. I did want to do it as a full playthrough, so that's what I'm going to plan on doing. If you can stop by and check that out, I'd really appreciate it. I'm going to be doing at least the daily wrap probably later tonight whenever I play some more. So hopefully you guys all have a wonderful day. I am Foretrosake. Have a great day. I got my Sunday Night Bites hat ready, and now he doesn't want to do Sunday Night Bites because it cost him money. Sag. Later.